All right, welcome. It is week 17 of the NFL. I did not know we were going live that fast.
Where's the
so
countdown?
I apologize.
Yes, he did.
No,
Yes,
well,
he
I didn't
did.
know John was going to. He gave me nothing. No fingers today. No fingers from John.
Well, you didn't hear it. He said,
right,
I shouldn't give
so-
another man fingers.
I'm going to get into the introductions today. We do have
What
one
did
of
he
our.
say?
We have one of our guests that's going to be here a little later. So that will be our verbacious guest, Bo. We also have on my right, your left, the cynical Ryan.
You switched it up on me.
Hola, senors.
All right, we have JonnyG, the unorthodox fan behind the mic.
Oh, unorthodox.
You're definitely not orthodox.
What?
I don't know.
Somebody's
Aaron Rodgers in the
unorthodox.
top 10 of all time is pretty orthodox.
All
for me.
right, and then we also have co-host Steve, who was our most optimistic fan.
hello, I am Steve. I believe in the Browns, no matter
then-
what, for some reason.
And then you got KJAM here, who I've asked other people, and apparently I'm dedicated. So, going with that one.
Yeah,
Don't look at me.
nice pat on the back.
I wanted to see Ryan call me dedicated, but I knew it wasn't going to happen after the way I've been insulting him
K
before the show.
dedicated.
Oh my God, he's just been hammering this dude.
right.
Come on, Cage.
Literally.
So
dedicated
we're
Jim.
gonna get into today. We're gonna get into the breakdown for Thursday's game. We're gonna get into our pick'ems and all the talks about this week's games.
Yes.
We're gonna have some conversations about playoffs because that's gonna matter this
Playoffs?
week with these games. Who's gonna be playing? Who's gonna be sitting? And what these games actually
Hey,
mean
Kels.
coming to the postseason.
Hey,
We're also
girlfriend.
gonna talk about you unrestricted free agent quarterbacks after our pick'ems. And we're going to get into maybe there aren't guys that get drafted in the top 10 that are quarterbacks because there's a lot of UFAs this year.
What was that?
A lot of high quality UFAs.
My elbow looked like a butt cheek.
What? Oh,
And then towards the end of the show,
I can't figure it out. Like right there. Look.
what is
Like,
going on?
You see the butt? The
Get
crack?
outta here.
I'm sorry.
towards the end of the show, we're going to get into
my
fantasy. Ryan's going to break down some fantasy news and fantasy stats this week. But also, we are also going to talk a little bit of fantasy during these games, these pick'ems. So we're going to have some conversations about some guys you want to look out for. Also, if you have any questions in the chat about stardom sit-ems, please ask us.
Yeah,
let us know.
hit us up.
Hit us up.
We wish to do that.
If we
We
can't
will tell
figure it
you
out right off
everything
the
to help
rip,
you
we'll find a
lose.
way. And Ryan's been pretty good. Other people not so good.
I haven't been terrible.
What do you mean? With what? What have I been bad with?
Start Justin Fields over Kirk Cousins.
Listen, anybody would have said that.
Nobody would have said that. I did not say that.
Well, I was right for half of football. The greatest comeback in NFL history. Get out of here. Nobody saw that coming.
Is it the greatest comeback or the worst loss?
It was the well, it was the worst loss.
Both.
It's both.
It was the worst loss. Nobody saw that happen.
All right, so we're gonna come back to Bo since he'll be here a little bit later, and we're gonna go right into Steve's news and rumors in the D. What do you got for me, Steve?
Well, I don't have a whole bunch for news. I did see a video. I did not send this to John, so we can't overlay it. However, Alan Lazard threw a solid block. See, I know you saw because you're a Packers fan.
I saw the fine.
Yeah, you're the orthodox Packers fan. He was fined $10,609 for taunting based on pointing at and counting the trio of Dolphins players. He knocked one dude and ended up knocking over two of his other teammates.
It was a crackback block that knocked down three people.
I don't think it was crackback.
It was definitely a crackback.
But they didn't call it for crackback. They called
no.
it for taunting. And I thought it was hilarious.
How do you call a crackback block on a guy who's got three defenders on him?
I mean, it's almost like it's almost like arresting the dude that got beat up in a gang fight. You know what I mean? So
That does happen.
It does happen because you started throwing punches too. Anyway, no, he got fined for that because he's in the video he's just sitting there counting. It's hilarious.
Because he pointed at the defenders on the ground and then he looked at his hand and he counted 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you got three of them.
Yeah, he got 3.
Yeah, he goes.
Oh, wait, I did see this block.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
it was a hell of a block.
It was a very good block.
Yeah,
He got
hell of a
fined for
block.
that. So
well, that's because he can't. The NFL's
How is that taunting
no
when
fun
you're
league.
7
No
yards
fun
away?
league.
But he was 7
fun
yards
league,
away
man.
from the players.
That's
like he
great.
blocked them, continued walking behind the quarterback, and then pointed.
Then you know what? You should have counted. You should have fined Joe Mixon when he counted all the touchdowns he had. that
Maybe
week.
he doesn't know how to count without using his fingers.
No, it's different. Well, hold on. That's very offensive. Hold on. So no,
That's what I would have
So
said.
you know
I
why
stopped
they didn't?
listening to
You know
you.
why they
You
didn't
were-
find Joe Mixon?
a DICK
Because he
earlier.
scored. Because he scored.
Better than
Because it's a touchdown. They like the celebrations,
comes.
but they don't like the taunting midway. They'll let the defense go and celebrate, right? And
You're starting to piss me off, you little piglet son bitch.
Yeah.
I pulled up the video if we want to watch it.
yes, pull it
Go
up
ahead,
real
you
quick.
can pull it up. You got it?
Pigly. So.
Don't forget to max that on that screen.
This is screen share, right? They can see it.
Not yet.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah.
Well, so then you should have told us to continue to talk. Okay.
Yeah, just keep talking.
Max it.
Well, it wouldn't let me in.
Click the button.
It's not letting him.
It's not letting me.
Click the button.
Can they see it or not?
Now they
Yeah.
can see. Now they can't because.
Exit out of the.
What is that?
What are we doing?
So we're gonna pop. Okay, here you go.
What is happening?
Take a look at this. This is Alan
that a
Lazard. They
penis
circle him.
enlargement ad?
They
No,
should,
I
there
hope
it is
so.
right there.
Right. So.
Watch this. Think.
That's a crackback.
I don't know, but that's not crackback.
That's a crackback.
The dude, he was
He gets-
standing there.
But he gets it
One,
for his.
2, 3.
That's funny.
always do it. Look,
That's
come on.
he was standing there. He wasn't even like moving. Nah, I don't
He
think
didn't get up on them or anything.
that's not crackback.
I like how he's like way behind him and yard, like he's not even near him.
No.
No, I think that's absurd. The NFL's getting absurd with stupid stuff like that, but we know they don't like taunting.
That's true.
They've been on this for what, 6 years now, 7 years.
Whatever. It's dumb. They're rules.
You can chest out to the opposing team sideline and get penalized
Yeah. It's
to your
I
former
won't
team.
deny it.
To your former team.
That's dumb.
They want robots.
Yeah, they're garbage. The whole.
I wouldn't watch that league.
Robotic league?
Yeah, I wouldn't watch that.
I don't know, man. It could be
You wouldn't watch the Robo League?
No. Well, I'm not the moron that turned the light on.
Which one's gotta go on? We're gonna mess with lighting for a
One
minute.
towards me.
Ooh.
That one. Should
There
go
it
off.
is.
That one should go
Dude, I
off.
was
There it
wondering.
is.
I thought I had an aura.
You're just such a hot guy. Oh,
No.
and all
Whoa.
the way.
Ooh, I
There we
kinda
go.
like that.
There we go. That's better.
Thank you, Anna.
There we go. Sorry.
This is what happens when I show up late to a podcast.
That's all right. It is what it
Sorry,
is.
guys.
Things happen.
Anything
okay.
else in the deep?
Oh yeah. We
Hey,
got
where'd our
rumors.
chat go?
We got some rumors.
I gotta edit this.
We lost the chat.
Just keep going, Steve.
Yeah, let's ride.
Did it again.
Broncos
Head coach.
country.
Oh, speaking of Broncos country, head coach Andy Reid. I hope Eric Bieniemy, the KC offensive coordinator, for those who don't know, gets a head coaching opportunity. I'd rather not have it be in Denver.
Wow.
Wait, who?
Bieniemy, the OC,
Why-
the OC for the Chiefs.
This is great. This is great. I'm glad this is brought up because why would Eric Bieniemy leave?
Why?
Why?
Andy Reid's calling the plays.
I mean, yes
Exactly.
and no.
The dude's
I
got a
think
cake.
Bieniemy has a say in a lot of things, but
I mean, if he was this offensive mind, this is my argument. If he
don't
was,
get me wrong. These are Andy Reid's plays.
they're Andy, that's what.
But
That's why he doesn't have a job somewhere.
Bieniemy's literally Eric Reid's literally going, all right, call 2F, and
Yep.
then Bieniemy calls it in.
Yep, that's it.
Like Josh
does Bieniemy
McDaniels had the same issue.
Does Bieniemy have conversations about personnel?
Nagy, another guy, Matt Nagy,
Ass.
Andy Reid guy.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes,
just
he
saying,
was.
like these guys, they go from Andy Reid is the coach. He is the offensive genius. It's kind of like Mark Martz for St. Louis. Like
Oh.
that guy was
Okay.
so good at
Showing your
designing
age.
plays that you can't just go after these guys' offensive coordinators. Like you got to really do your due diligence when you're listening to these guys in their interview process.
Did you
Like,
put on makeup today?
no, why do I look that good?
Wait, hold on. Did mine rub off on his
glistening
face?
today.
Oh no, he knows we were making out before the show. Oh God.
I told you I thought I had an aura.
Hey, yep, that main cam, just an FYI, when we get to later, you don't have Bo in there. So you're going to have to
no.
adjust that main cam, like, while we're talking.
Hey man, did you hear that?
Is-
I look good today.
You do look good today. So yeah, I mean, I'm thinking like if Eric Bieniemy was going to get a head coaching spot, he should have had one already. He interviews poorly. That's been a very common take. If he's as good as he is, he would have had a job. That's my opinion. I mean, he would have had one over Kevin Stefanski.
Yeah.
Kevin Stefanski ran out Stephon Diggs, and he got a head coaching spot.
All right. Well,
I
I
mean-
mean, I agree with you. Nagy kind of screwed it up for everybody, didn't he?
I mean, Nagy,
No, I mean that's one guy that
Horrendous.
I can think of,
I don't know.
Horrendous coming out of.
like I said, I mean those guys.
No.
It's hard. It's hard to find head coaches.
no,
That could lead men. Like Dan Campbell's doing a very good job.
I
He
love
can
Dan
lead
Campbell.
men.
Oh my
but the
God.
problem is,
He's so good.
You know what though? They got it. They're tough, and they're a few pieces away on defense from being very very good, in my opinion.
who?
Detroit.
oh, 100%.
I like Dan Campbell.
No, they're not pieces away.
rallies
They
the
just
troops,
they need
man.
help. Right?
John Harbaugh's another guy that is not. He's a special teams guy, but he can rally troops.
He
Players
coaches-
like him, and that's
They're 7
that's
and 8 right
huge
now.
to be able to get players' trust.
Well, that's gonna be for Bo when he gets here.
Do you want this one?
I just wanted to see where the Lions are drafting.
Oh, that's it.
7.
That's that one.
I just want to see.
They're both the same. Just give me this one.
Where'd Matus go, man? He was talking all kinds of garbage.
He was. I just want to see where the Lions are drafting. Yeah, they're drafting 7.
Because
so I mean,
the
like,
Rams pick.
you know what?
You know what he's mad about? He's mad about that I'm first in home runs and he's second.
Oh, geez. Are we talking? We're talking softball garbage on a football.
Dude, dude.
What are we doing here?
That's all right.
Hey, I just found out
So
that that's Mike Matthews.
do we have anything-
That's the Mike Matthews.
the Mike Matthews.
Tell your brother.
Do we have
I said,
anything else that
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
rumors wise?
I love
we
Rob.
got one more. Okay, this is apparently this is out of Denver again, right? Apparently, Russell Wilson. We all love Russell Wilson, right? He has his own office and private parking spot at the Broncos
I
facility.
don't know if that's a rumor.
Now, this is per Barstool Sports.
I don't know if that's a rumor. No, he does. No, he does.
He does.
No.
Yeah, no.
There were multiple players that came on and said this is absolute garbage. It's absolute clickbait.
Yeah.
It's
There's
not true at
multiple
all.
players on that team that said he does have his own office.
But at the same time, now that all the players are starting to defend him with all the allegations and all
Right.
the drama that's been going on this year.
Yeah, so, I mean-
every single player is stepping, and I think that's because the coach got fired and they didn't want Russell to leave. So I think that Russell is I'm not gonna say Russell is not a dedicated player. Based on him coming back from a thumb injury in like 3 weeks.
Kelly already brought up Derek Carr.
That's all right. That's coming later. Don't you worry. Stay tuned.
We're not talking Derek Carr yet.
You didn't see the title of the video.
Oh, Jesus.
Kelly, don't be an antagonizer. You already have one that's at home.
Kelly, poke that button.
You got me all worked up. All right.
Oh, for Derek Carr? Oh, yeah, that's
No,
it.
because
He
Ryan
is-
started
Flip
it
the
this morning.
switch.
Ryan started it this morning.
KJ's
Flip
literally sexually like attracted to this guy.
Oh, yeah.
It's weird.
You know what it is? It's the eyeshadow. He loves the
It's gonna be the one
eyeshadow.
day. It's gonna be the one day me and Bo agree. Watch.
I don't think so.
Although I want to say something on the last show. Derek Carr, Jay Cutler comparison. Trash.
That's a bad comp.
Trash.
Horrible
Jay
comp.
Cutler. You guys said Jay Cutler
No.
was comparable to Derek Carr.
Bo said that in chat.
Yeah,
And you
but
agreed.
Yeah.
And you said I said this earlier on the show.
I did say it's interesting.
Did you say
Trash.
it earlier?
He said it a
don't know, why
previous
is it
episode.
trash?
He said it.
Did he really?
Derek Carr or Jay Cutler has only thrown for over 4,000 yards once.
Okay.
Once.
Hold on. We should not do this right
In
now.
his
Hold on.
entire
Stop.
career.
What are you doing? We're
This is
doing
good
news
kind of.
enough.
We still have news.
Listen,
broken.
dude.
He's
This guy,
broken.
Derek Carr did it over 5 times.
All right,
I'm curious if he's paying
Let's
you.
go to They Mean Well.
All right.
Is Derek Carr paying you for this?
Get into
my
the meme
God.
well.
He did. He straight up left.
He's
So
broken.
I got two with the AFC North.
Oh.
So the first one is, everyone's saying that the Bengals weren't going to repeat last year.
Dude's broken. I'm sorry.
And here we are. They're about
No,
to
you
repeat.
can't have my peen suckers.
Oh, God. No, not a no.
But the rest of the
Maybe spill
AFC
my
North
beer.
realizing that the last postseason wasn't a
party
fluke.
foul.
They've been claiming for the last 10 months, and it's the first sign is tape saying the Bengals aren't going anywhere. The second caption is, if those kids could read, they'd be very upset. And you got a Browns fan, you got a Bengals fan, Steelers fan, and then you have Lamar Jackson.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord.
And then the second one, you have
Rent free.
you have Joe Burrow to Tom Brady when he beat him 2 weeks ago, or 2 weeks, I think,
I don't know.
saying the future is now, old man.
That's a great joke.
No, that's funny.
That's a great
Brady
joke.
needs to retire.
That's a
Tired
pretty
of
good
seeing him.
What do you mean he needs to retire? He's going to play somewhere else next year. Just you wait, big guy.
We'll get in that conversation.
Just you wait.
Yeah.
Oh, those are the memes for Saturday.
I love it. I know what I'm voting.
You know what? Tom Brady
I
always.
would vote. I would definitely vote.
Gee,
for
put
that.
it in
comes
chat.
back,
Left
man.
or right?
When people count him down is when he's most dangerous.
You going Bengals or you going Joe Burrow or Tom Brady? Joey B or Tom TB12?
For what?
They mean well.
Oh, I got you. I'm sorry. Okay.
I like the Joe Burrow versus Tom Brady. Like,
Yeah, that one's
that's
pretty good.
that is hilarious,
Yeah.
especially because this is probably one of the best. We you know what's funny when you talk about that era, right?
Yeah.
You talk about the Tom Brady, the Phillip Rivers, the Drew Brees,
Did you see
the
the-
Ben Roethlisberger, all of these guys. We never thought with the guys that were coming in that we were going to see a class like this again. Or,
Okay.
Yeah.
And now you've got a Trevor Lawrence who's looking pretty well. You got a Patrick Mahomes. You got a Joe Burrow. You got a Josh Allen. You've got Geno. If Geno does something, maybe Geno does something from here on out.
Geno,
I'm
I
not
mean-
going to put Jalen Hurts up there.
He got another contract.
Dak, you got Dak, right? Because everybody's liking Dak. He puts the yardage out there. I'm just saying that he's injury prone, but I'm just saying.
yeah.
No, I just Dak is my most liked. I already sent something to you
No,
guys.
I'm just
this
saying. No, I'm
morning
just
with
saying.
Dak.
But those are that's like this class essentially, right?
You said you love Dak.
This is your tenure of quarterbacks.
So Dak's your
coming up,
favorite
right?
quarterback.
I did.
This is your tenure of quarterbacks coming up, though, right?
Yeah, sure.
Essentially.
Yeah.
And is it Is it as good as those quarterbacks that just recently retired, though?
No.
Ooh, that's a good question.
It can be.
I mean, you have what? Mahomes?
Like,
Burrow,
do we say Mahomes
Lawrence.
and Burrow could be the Peyton Manning and the Tom Brady?
Oh.
I mean, Mahomes is already
We'll put Josh Allen.
better
We'll
than
put Josh Allen.
statistically. I think Mahomes is already better than Manning.
Well, no, that's not what I said.
No.
I said Mahomes is the Tom Brady.
You say
right?
Mahomes is better than Peyton Manning?
Don't.
Statistically, I'm almost positive
And Joe
that
Burrow
Mahomes
would be the
is-
Peyton Manning,
Well, there's no way.
and then Eli Manning would be Josh Allen.
And Justin Herbert would be Phillip Rivers.
Whoa, hold
There
up.
we go.
No. Speaking of that,
From the depths
no.
of
Bo is
Cleveland.
on the mic.
And Justin Herbert would be Phillip Rivers in this situation.
Yeah.
man.
And well,
I
who's
loved
Drew
Phillip
Brees?
Rivers.
No,
Who's Drew Brees?
Herbert's going to be better than
Technically,
Rivers.
this
Baker
year-
Mayfield.
The classic Drew Brees comparison to Baker Mayfield.
It was so classic.
You gonna adjust that now?
Yeah.
All right.
That was all you heard coming out is that.
Well, so while you're adjusting that,
Whoa.
with the Drew Brees thing, I would have to say Geno Smith with a 70% completion percentage this year. Drew Brees is one of the most accurate quarterbaks ever to play in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
Not for the future.
But can Geno
move the
sustain
camera?
what he's doing?
I don't know.
No.
You don't think so?
He hasn't proved it this season.
Well, I think the defense has struggled.
I ain't going to be it, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't think that
That's
he's.
gonna be as wide as I can go without messing everything else.
Oh, okay. Let me scoot in. I'll get.
Yeah, well-
Well, you got to. No, that's usually where you sit.
Get
I don't know.
close and
I
deep
really
play.
like
Scoot
you
over
to
a little
get
bit.
close.
Scoot over a little bit. Steve, just scoot over a little bit.
All right.
Bo, I missed your sound.
Shit.
We'll just scoot over a little bit, and then we'll have Johnny adjust a couple cameras. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, I
be
do apologize.
sorry.
That's all on me.
We're getting
No,
in
I'm
closer.
sorry to the crowd. So
Could
this might actually
smell
be
the
better for
man
us.
meat.
No, you know what? I'm too close to some penis suckers.
Whoa.
I am not a fan of this situation right
You
now.
had to say penis. Way to make it weird.
All right.
Just say peen, bud.
Why do we all got to be suckers? Okay.
Well, I mean, just
Are
kind
we
of.
suckers?
No.
Dude, seriously?
I slurp. I don't suck.
I
That
try to
was-
stay.
Whoa.
Slurper.
Well, it's better
getting
than,
weird here.
better than gargling.
I mean, yeah, I don't
weird.
like that. Don't gargle. Like, girls, guys don't like
I
that.
hope that.
Yeah. So listen, here's the breakdown, and hey, guys, this is pretty simple. The Titans won. The Titans won, and here's how. No one expected them to put up 13 with a brand new quarterback with no wide receivers and no Derrick Henry. The Titans won. The second thing is that the Cowboys look human. I don't care that you just beat the Eagles and that you go in on Thursday on a rebound game and put up that type of performance. Dak Prescott looked miserable, and that's it. I don't care. That's the two interceptions in the first half and keeping it that close is embarrassing for you. I think that you should be appalled that you're going to the playoffs in this type of form. You're supposed to be a dominant team, and we are supposed to see you dominate right before the playoffs. Your backups should have easily handled this game, and you didn't. And I know that on paper, this looked like a great win. It wasn't. There's my breakdown.
All right, sounds good, man. The only thing I will have to say about that game is that is it 6 games in a row? Zeke's got a touchdown.
9.
9 games in a row.
9.
Yeah, Zeke's looking good. They only use him in the red zone.
Zeke's
So
never not
sorry.
looked good.
Well, no. So I mean, they only use him in the red zone.
Zeke is literally starting to play for longevity.
Yes.
Correct.
He's becoming smart.
Well,
He knows that, hey, if I want to make a lot of money in this league,
I think he's looking for one more contract.
Oh man, there's no way.
I don't blame him.
There's no way.
Well,
Well, he's only 26. You were saying,
Dallas
right? Which
can
I
opt out.
never would have thought.
they can opt out this year.
Yeah, they
Jerry
could've.
Jones
Yep.
will not pull out.
Yeah, we're.
Hey, KJ, how many attempts?
Isn't he
do you
going through a
think-
lawsuit with that?
Yeah, that's the first time we did that. That was well done.
How many attempts do you think rushing? Do you think Zeke had?
He had like 19 attempts
Yes.
or something like that for 36 yards or something.
Yeah, it was
But a
almost
lot of that's red zone stuff. So like you're only going to get 4 yards, 3 yards,
He's a
2
goal line
yards.
back.
Yeah.
He's a
So
goal
I mean,
line back.
that's when 7 are in the box and they're covering. So I mean, that's what
Yeah.
sucks. You're definitely, if you are a fantasy owner of Zeke, you're touchdown dependent in that situation.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not
So-
great. It's not great for running
Anna,
back.
But it's
Anna
almost
said it's
guaran-
only 9 a.m.
But it's
Guess
almost
what?
guaranteed.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I mean, I could tell you where it's 5 o'clock. I have the times and hours up for the New Year's.
Whoop, whoop.
Do you though?
Oh, of course.
jeez.
So that's, I mean, I think
people
that's a
are
great
already
breakdown
celebrating?
for this week. We're gonna move right into our pick'ems essentially, Johnny, and we're gonna start talking about these games.
Let's.
Maine,
Yes.
there you go.
You're good.
I said Maine to pick 'em. Maine to pick 'em. You're gonna learn this one day.
One day.
In the what?
There we go. All right. So
that's the camera.
Yeah, it's KJ's cam.
No, that's the camera, not the mixer, Johnson.
Woo! Not only
There
do
you
we
go,
provide
that's
some of
better.
the best sports content in the
Jeez.
world, we'll teach you how to
run it.
produce
Not
a
do
show in real time.
All right. So Johnny, what do we got for the 1 o'clock games? The first overlay. Let's bring it up. All right. So we got Arizona at Atlanta. We got the Bears at Detroit Lions. We got Jacksonville Jaguars at the Houston Texans. Denver at Kansas City. All right. So let's talk about that first game. Arizona at Atlanta. Ryan, who do you like in this game? And is there anybody you're looking in fantasy wise in this game?
Algier
Yep.
and Connor. I like them both.
Is Connor fully healthy back? Is he back?
I don't care.
He was last week.
I don't care if he goes
Yeah,
out
but
there
I
with
mean-
one kneecap.
What about
Connor?
Drake London?
Yes.
Okay.
Who else is catching the ball?
I think he's a nice flex play.
Okay.
Drake London would be a nice flex play. I like Falcons 17-10.
Like that.
I like it. I think it's going to be a low score, but it's going to be like a high, a productive game. Does that make sense? It's low score, but it's productive because it's still Cliff Kingsbury calling the plays.
Is it Colt McCoy?
No.
No,
Who is
he
it?
is out.
Didn't they?
No,
didn't
it's
they
David
bring
Blow.
somebody in?
David Blow.
Yeah.
Bloff.
Blow?
Is it
Blow?
Bloff?
I thought it was Blow. I don't know.
I like Blow.
Yeah, he's a former Brown.
We should just go with Blow.
I think you should go with Blow. I think this might be a good Ritter game. I'm hoping against a poor defense he figures it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how about you, Bo? What are you looking in this game? Is there anybody that you kind of appreciate fantasy wise in
Still
this
get
game?
JJ Watt though.
Fantasy wise, I'm probably looking at. I think outside of Algier, because that's already been stated, and James Conner, so like the running backs here, it makes total sense with these defenses.
Dude, mention what's his
Cordero
face?
Patterson playing?
No, Greg Dortch.
Oh, Dortch. I mean,
Dortch is a nice play. Hopkins has got a knee issue right now.
I mean, if you're looking
Dude
for
had
like
22.3 fantasy points last week.
At a super cheap Dortch option, I don't trust the quarterback for the Cardinals
That's
to
what
be
I'm
able
saying.
to produce. And to be honest, like I'm thinking this is actually a high scoring game because the defenses suck here. But if Atlanta just runs the ball because there's still a sliver. No, these teams are eliminated. Never mind. The Saints have a sliver. These teams are both eliminated. I say let it fly. Like, what do you got to lose? Like they should just let it rip. Open up the playbook for these quarterbacks and see what they have, and just have them go ahead, have fun, because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like I think both defenses are going to try to lose to get a better draft pick against each
It's
other.
possible.
Like it's just like.
Well, the thing is, everyone
it's indoors and just let it fly.
players don't try to lose.
I'm taking the over. Never try to lose.
What is the over?
No one ever tanks. 41.5.
Okay.
I'm just slamming the over on this one. Ryan's got a low scoring game. I'm thinking like 27-20 Falcons over the Cardinals.
Okay.
Ooh.
Steven, what do you got?
I'm going Falcons 24-12. Like I was saying, I hope Ritter. I'm thinking this is a Ritter game. Maybe he can figure out against. I mean, JJ Watt's one of the best to ever do it. So if he can try and put something together against this guy, the Cardinals defense has been wishy-washy at best. I think that this might be.
Johnny, can you give me a second? Hey, in the chat, can you guys tell me if you guys hear a noise coming through? Like a muffled noise, some feedback or something.
Sorley and
Like a
Ritter. No,
humming?
it's going to be
I did
David
hear
Blow and Ritter.
And are you the chat?
No.
I thought Colt McCoy cleared concussion protocol and was playing. So
No, so he did clear it, but then he had more complications. I saw that yesterday. It
Anybody
was
in the
late yesterday, though.
Anybody in the chat hear that feedback or no? Because we're hearing some
Well,
feedback
it's the
on our
10-second delay. So.
end. So
Yeah,
we're-
but it's been happening for a minute.
should I turn off my mic?
no, I just turned.
I just it went away.
Yeah, because the mixer's Yeah. Oh, there you go. We're back.
It's crystal
All right.
clear now.
Get thumbs up. Make sure they can hear us.
Yeah,
I know
okay,
we
so
see
that-
it, but get thumbs up.
There was something going on. There was some feedback in the mixer. We apologize about that, guys. So what were you saying, Steve? I really do apologize. I didn't hear what you said.
No, what the hell did I say? Are you talking about the game?
You guys were talking about Ritter and him playing.
Hopefully Ritter figures it out. I'm a Ritter fan.
Hold on.
There's no
No,
sound.
Yeah,
no
they're
sound.
saying no sound. Even though we got sound on our end.
Well, I don't
That
see
the hum's back too.
Oh, all right, we're good.
Boom.
I was gonna say it'd probably take you have the 10-second delay.
Yeah.
So
All right.
There you
All right,
go.
no hum.
sweet.
Back on no hum.
All right.
No, it's there.
I got a Hummer yesterday.
Anyway, I hear it in my headset. Anyway, what are you doing?
I hear it more now.
No,
That
ain't
is
it?
so weird.
It is weird.
Anyways.
We're gonna keep going here. Ritter, I'm hoping he's a good game. I'm thinking if he's gonna be able to do it against the defense,
That was I didn't mean it.
it should be this defense. Anyway, all right, that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. David Ball's ass.
Wait, what was your score in this game?
24-12 Falcons.
24-12 Falcons. I would probably put it right around the same. I'd say 24-14 Falcons. And I'm gonna move on from here. I agree with you on these takes. I have the Falcons winning this game. So let's move on to that next game, Johnny. Man. At Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions lost last week, which was hurting their playoff abilities. Do they still have the ability to be in the playoffs? Hey, guys, any know that?
Detroit still
Yeah,
has
they're
a
still in the hunt.
They're still in the hunt?
Yeah, they're on the bubble. Yep.
All right. So, Bo, what do you got in this game?
So this game is probably right there with your. You've got your Bengals and your Bills
Jonathan, cut to us.
that have playoff implications. You've got your New England
That didn't work.
and your Dolphins,
What are you doing?
right? That's got some playoff implications. And this game also has playoff implications, and here's why. If the Bears upset the Lions, which I think that they can and they should, but they won't. If they do, the Lions essentially. What do we do here?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. We're trying to figure out our audio situation.
That's okay. Professionally unprofessional.
We're making it work. We're trying to figure it out
We
here.
got it.
No, we didn't.
here. So this is definitely your mic, right?
Yeah, that's his mic.
All right. His mic is not supposed to be.
Sorry, guys.
Nope.
Bear down.
Yeah.
His mic's not supposed to be powered. That was the issue.
Broncos country.
What do you mean? That's my
You were adding
Bear
power
down.
to his mic.
Chicago
So,
Bears.
can you guys hear Bo? If so, let me know.
He's not talking.
10-second delay.
Yes.
He's not.
No,
that
you
loud.
can hear Bo here.
8,
You cannot.
I can hear Bo.
7, 6, 5,
I can hear Bo out of
4,
echo.
Yeah.
3,
No, I don't.
2.
That's the verb.
Yeah, it is. But no, you can't hear him. If you turn it off, you can't hear him.
Could be when we moved
Bo,
everything.
Talk. Yeah.
It's gone.
Uh,
I bet you it was something
Mic check.
touching.
There it is.
Just let it go, man.
turn
Right,
my mic off. I'm
move on.
going to share with Steve.
No, just move
Just turn-
on. Just move
Well, that's a big,
over here.
It's a big difference.
Bring me over here. It's a huge
Kelly
difference.
said he's good. Kelly said Bo's good.
Yeah, I'm sure she did. Now listen to me. I sound so much better in here. Okay. Is this okay, Steve? Can we share your mic?
You got
Yep.
it.
All right.
It's better sound quality.
Thank you, sir. So the question here was Lions, Bears. I'm going to leave Ryan with the fantasy implications here, but I know that the Lions can't stop the run. They want to stop the run, but they just don't have the talent to be able to do so. This is a lead rushing team, one of the best rushing teams in the NFL. They're going to have the tempo. They're going to have the pace. They're going to lose it in the fourth quarter like they did the last time they played the Lions because they do want that first overall pick for trade reasons. So they're inevitably going to control the game, control the tempo, and then blow it in the fourth quarter. Lions.
All right. Steve, since you're on the same mic, let's bounce it back. What do you got?
Lions 30-24. It's going to be a shootout. They're both bad defenses. Fantasy-wise, I want pieces on both sides. Fields, Montgomery. I want all that. I want all the Lions.
The Lions have a bad defense, so
Lions it's going to be a shootout.
Sun God game?
Sun God? Ooh, I'm on Ra. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think I'm on Ra's gonna have a good time.
Amon-Ra.
Equanimous, his brother. I don't think he's healthy.
He's out. Chase Claypool's out.
Oof.
It's all run game.
Gosh dang.
It's David Montgomery. It's Justin Fields. It's
couldn't
all
that,
that.
Khalil
couldn't that
Herbert.
also mean a low-scoring game because Chicago's defense is still somewhat.
No, this
No,
I think
they're
the,
not.
the
Chicago's
o-
defense is awful.
over under is 52.5 right now. 52.5.
Yeah, I got like 27-23.
So yeah, no, it's gonna be impressive. Yeah, no, I want all the Lions in this.
All right. Ryan, what do you got?
Same. Lions 31-27.
Love that.
Big score.
I like Goff. I love Goff this week.
Love goal.
I love him at
Starting
home.
him. Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Komet. Ooh, that's not a bad move.
Fields. Start Fields. Just the rushing upside alone. I like Khalil Herbert a little more than I like Montgomery. I'm going to take that.
Wrong. I'm sorry.
Why?
Because I'm a Montgomery guy. He's my
All
guy.
right, that's fine. And then
Just ask Kelly
you
and Bo.
You could start both of them, honestly.
It's because it's gonna be the whole offense. Gonna be
You
run.
start Komet. You start Hawk. You start anybody. If you own anyone in this,
Hawk's not
in
playing this game, by the way, you idiot.
Why?
Because he's on the Vikings.
Why would he not be in this game?
Oh my God!
Why
yes.
would he not be in this
He
game?
pulled a KJ.
Well, yeah.
Why would he
He's
not?
on my.
He's
on
gonna,
my
is he
flavors
going to
list.
come? Is he going to come? Is he going to get traded back?
He could play in both games.
He's going to play in both
good.
games.
He's that good.
He's coming in for like a celebrity tribute because like how bad the
geez.
Bears
Yes.
are against tight ends.
He's that good.
He's coming. He's going to play.
He's literally going to be. He's going to turn into the Flash, and he's going to be able to run from one game to the other.
That is so funny.
Yeah. So Hawk is a flamer of mine. So
Play Hawkinson for the Lions if you
Amon-Ra,
got him.
You start Amon-Ra, you start DJ Shark, you start anybody in this game because they all have potential.
Just call him a flamer.
Yeah,
Well, that's what.
come
so
on.
Ryan's must takes those are his flamers, the guys that he thinks.
I will do this every single show.
I know
just
you
because
will.
it's
I'm just
hilarious.
letting you know, and I'm letting everybody know.
my
Ryan
flamers.
calls him a flamer. He means they're going to be on fire. So
That's
RC's
Zylstra.
flamers.
You meant Zylstra or whatever.
I'm not going. No, that is a flash in the pan.
Zylstra. You wanted Zylstra.
No, that is a flash
How do
in
you
the
pronounce
pan.
that? Zylstra?
I would play that Brock kid before you play Zylstra.
Brock is actually not bad.
Brock Wright is the guy.
Yeah.
I earned my ground
Zylstra
badge against
caught
him.
touchdowns. That's all he caught. I'm not going with that guy. Never. That is a flash in the pan. That was sparked and then put out and washed
so
and then put away.
angry.
Goff loved him.
Good for Goff.
Goff loved him.
If he goes off again,
3 touchdowns.
I will take
taking it
this.
That's
I
as
will
many
eat
touchdowns
this
as Tom
sucker.
Brady and Mike.
I will eat this sucker live. It is
Mike
shaped
Evans
like
and Tom Brady have that many touchdowns.
It's
as a
shaped
player.
like a pea.
in one bite.
And I will take the
And
whole
he got it in one game.
thing to the face.
Wow, that's a fun fact.
So what was your score for that game?
I already said it. 31-27.
Yeah, he's going big.
Wow.
Who didn't go? John, you go?
I can't believe you're going to
KJ
give.
hasn't
I can't believe you're going to give them 27.
Why not?
Chicago.
I think, the Lions defense is bad. They want
They
to stop
can't
the run,
stop
and
the
they
run,
will
man.
not.
Can't
All
stop
right.
the run.
Bears have been.
What do the Bears do?
I'm gonna give this.
Run the ball.
I'm gonna.
Football.
I got Detroit Lions win this too. I'm gonna say 28-21.
TJ Hawkinson's coming
So
back.
I'm taking the under. All right.
Hawk is back.
All right. Let's move forward.
RC's Flamers. That's right.
Johnny, who do you got in this game? Just give me a.
Detroit.
You got Detroit in this game. Thank you. All right, we're gonna move on to the next game. Denver at Kansas. Oh, is that it? Right?
I thought we were doing. Wait, what are you doing?
Oh, it's Jacksonville. You're right. This is the order. It's different. Jacksonville at Houston Texans. All right. Steve, rip it off. What we got?
Jags. 30.
Oh, that one hurt.
30-10. What?
I'm just saying.
Oh, Kelly wants to know why my peens are readily available.
Oh, it's because he sucks them.
Because he's
I
a
just
flamer.
I like suckers shaped like peens. What can I say?
The Texans have been playing well. I mean, they're even winning games. They shouldn't be. But this is a no-brainer pick for me that the Jags are going to win this. 30-10 Jags. Trevor Lawrence is where the buck stops for Houston. He's playing just disgusting football,
Top 5 fantasy quarterback.
and he's going to continue to do that. Fantasy wise, I mean all the Jags, all of them. T-Law, Kirk, Etienne, Jermichael Hasty if Etienne doesn't play, and maybe even Evan or Schmevin Schmingram.
If they win this game, they can actually bench people next game
True.
because Texans lost. Yeah,
I mean,
they
I
can.
mean-
even if they lose,
Doug Peterson came out. He says, I don't bench players unless they're injured.
and that is fine. That's
Like
fine.
he says
But I said he
that.
can
Really?
though.
Yeah, he does.
They get up big, though,
If
he
we
said.
come to play, we come to win, and I think that shows in like what they've done recently.
But do you
I
really
think
want
so.
to start ETN?
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, if he's
yeah,
playing, you
we
start
have
him.
to. So we're not just playing like we're not so good.
Look,
that
nothing's
we've
given
already
to
clinched
Jacksonville right now.
the
They
spot-
got to win this game.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, like, let's get into where all these guys are getting benched and they're taking some time off. Let's just stay in rhythm. Stay on the treadmill. Keep running. Like, don't get off. Don't get sore. Don't
Keep
get
the
tired.
hammies loose.
Keep them
Yep,
loose.
yep,
Keep
yep,
playing.
yep, yep, yep.
And he can call the script. right, and throttle accordingly.
Like 10
resting,
snaps
not
for this
resting.
Guy, 10 snaps for that guy.
10 resting,
yeah.
non-resting. So like that, but like keep them engaged and keep them in winning mode. They're hungry.
That's a good point.
But they're not hungry enough to beat the Texans. The Texans go ahead and they upset this team because they've got nothing else to play for right now. They pretty much all but solidified a top 2 pick. So like, what else can we do except shake up the world a little bit? Lovie Smith is not the type of guy to lay down for anybody.
You know that.
See that against Kansas City, taking them into overtime. You see that for the Cowboys and taking them all the way down to the finish and then beating the Titans. Like this Texans team is not one to just lay on its back and get effed. They're going to fight, and I think that they might end up just like picking Trevor Lawrence off once or twice and running the ball and carrying this game out. Yeah. So give me like
They said girls couldn't play in this league.
This is your upset of the week.
They literally said girls couldn't play in this league.
The Jaguars
T-Law's like,
Jaguars may still pull it out.
But do you think
they
this
may
could
still
be an
pull it
upset?
out.
You think this is an upset, though?
There's a big opportunity for it. I'm not going to guarantee that. I still like the Jaguars to win this,
Hold my
but
White Claw,
I don't
bud.
think it's going to be like super easy.
No, I think it's going to be close, just like every other game that they played the last 4 weeks.
I see them. This is going to be a closer game than we think. Or it could be a blowout. Maybe it is a blowout, and that's exciting too. I don't know.
If this is a blowout and nobody else in the AFC could do it, that's going to be impressive.
Bo wants Houston to win and Chicago to lose so that Chicago can have the first win.
Bo's always got it in the gym.
Hold on, there it is.
He's got a motive.
There it is.
All right,
So who do you have and what's your score?
Oh, give me. I think I'm going to take the Jaguars.
He changed it up.
28-24.
All right.
Wow, that's actually a really close game.
That's super close.
I mean, every game Houston's played the last 3-4 weeks has been that way. Look what they did at Dallas. Look what they did at Kansas City. Yeah. I mean, so I actually it's the same for me, but I'm going to go 24-21 Jacksonville. So I think it's going to be even closer. What's the over/under on this game?
To Mike in the
43.5.
chat. To Mike in the chat, your question, T-Law or Goff? T-Law has the capacity to run the ball in for touchdowns, where Jared Goff doesn't. So running touchdowns, depending on your league format, typically
that's a
way
great
more.
point.
So I would take Trevor Lawrence because he can get
They're
it.
both great plays this week. If you have that tough decision, you should have traded one of them early on in the year.
The only reason I would go Goff is because
There
there's
he
going
goes
to be
again.
there's going to be a lot of passing. There's going to be a lot of passing because the both defenses suck ass.
So for depending on the league, depending on your league, it's a quarter of 100 yards gives you a point.
Yeah.
So you have to throw 100 yards to get 4 points, but if you run a touchdown in, you get 6.
Bo's right. It depends on your format.
Yep.
If you got 4-point passing touchdowns but a 6-point rushing, you're going with T-Law because he can get you that rushing touchdown.
He's had one in the past 3 games.
Yes. So,
But even if you have passing, there's a
that's
chance
fair.
that they're
That's
both the
fair
same
stat.
scoring.
but if you got 6-point passing touchdown league, then like I said, they're both an RC flamer this week. So flip a coin, bud.
So
We need a drop
There you go, Mike.
flamer.
Flip a coin and have fun with it. I would say T-Law. T-Law's, like I said, has been a top 5. He's been
I
consistent.
like Goff a lot this
He's been
week.
very good.
T-Law,
I just
that's
think
tough.
Chicago's defense is better than Houston's right now.
Yeah.
But it's just hard to say
think so
because
either.
both those teams are showing up randomly. Because didn't Chicago put it up last week? Didn't they almost win last week against Buffalo?
They almost win every week.
League?
That's their mantra.
Who's picking up
is
Goff
almost
off the
win. Make
waivers
it
this
look
week?
competitive.
Is it 8 teams? Are you playing an 8-team league?
Oh, is this our work league, dude? Yeah, if this is our work league, then yeah.
Is it 8 teams?
He's been saying it's bad.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so let's move on
Start
from there.
T-Law.
Johnny, who do you got in this
start
game?
T-Law if it's
I got
4-point passing.
Jacksonville.
You got Jacksonville in this game? All right. So let's move on. This is the Kansas City, right? Denver at Kansas City?
Houston's defense is pretty
All
tough,
right.
though.
Denver
They
at
can't-
Kansas City.
Oh, by the way, yeah, Ryan, what's the score? 35-28. There you go.
There you go.
Jaguars.
Wow. So
love you.
Well, no, hold on. Now you get to take me back now.
Oh, my bad.
Because
Jesus.
what was your score for the Chicago-Detroit Lions game?
31-27.
But you're going to
Four.
still say
say
start
27
Goff
or
over Law? Or you said Law over Goff? Because
I did say T-Law. I like Goff. Like I said, they're both great plays.
Dude, you have those both
But
as
I-
high-scoring games, so
Yes,
it doesn't
if
matter.
it's 6-point passing, I like Goff. But if it's 4-point, I would probably lean towards T-Law. I like the rushing upside with T-Law.
All right, there you go. So Denver at Kansas City.
Watch your mouth,
since
you
you're-
dirty,
since you're on this one,
you dirty
what do
girl.
got?
You watch
What's
your
that?
mouth.
Denver at Kansas City. What do you got on this one?
I punched the
Denver
mic.
at Kansas City. Oh, the Chiefs. The Chiefs. 30. I'm telling you, this is the game that Russell got hurt in. Remember, and he was actually starting to
Play well.
play pretty
He
decent.
scored 3 touchdowns passing.
You remember that nugget that grew in his head?
They almost beat him.
And then he got, like it looked bad.
This was my upset. and then-
31-21.
He grew mini rust
Kansas
on his
City?
head.
Kansas City, 31-21.
Do you start in Kelsey in this? If you have Kelsey, obviously.
Dude, you start all. You don't bench your superstars. You
Is-
don't ever do that.
Kansas City wide receivers. Any of you starting?
Juju.
I mean, if you have Juju, he's a wide receiver.
Tony, right?
3-4
What about your
this
boy?
week. You don't trust Tony in the
Not yet?
championship.
I don't think he's healthy, is he?
He's bored. He's,
So
he's
what-
never healthy.
If you go for Tony, you're
got-
chasing.
He's
Yeah.
got hamstrings.
You're chasing.
That are,
Don't
like,
chase.
holding on
It's your
for dear
Super Bowl,
life.
and what if you made it there
Don't-
like Gesick did and you
Yeah,
just have
don't-
Tony?
Okay.
I'm just saying.
But don't I just, and this typically goes for any fantasy situation you want to talk about, don't chase last week's touchdowns.
Never.
Ever.
I agree.
That's why.
Jimmy.
That's why I'm screaming. Zylstra is not a play.
Touchdowns
this
are not sticky.
Consistency is the winner, which is receptions, right? Like the
Targets.
guys' target snap
Volume.
percentage. You want to see that they're on the field more. Like, don't chase a Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver. I made that mistake in my league with Marquise Goodwin when Tyler Lockett went out. He put up a donut.
So did
Because I'm
Gilly.
just
You're
you're taking food out of my kid's mouth. You're happy about that? You're happy about
They're going
that?
hungry.
Don't chase the obvious because it's not obvious.
It isn't.
Play the numbers.
All right.
You always play your studs.
So anybody in Denver, Bo, since you're ripping on it, what do you got in Denver?
get 'em.
And do you have any players you want to play in Denver?
By the way, Greg Dolch was hurt, right?
Dolch.
He's out.
Dulcich.
He is
IR.
officially out.
IR.
Oh, IR. Thank you.
Smoked.
There you go.
Dortch or Dolkick?
Dulcich.
Dulcich.
What did I
I'm
say?
not good at those
You said
Eastern
Dolch.
Europeans.
You put them both together.
Greg
He's
Dortch.
a.
Europe.
It's New Year's Eve. What do you want from me?
What do you want from me?
There it is.
All right.
The vocals.
What do you want from me? All right. Let's,
Nailed it.
Greg Dolch.
No. But on the other side of this, let's lean on Latavius Murray to keep Kansas City off the field. Like, Kansas City has beaten this team 15 times in a row. It's an NFL
Is that a true
record. Yeah,
statement?
that's true.
Wow.
And they're looking for 15, so it could be 14 looking for
my
15 in a row. The Denver Broncos haven't beat them in years. So for me, that's the big identifying factor here. Also, Kansas City Chiefs, you'd say, well, does this game matter to them? They've already clinched the playoffs. They're 12. They got 12 wins already. What are we going to do with them? And here's what you do. You have to take that home field advantage. And so they're playing to win this game. And they're much like the Jaguars in the respect of, like, we need to stay warm, we need to stay hot, we need to keep things fresh, and
Stay on the
we need
bike.
we need to just, like, win this game handedly to prove our dominance and make sure that we're efficient on all levels. This is not the time to dial back. They beat these guys, the brakes off them, and then they run the ball in the second half. They beat the brakes off them in the first half. They score fast, 3 touchdowns in the first half, 2 in the second. Like,
Okay.
I'm thinking 30-10.
Okay.
Is correct.
All right. So, hold on. So you said running backs. Are you going to
14
play?
times?
Are you going to play Pacheco? Are you going to play McKinnon?
It's tough.
I definitely play McKinnon. I definitely play
I got McKinnon as a question mark in deeper leagues because you don't know. It's not
In
sticky.
deeper leagues?
It's
You
not
start
sticky.
McKinnon.
It's
I-
not sticky.
No.
I
it is.
start McKinnon.
All
He had like 4 straight weeks. Of
I think
amazing fantasy play.
yeah,
Not
Ryan said this.
sticky.
This is a stud game. This is a Travis Kelce game. Like, this is a Travis Kelce game.
Travis Kelsey, Jerick McKinnon. I start both those guys. If I have them.
Denver's mid against tight end.
I got 1 rushing touchdown from Mahomes and like
start
2 from
McKinnon.
Travis Kelce.
Ooh. Okay.
You start Juju's suspect. I don't know how much I like Juju.
Did you go yet?
PS2's
No,
pretty
you can
solid.
go.
So.
Go for it.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm waiting on you.
You want me to go?
I just want to let you
my
know
turn?
that 14 losses is true.
Yeah, 14.
So they're looking for the 15th.
15.
That's rough. Wow. I got Chiefs by a mile. I think it's going to look closer because of garbage time. I think it's Chiefs 28-14. I also have Judy as a question mark for the Broncos because he seemingly gets targets no matter what.
Want to know something funnier?
Yeah, please.
Almost every third game's a blowout.
But
Are we on the third of the third?
We are.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just like looking at it like,
Well, it's,
yeah, baby. Chiefs blow
I wonder if every third game is the second game they play in the year.
I bet it is.
no, that's impossible.
No, that's
Oh yeah, you're right.
I bet it is anyway.
Is not my strong.
It's gonna happen anyway.
I had a few Chardonnays.
Well, if this is
But
a team,
on the upside, the Broncos have T.J. Hawkinson playing for them. The Broncos have Hawkinson this game as well, so he's going around.
Hey, I graduated
Traveling.
from Menor, okay?
yeah, Matus knows. Trust me.
All right, what do you got? What do you got, Steve? Sorry.
Matus is like,
Chiefs
what's
28-14.
28-14
Matus,
Chiefs.
what's math?
You guys have pretty much said everything. I'm 35-14. See Chiefs.
Yeah.
I just think Denver that defense has got to get tired eventually.
Eventually, right? They're tired of.
They've been playing 16
are
games,
tired.
right?
They're so good though. That defense is so not worth
Johnny, who do you got in this game?
all the garbage they're going through.
It's going to be Kansas City. I don't know if it'll necessarily be as high scoring because Denver's defense
That's fine.
is pretty stout.
Yeah, okay, you can be wrong.
I mean, I'm still going to give them 27.
You do realize the last time they played it was 34-28.
Who cares?
34
Last time.
They put up 28. Yeah, but then Russell was playing.
Right. I'm just letting you know.
Russ played the first.
And the
first
time
half.
before that, Kansas City put up 28. And the time before that, Kansas City put up 22. And the time before that, 22. So, like, they score. It's not that they don't score.
28 might be low.
So, like, all right, let's move on to that. What's the next overlay of games? What do we got?
The Dolphins.
That's the wrong one.
Yeah.
All right, there it is. Oh, good. I didn't update the scores. Sweet. I'm 95% sure
Fresh
that's the wrong
season, boy.
overlay.
Fresh slate.
Yeah. All right. So we had the Colts at the Giants. There's a different overlay. Look, see, there's the updated scores. So we had the Colts at the Giants. So I'll take this one off the rip. I'm gonna take the Giants. I think they have to win this game in this situation. I think wide receiver wise, I also think for Daniel Jones, this game matters. So I think that the Giants are gonna win this game. I'll let Ryan talk fantasy on this because he's the one that knows these wide receivers. Oh yeah, I will. You love these wide receivers.
I did.
And then
Catch up in
All right.
games where they
All
had
right.
to play catch up.
Colts, Giants, you love these wide receivers?
I was high. I was last week. I literally have it right here.
This is a
That's your
Saquon
excuse,
game.
you
This is a
were high.
Saquon game.
This is a Saquon
to the
Barkley game.
moon.
This is a Saquon
All
Barkley
right,
game.
so I'll give my pick really quick. I'm gonna say this is gonna be 24-14.
Who did the Giants play last week?
Washington, right? Wasn't that the Washington?
That was week 15.
Was that week 15?
They lost to the Vikings 27-24.
There you
Okay.
go. That's a game called
Way to pull that out.
high
Of
passing
Boom, baby.
game script. It's all about game script, and I think the game script leans towards a Saquon Barkley type of game.
Big facts.
They're going to lean on the run game. They're going to rely on their defense. And I right now I have the 24-7. I don't like Hodgins is going to be totally.
24-7.
That's what I said. With
I think it's
24-14.
I think it's going to be a Hodgins touchdown dependent game. Richie James maybe gets you 5 catches for like 40 yards.
He's reaching.
So those may be flex guys. Maybe if you have to.
Like I'm not huge on those. Saquon Barkley, on the other hand,
30
he's an
point
auto
game.
start.
30
You
point
don't
game.
bench your studs.
You never bench Saquon.
especially in championship week. But I like the Giants defense. If you picked up the Giants defense, you start them. Like
that's a good
Nick
start.
Foles looks like poo
Well,
poo.
that's because everybody on the Colts is benched.
Well, sure.
The Colts opted out, so like
Oh, full
They're
on.
opting out, then you definitely go pick up the Giants.
there's no
defense.
Jonathan Taylor. There's no quarterback. Well,
Yes.
we don't know who the quarterback is at this
Well,
point.
I think they already said Nick Foles.
Super Bowl full.
I mean, Colts are already drafting at 4 next year. So
So Nick
Or 5.
Foles, you still play Pittman.
Might be
If
4
you
if
have
Chicago
Pittman,
wins.
you still play Pittman. If you're desperate, he's a flex. He's a wide receiver 3-4 flex area. That's all I got for the Colts. Zach Moss
right.
is a bench.
All right, what do you got, Bo?
To the bench.
You gave your score, right? You said 24-7, right?
Yes.
All right, what do you got, Bo?
I like Jimmy Simonis' take here. Jeff Saturday masterclass in coaching. We've seen it week over week.
no.
Yeah.
It was sarcasm.
It started. He got that one win, and that was awesome. Remember that?
Hey, Jimmy, I got a question for
And
you. Does he get the job?
Anyway, no, I want to hear it. Go both.
Go ahead, Bo. Go ahead, Bo.
well, I'm just saying that you got to look at the scheme of things.
Dan, I will arm
his
wrestle you.
teams have played good football for 9 quarters in 5 games. So like that's That's pretty good. I mean, out of 20.
They play better
That's
than they have
almost-
most of the year, and they're better in the red zone since he's been there.
I don't know. I'm just messing around a little
No,
bit.
but in all honesty, they're better in the red zone since he's been there.
I'm just saying, like they play good for 3 quarters.
They got to get to the red zone first.
They play really good for 3 quarters. They're listen. This team's pieced together with they thought they had a championship caliber roster, right? And they did, and
They do actually.
and so and then but like with JTT, he's not there. The wide receivers like Michael Pittman, are they playing from behind against the Giants?
Yeah.
I don't see the. I mean, if they are,
they are.
Okay, if they're playing from behind the Giants,
Pittman's
and
a play. He's a flex option.
What Dan says.
In a full PPR and half PPR, you are starting Pittman.
We'll
in the
get
flex.
this in 11 seconds. Who's the tight end from the Colts that's ginormous? Not Moali Cox. the other guy.
Jelani?
I think that's a
Jelani
guy
Woods.
I could see getting 2 tutties on the Giants.
AKA Gigantor.
And then I also see Indy doing the upset thing. Like I just feel like the Giants can clinch a playoff here, and they don't. Like that makes sense to me. I don't know why.
What's your score then? Ow.
I got the Giants winning 24-20.
Ooh. Okay.
I got the Giants winning 24-20, but like I could easily see the Colts being dumb and like upsetting these guys.
Judy in comparison to Pittman?
Mahoney, we already talked about Judy. We already talked about him.
What?
Hey, Mike and Dan are in the championship this week. That's why they're talking smack in our chat. Are you really 24-20 Giants? I got it closer, but I like that. I like that score. I mean, you know what kills me is I got the Giants 17-16. I got Saquon
It's probably closer than
to the moon. Danny Dimes is just mid. I cannot love this guy.
I love him.
I can't.
I love him.
Daniel Jones is not mid.
I try so hard.
Okay.
And I cannot love this guy.
Where do you fall off? Why don't you love Daniel Jones?
We're gonna get to that later.
He looks
We're gonna
like
get to that
a
later.
flipping Lego.
We're gonna get to that
looks
Lego. Stop it. You know
We're gonna
better.
get to that Lego.
We're gonna get to that Lego later.
All right, you gave your score. We'll get to it later.
All right.
We're gonna get to it later. Apparently,
We're getting to that one
we're
later.
gonna do it later.
All right, Johnny, who do you got in this game?
I'm taking Giants all day.
All
It's got-
day.
Hey.
Are we all on consensus so far from
Yeah.
here? You know what's funny is I actually feel this way with a lot of this.
Yeah.
All right, so I am in the same situation. I have Giants over Colts. So, and I had them low 24-17. I think the Colts are just finding a way to score touchdowns because they're learning their players. But outside of that, I agree with these guys.
Nick Foles?
Saquon, no.
You learn
no.
your players
Foles.
in the preseason.
It's gonna be Nick Foles.
It's Nick Foles.
No, but Jeff Saturday's just learning
Nick
their
Foles
players.
and a tight end.
So.
Did we learn about
That's it.
Deshaun
Nick Foles
Watson
and a tight end.
in the
That's it.
preseason?
No,
Yeah,
it's
he
Saquon,
sucks.
But I'm just saying I don't touch.
We learned about him in the offseason, too. He likes a massage.
I will touch 15 other tight ends
gotta feel
over
good
Jelani
like
Woods.
Really?
Yes.
15.
15 other tight ends over
Name
Jelani
five.
Woods.
Pals. So that 10 ain't
And
too
3
big.
of them are probably on the waiver wire in a redraft league. All right,
Probably.
so
I'm just saying Jelani Woods is the touchdown red zone target because they're going to double Michael Pittman.
he's
I don't-
very
I don't think they're
touchdown
gonna get
dependent.
there.
He's very touchdown dependent.
I don't think they're gonna get to the red
He's
zone.
very touchdown
don't-
dependent.
I can't
All right,
say that because I have
So
the
we'll move to that
scored
next
16
game. We got the
points.
Saints at Philly. This one here could be a trap game in my mind because that Saints defense is pretty good, but I think Philly, they have to win this game to clinch that first place position, and I think they do win this game. So I got Philly winning this game at 21-10.
Ooh.
What do you
Okay.
got, Steve?
You're giving the Saints a whole bunch of credit. I got 24-17 Eagles. You know who leads the way? Uncle Rico. You're leading the way. If you don't know who Uncle Rico is, 1, you suck. 2, it's Gardner Minshew. He's leading the way. He's going to lead this team.
Did they say Jalen Hurts was out yet?
He's doubtful. He's highly doubtful.
First of all, Gardner Minshew is way more sexier.
Uncle Rico.
All right. I mean, like, come on. Uncle Rico was the original Gardner Minshew.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
There it is.
Minshew.
It's more Minshew. That's all you need.
Let me have him.
No, he's going to hand the ball off a bunch. It's going to be a big Miles Sanders game. Hoping.
Give me that and a bottle.
I need that. I need that dub. I'm playing him in my Super Bowl this week, so I really need it. I mean, I even got Kenneth Gainwell.
Don't trust
I think,
anybody who has money to put on the line for a player.
What do you mean?
I don't trust your pick if you're saying start Miles Sanders and you need him to play.
I mean, no, he's gonna play. I need him to play well. I think he's gonna play well.
If they win this game, they're up 24-10. Does Miles Sanders stay in?
Yeah, him and Gainwell are gonna split carries.
No, Miles Sanders going to
Miles Sanders
going to
gets,
ride that bench
when they go
because
up
he has to
big.
be
Miles
healthy.
Sanders gets the rock. He totes the rock a
Halfway
bunch.
through the fourth, they'll bench him.
Oh,
He has to be
halfway through
healthy.
the
He has
fourth.
to be healthy. Daniel
AJ
Jones
Brown.
is that guy, Jimmy.
Who? No, he's not.
Continue.
Goddard. I got Goddard playing. Play Goddard if he's in your lineup. If you got him on your team, play
He's
Goddard.
the Goddard of tight ends.
Yeah, he's the Goddard. For the Saints, I mean Kamara. I have Rashid Shaheed. Ryan, thoughts?
Mike McCoy isn't playing.
Over Olave because he's dealing with the hammy.
Yeah.
So I saw that. I'm like, nope.
To Olave, did he even say he's playing this week?
He said
No, he's out.
No,
He's out.
I don't know about out. Last I saw was
I didn't see
questionable.
out.
That was last night though. So, and then maybe Juwan Johnson, maybe because I mean he has his games, but I like Kamara and I
Somebody's
like Shaheed.
got
He
to
is
score, right?
questionable.
Who is?
Somebody's
Olave
got to
is still
score.
questionable.
Well, but it's with the hammy. That's my point. You look at all the other guys this year with hammies. Keenan Allen.
The defense is tough, so they're going to keep them in the game. That
Against
Saints
the
defense
Eagles,
is
though?
tough. Yeah,
No, I
they're
don't think
tough,
so.
dude.
I don't-
They're
I mean,
tough.
They're a good
that's a tough
defense, but not. I don't know. The Eagles. I think they're going to overpower them. I think Gardner Minshew is got a good enough arm.
There's not enough
AJ Brown
Jergens in the
loves his
world.
hands.
Minshew's throwing for like another 400-yard game.
Stop it.
Did Ryan give his thoughts on Rashid?
No, that's why we left him for
We're
last.
gonna kick it to him here in a minute.
I mean, if
No,
I'm
I
starting
like it.
anybody,
We're going right
it
to
might
Bo,
be
and
like
then
a
we're going to go
Taysom
to
Hill
Ryan
start.
last because we're not touching
Might be a
Ryan.
Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill?
Anytime someone has
All right.
that much ownership over a guy,
Here, hold on. I gotta ask you a question now, right now, because I'm starting Njoku. Do I start Hill or Njoku? That's what I'm saying.
It's Hill. It's 100% Hill.
Really?
You know what?
Njoku hasn't done crap since
Yeah.
his
That's-
injury
that's
5
not-
weeks ago.
he's
That's not
he
fair to
hasn't
say.
done anything.
Not fair to
He
say.
hasn't done anything, and the Commanders' defense is excellent against tight ends.
I have
Commanders'
I
defense is
hate,
pretty
excellent
tough, dude,
against
yeah.
tight ends.
I hate having
I would start-
to argue this point though
Because Hill gets the rushing
it's
upside.
not even, but it's not even about that. It's like
Rushing
you know
touchdown
me, I'm not an
upside.
Njoku fan, right? Like I
not.
don't think he's going to continue from here on out. But
but
it's a warm weather game, and Deshaun Watson's finding his rhythm. And he
Why
only
is it
has-
warm weather?
And he only because it's 40 degrees.
the dude played in a dome for years, so it's like a consistent 70 degrees in there.
No, I get that. I get that. So like that's my point though. Is it's not -10 or 20 or 15. So Deshaun Watson's going to find his rhythm, and I think he's going to get. There's going to be 10 targets towards Njoku. This is what I believe. 10 targets towards Njoku. He's going to get 7 receptions for 75 yards, possible TD.
He's only hit 10 targets once this year.
Hill.
You're talking
I
about
agree with
Njoku?
Bo.
Yeah, Njoku's only hit.
Bo said Hill, 100% Hill. I would probably lean towards Hill.
I haven't. Well, I'm leaning towards Hill, but the reason is not for how bad Njoku is, but he's not that good of a play. I'm just looking for the upside of Hill.
How much
like
Hill's
the wide
involved.
receivers are not there. They against the Browns, they ran the Wildcat all
talking-
game. Alvin Kamara
Upside
is the guy.
The ceiling for Taysom Hill is
Yeah.
higher than Njoku.
I can't say that per like 100%.
For this game,
I can't say that 100%. I'm just saying if I
I
was
would say
going
the
up.
ceiling just because of the 78 yards of rushing and a touchdown
I'm
is
saying floor's
possible for Hill.
Floor's higher for
I'm
Hill.
changing it right now. Hill's gonna start.
I just think that passing touchdowns are a thing, rushing touchdowns are a thing, and catching touchdowns are a thing.
Let's
like when Hill's
not
on the
forget
field, it's just a
who's
utility, not
Taysom Hill
gadget
playing?
guy.
They're playing the Eagles.
Yeah,
the Eagles
but
are tough.
The Eagles are tough, but here's the thing that.
By the
like,
way, Jordan
if
Davis was
The
activated
Commanders
last
are
week, so
on the defensive side.
Oh,
Big Mountain might be coming back soon.
Go ahead.
Does that
Bo.
change it for you?
On the defensive side of what?
The Commanders are just as tough as the Eagles on the defensive side of the ball.
oh, well, you know what? They actually
I
are.
agree.
They're under.
I
So,
agree.
Yeah.
so my point is,
Yeah, it's like, we'll look at
so
your
if
tight
you're going to
ends
say, all right, so
after.
then it's just on the offensive
all right.
side, T. Hill, average, Njoku, average, and just go by the law of averages, I'm taking Taysom Hill.
No, so the yes. If you based it on that, yes.
It's a good-
overall
it's a goodie
performance
play,
over their
but-
career, yes.
That, no,
But-
and not just over career. I'm just talking about this year. I won't bring in their career totals. I'm just going to bring in this year and like he talked about the ceiling, right, of each.
I think
And
Njoku's ceiling's higher, but I think Taysom Hill's
But it's
floor is higher.
Exactly.
I agree.
And that's
I
where
agree.
if we're in the playoffs and we're doing things,
You
that-
always go with
you
floor
wanna go
over
with the
ceiling.
floor
Plus
over
to
ceiling.
win.
Yes,
Gotta
I would
win.
agree with that. And I
Championship
would
week.
agree with that statement.
But as far as this game goes, there's a sliver of a hope for the Saints to win their division, And for that reason, they're going to throw it all out there as far as controlling the tempo and controlling the game and trying to win this. That they're going to slow the pace of the Eagles game. But the Eagles haven't clinched home field advantage throughout the playoffs yet.
Which is why I think.
And so they're going to go ahead and give it their all, too. You're going to see two teams give it their all. There's no backing down this game. Ooh. If the Eagles get up early, though, and they just stall the game out by running the ball, that's a thing. Like, that's fine.
Okay.
They go up 14 points in the second quarter, and then it's just a stalled out game from that point on.
That's my thought. What's your score, though? Now I'm curious to hear.
I know, but I don't know if the Saints can, like, get into that rhythm. Like, the Eagles are not the Browns.
Mike,
the Browns
we'll get to that. We'll get to that a little later in that game. I agree. All right, so you give your score?
I can. I think 24-16 Eagles.
Right there. You and I right there. Okay. Okay.
Ryan, go ahead and let me know if there's anything else on top that you want to add in this game, because I know you're a Minshew fan. What is your score in this game first, and then go to your argument?
28-14.
All right.
Really no argument.
You agree with most of what we've talked about?
Everything.
All right. Is there anybody you have to
start? Minshew's a good flyer quarterback in deep leagues. You play Minshew.
Do you start Devontae Smith? Do you start A.J. Brown? Like, is there anybody you have to start in this game?
You start those guys. They got you here.
What about Miles Sanders?
Nah. Miles Sanders is kind of on my bust list this week.
That's what you were saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm asking.
Saints defense is tough, man. They're
Nick
tough
Chubb.
defense.
Nick Chubb didn't have much against them.
They're just
didn't have much against them.
He hasn't played well the last few weeks. Chubb
their record isn't the greatest. What are they? 6-9, I think they are, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're
like
just
everybody else in their division.
Their defense is literally keeping them in game.
Yeah, their defense is good.
All right, that's why I wanted to ask that.
Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah, I mean, he could be a good play. If Olave sits, somebody's got to catch balls, right?
That's what I'm saying.
No.
She'd look good against them.
Yeah, you're technically right.
Hey, Ryan,
in a technical world, nobody can
I
catch
don't
the
know
ball.
that quarter. Is Andy Dalton like gonna lay one out there and start killing it, crushing it?
But I think Rashid's playing for a position, so I think that's a guy that's going to no matter
him
what
playing
go
for
ball.
position, but that's not on the quarterback. Like,
Somebody-
he's gonna throw his body out there and get
they're
injured.
gonna have
Good
to
luck.
keep up with that Eagles offense. I mean, they're gonna have to throw the football.
So that might be a good start in the flex.
Taysom Hill,
If you
Juwan Johnson.
That actually might be a good waiver wire pickup because Rashid's probably not on the roster.
Probably not. He's probably very
So
low
if you're looking
owned.
for someone to
Eagles
shove
just
in
had
your
him run the
flex,
ball,
is that a
and
guy
he's
you
sitting
would
on the
take?
sideline all game?
Who?
That's my dilemma.
Rashid's
guys,
a desperate dart throw. If
So
you're dealing with a lot of
if
injuries,
you're dealing with injuries and you have wide receivers and running backs that are out and you need someone to fill your flex, is Rashid a guy that you would grab? That's my question. Or are there other guys we're going to talk about later?
No, I would find other players.
Okay, that's my question. That's my question.
Agreed.
All right. So I also in this game have the Eagles winning, and I think same way. I think it's going to be 24-14. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I really don't even want to give the Saints 14 points. I think they're going to score like 6. But
Possible, dude.
I don't see them getting downfield.
Olave's like a big part of that passing game.
He is.
When he's not playing, it shows.
And Taysom Hill can't throw the ball to Taysom Hill.
I mean, if it wasn't for Taysom Hill last week, I mean,
they don't win.
Right. Well, I mean, that guy was
all of the offense.
That game last week fit the way they wanted to play that game.
Yeah, unfortunately,
it obviously didn't fit the way Stefanski wanted to play when you have
disgusting.
Nick Chubb.
Oh, don't get me started.
Let's not talk.
I don't want to do this.
All right, Johnny, who you got winning this game? Because you're the pick'ems master.
It's Philly easily.
Damn, we're all on consensus straight down the list.
Wow,
this is ridiculous.
a problem.
No, it's the end of the season, so this is where teams kind of show their colors. We kind of know what's going to happen. We know who's going to win, and we know who's going to lose for the most part. But this is also where the upsets happen. The teams that play, who have nothing to play for everything, just for the hell of it, and just to destroy other teams' opportunities. So I kind of agree with most of these, but there are some possibilities of upsets here, especially if you're gambling on these games, because gambling goes live tomorrow in Ohio. So if you're gambling on these games... This could be
tonight at midnight. Bring it in the new year.
Hey, what's
Kelly's right.
What's that next game?
Is that what we're going to be doing at midnight, Bo?
Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah.
You know what? Hold on.
Speaking of upsets.
Hold on.
Kelly,
that was a great point you made. PPR to half PPR.
It is in a PPR league, yeah.
If you are in a PPR league, do you start Njoku over Taysom Hill? Or do you start Taysom Hill over Njoku?
I think we're going to Ryan.
I don't, dude. It's still suspect. It really is. I mean, you're literally asking me like, about different colors of pieces of shit, basically.
No, the difference does affect because Taysom Hill, his upside's the running the ball thing and running the touchdowns and being in the red
It's not
zone.
catching.
It's not catching.
Right.
And so for Njoku
Touchdowns
to
are
get
touchdowns at
targeted,
that point.
that's a 4-point sway in Njoku's way. I'd consider like 4 receptions.
for the floor.
Right,
For the floor.
so if it's like a 6 targets, 4 catches, and a tutty, sure, like he's gonna do it. But like,
And I think passing touchdowns being 4 or 6 also would
13.
sway a little bit with Taysom.
I just have this feeling that Njoku's game today could be like a 440, 450 kind of game. I don't know if I see a score.
4 receptions, 50 yards.
That's fine. Yeah, no, I mean I can see that.
Tutty or no tutty.
I could see that.
I just
He
think
gets targeted in the red
does.
zone.
He does.
He does get targeted. He
'Cause he
doesn't
can
come
jump
down with
through
the
the
ball
roof.
always.
but also
can
keep
jump
in,
through the
here's
roof.
my thing
Gross
though. Also
catches.
keep in mind with Deshaun Watson,
He's a QB wrestler.
he's played in 2 cold
stone
games
hands.
Yeah.
and he hasn't had the opportunity
Yes.
to throw downfield.
Well, he had 2 weeks where he had 13 points, another week after the bye where he had 18, and then it was like
Nothing
5
since
and then
right.
3.
Right, and
And
that's
then they
because
played against good defenses that week.
they did.
So-
Correct. And Washington's a good defense.
Washington's a
And like
good
you
defense.
said, Washington's good against the tight ends.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get right into that Carolina-Tampa Bay game. This was a fun game to me.
Upset.
This is going to be a fun game of the week. It's not an upset. Both teams are meant to win in this game.
They're bad.
I'm going to take Carolina in this game. I'm going to take them. I'm going to take Carolina 21-20.
Say it. Oh my God, that's my exact score.
Get out.
No way.
Get out 21. Look at it.
You guys are so cute.
disgusting.
Wow.
You
That
are
is
so
disgusting.
cute.
We dock in the
right,
mornings.
so-
We got to take a break. They got to make out.
Oh
we
my
dock in the
God.
mornings. That's disgusting.
It is. We dock. You know what that is?
All right, so since me and
Look
Steve
it up.
have no say over this
Wow.
game, Bo, what do you got in this game?
The NFL cheats. NFL cheats for Brady. He gets the calls. He gets the stuff he needs to be in the playoffs because he's going to get more views. So NFL cheats for Brady. NFL, they want them in. Tampa Bay 2018.
Hot take. I mean, that's really not hot. They do it every year, so.
I don't think
hold on.
this
What
is
was your
a.
score?
21-20.
I don't think this is an upset. I
Carolina.
Think we're all gonna take Carolina.
Are we all taking Carolina?
I took Tampa
He
Bay.
took Tampa.
Oh,
He's-
did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God! 3 of us, guys. 3 of us behind this counter took Carolina 21-20.
Get out of here.
3 of us,
Listen, just because.
This was written.
dude.
This was
That
written.
is disgusting.
Did you give us? Bo, did you give a score?
This was written on
Well,
Monday.
he said Tampa Bay.
2018 Tampa Bay.
2018. Okay, sorry.
All right.
I want your guys just to hit. Like, I'm
Oh my God.
not going to sway it and switch it off or anything. I want you guys to get yours, so I'll
I
be
might
the
just
voice
bet
of
on that
reason.
score.
Hold on, since we all already know all of our scores and takes.
Well, what's yours?
We might as well just go into fantasy.
What's yours?
Well, what do you-
I'm,
who do you have winning
I'm
this
taking
game?
Carolina as well.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
So, fantasy-wise, do you look at anybody in this game, Ryan?
I mean, if that tight of a
You guys
score.
are all chasing.
I
dude.
can't.
I mean, you got
believe that.
You
gotta
guys are all
start.
chasing
thought
the
I was-
Panthers last week.
I thought
and
I was edgy.
It's
How
showing.
about the last 3
It's
weeks?
man,
showing.
Carolina-
It's showing.
Carolina beat
playing.
Detroit.
I thought I was edgy.
That's what I'm saying. You're chasing last week.
I thought.
Darnold's
That was
playing.
2 weeks ago. That was
No,
week
that was
14, wasn't
last
it?
week.
Well, who did they
playing
beat the
good
week
ball.
before that?
They didn't.
Yeah, they did. They've won 3 of their last games.
Come on now, Darnold's
he's
playing
about to
good
dog
football.
And you guys said I didn't, that keeping Darnold in Dynasty last year was bad.
Well, don't listen
Last
to
year,
us.
but as Bo just said, last year's different. Last game's different. You're chasing last game. You're chasing last year.
Okay, they lost to the Steelers.
Yeah,
they beat, but they
okay.
beat the Seahawks.
Whoa. Yeah, hang on. They won 3 in a row, but they
hold
lost
on.
to the Steelers
They lost
2 weeks ago.
They lost to one of the best defenses in the league. But they beat the Lions, they beat the Seahawks, and they beat the Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos suck. Seahawks regressing. Steelers, they barely lost to them. Good job. Like the Steelers are a bubble team, and then you've got they played Detroit and they just ran the ball. Great. Now your running backs are tired. Your offensive line's beat up. You guys are they are not they gave it all to beat the Lions, and for that reason they're hungover. And they go against Tom Brady. Tom Brady does not turn the ball over.
Just
He
an
doesn't
FYI,
turn the ball over.
They beat the Bucks 21-3 at the beginning of the year.
Yes, at the beginning of the year. That's completely different. That was a different team.
Hold on. October 23rd.
The refs. This is the refs and the NFL rhetoric versus Carolina. The refs are going to call this game for the Bucks. You're going to see some penalties, and let's not say that Tampa Bay's defense is the Lions' defense. All right, because that's BS.
Can I say they're Denver's defense?
What? No.
Whose defense?
Can I say they're Denver's defense?
Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
No. Denver's defense is light years better.
No, they're
they
not.
are kind of leaky in the pass game.
They're
leaky in the pass game.
No, they're not. I've not
The
seen
secondary, right?
how many. Yeah, but that's Carolina's
banged
not
up.
known for passing. Carolina's known for running.
Yeah, Carolina-
So it doesn't matter.
But when Sam Darnold 2 got there, they learned to pass a little more.
Darnold
No, they
too.
didn't.
Yeah,
Baker?
not the beginning of the year,
it's
Sam
new Sam
Darnold.
Darnold.
Yeah,
And
Sam
it's-
Darnold evolved. No, he's not
isn't
evolved. There's no
Final
wide
Four.
receivers there. They're not throwing the ball.
Pokemon. He's evolving.
Tampa Bay.
Guess that play.
That's Tampa
Oh,
Bay.
I'm
Literally
for
went
that.
from what was it,
Completely.
Charmander to
Okay.
Charmander.
Yeah.
It's Charmeleon.
Charmeleon. There you go.
He just learned a new move. Like that, he didn't evolve.
Tail whip.
Play action. Play action. That's his
Shut up,
new
the
move.
play action is
All right,
equivalent
all
Because
right.
they
to
have to
tail
respect the
whip.
run,
All
but
right,
no,
let's-
they don't respect the run. It's Tampa Bay is going to stop the run dead where they stand.
I would say that this would probably
Bontevea.
be more of a
Bontevea
game
is
of the week.
gross.
So the
He
reason
play
why this is a
quarterback?
good game of the week is
Bontevea.
is because this is a play for first in their division.
Exactly.
All right, so but these is just also a play for last in the playoffs in the NFC. So like both these teams should just be wild card teams.
Listen, Kelly, hold on. I got to address this in chat. Kelly, do not fluff his ego.
Hey, you shush.
He already has a massive head. He does not need a larger one. Thank you. Appreciate you being on there.
Kelly, I would agree with you though when it comes to betting. Probably listen to JOTM just because he's about 75% accurate.
80%
On money line.
Yeah, 75%.
80%? Seriously?
Money on money line bets, he's 80%.
Yeah, we're gonna test him next year
against the spread.
Against the spread.
We're switching it up for betting purposes.
all
We're
I'm
gonna
going
see
to
is-
We're going to
say,
do pick 'em. We'll do both.
I'm just going to say this
heads up.
about the defense. I just want to say this about the defense.
Oh, damn. I was
Against the run for the Bucks, they're 26th.
Oof. Really?
Yes. So they're
Damn.
really good against the run.
That being said, do you start Foreman?
they're 14th against the pass.
Right.
So they're leaky.
Yes.
They're a leaky secondary.
No one's saying that they're not.
Okay.
Yeah, they are.
But I'm just going to call the Panthers a one-trick pony.
They
It's
may
run
not
the
be
ball.
passing, but they can pass.
No, they can't.
They,
All right, that's fine. We'll
Panthers,
move
I
on.
don't
We'll
think
move
The
on
Panthers
because
can't
we're gonna
pass.
we're gonna talk about that.
Hey, who wide receiver do you have on your team? DJ Moore?
Maybe.
DJ Moore?
You
Is
start
that
DJ.
it?
Terrence Marshall?
DJ. What are?
No.
Is he on your team? Is he starting?
I traded DJ.
You know what Terrace Marshall is? Terrace Marshall is their deep threat when
something
they
at
want to throw to him.
What?
That's it.
Throw a dick at him.
What?
Throw a penis at him?
He's like, I traded
Anyway.
DJ.
All right, what's next? What game
he's
is
right.
next?
He did.
Oh, look.
I'll take that.
Moving
All right, so we're gonna move on.
on.
We're gonna move on to this horrible game.
Oof.
Oh, by the way, Washington.
Honestly, this could be a bloodbath, but I went with the homer pick.
I'm gonna go with the homer pick because I
Yeah,
think
me
Deshaun
too.
Watson's learning things, and I think he's progressed
this game.
Yeah, love
significantly
this game.
every game. So I think this is Deshaun Watson.
Let it fly.
I think it's Deshaun Watson looking at his prime
Let it
again.
fly.
Yeah.
So I think if I wanted to give you a stat line, I think Deshaun Watson is throwing for over 300 yards this game.
Yeah, let it fly.
Yeah.
Let it rip.
I
Who
really do.
cares?
And I think Nick Chubb, because of that situation, has 100 yards this game, rushing wise.
Oh,
It's
okay.
gonna
Oh, you
look.
mean they're actually going to use
So
their
then
bread and
why
butter?
would I
it's
not start
it's-
Njoku?
It's not about that. That's my point. Is now you got Amari Cooper still, and you still have
Amari
DPJ.
Cooper gonna have 250?
And to answer that question about DPJ, do you start DPJ?
Mike asked that. Matus asked that in chat earlier.
Ryan, do you start DPJ this week?
17-10 Commanders.
Oh, he's got a low scoring game, so he's saying no. Now the real question is DPJ in a PPR league. Do you start him? No. All right. I mean, I've got this 28 to 17.
You gotta have.
I got a 28
Wow.
17.
You're starting
Browns.
DPJ in like 14 to 16 team leagues. If you're starting DPJ in an 8 to 10, 12 team league, you gotta draft better.
So, Mike, I have a question for you. If you're asking about starting DPJ, who is that choice between? Because that would be a better option.
And while
for
we
us to
wait
know.
on that, DPJ has only had double-digit targets twice this year, and he's only had 9 targets twice this year. He averages around 5.
Right, Amari Cooper gets the targets along with Njoku.
It's a
Right,
run-first offense, and half of
it's
that
mainly-
season was with a backup quarterback. So just relax.
Well, he was a top 10
They
quarterback.
didn't have a guy that could actually target him.
All right, so Ryan, your score was low, right? You said 27 or
17-10.
17-10.
Yeah.
All right, but what do you got in this game?
betting with my heart and not my head here.
Oh no.
You
Last
know,
week.
Oh no.
I do. I
got Chase Young back too, right?
Yeah, he's active.
Yeah, but that's back doesn't necessarily mean healthy.
Kelly,
Back doesn't mean healthy.
do
He's a
not
player
agree
here.
with
He
Ryan
better be
ever
fresh.
again, or I'm showing up at your house
he
at
does.
midnight in a mask.
He does stink on the road.
Go
I
ahead,
hate
Bo.
it.
on the
Sorry.
I
road.
hate it. She's right.
It's not
Brought
true.
that up a couple weeks ago.
Shut up. You're right.
Hey, people don't forget, right, Kels?
Gosh dang it.
Anyways, Bo.
Betting with my heart, not my head here. I think that Stefanski needs to open up the playbook a little bit. I think he needs to show that we can throw downfield. And I think that we need to show that the offensive line is still good and they need help learning the pass blocking. And so I think that this is a game where they get to develop their team a little bit and develop their passing game. Now, they're going up against a great defense that's going to give them a challenge, which is exciting, right? Because it's like, okay, well, let's have a challenging game. I lean the Commanders on the offensive side of the ball. Brian Robinson's going to have a field day. I think he's going to go for 130 and probably 2 tutties.
Water bet?
I mean, he's just a stud. The dude's a stud, and the Browns, like half of their linebackers are out.
Yep.
So Brian Robinson, I could see honestly 2 touchdowns for him and over 100 yards. So I'm gonna take the Commanders leading and holding onto the tempo. Browns throwing the ball, and we're gonna end up 2017 Commanders.
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Brian Robinson is a flamer.
That being said, if Stefanski doesn't open up the playbook, is that telling?
He might be trying to game manage the rest of the season and saying we don't want to show our cards because there's nothing to show them for. So, like, it's all Stefanski's, this is his first time being a head coach,
I
right?
hate that take.
I understand, but, like, they don't want to show their cards because of next
many
year's
years has he been in
schemes.
Cleveland?
And they're thinking, like, we got to play this guy, like, legitimately.
That ship sailed.
What ship sailed?
That ship
The
sailed.
first head coach
Yeah,
ship sailed?
that sailed.
After 3 seasons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Okay,
can't
let's
use that excuse.
And here's
that's what
where
I'm saying.
I'm gonna let me explain.
No, go ahead.
Let me explain a little bit. Number one, they had the Baker Mayfield healthy season, but and he went to the playoffs and they had the thing working and they ran the ball with Nick Chubb and everything was good and the defense was healthy enough and they got turnovers and they beat the Steelers at home in his first season ever, right? The second season you're dealing with the debacle of the injured Baker and the trash.
But you chose
that
to
he
deal
was.
with it. You could have benched him.
Yep.
And then the third, I don't think he had that capacity. I don't think that they spent
as
the
a head
first round
coach, you gotta
roster.
have that.
I think he has to let him fail to get a new quarterback.
That's what he did.
And that's fine.
And so then he got his new quarterback and he was suspended 11 games this year.
So wait, so hold on.
For that reason,
All right.
like as a first time head coach, you had to deal with the quarterback switch, the injured quarterback, a new quarterback coming in that isn't playing, and this next year will be the year. That's a deciding factor for Stefanski. He does get a pass this year, but year 4, there are no more excuses because there are no more excuses.
So I didn't ask if it was an excuse. I'm gonna let Ryan go and then I have a thought.
No,
Go ahead, Ryan.
he hit on it.
So-
There's no excuse for Stefanski.
So-
look,
No.
Next year, there's not.
I don't think there's one this year.
I don't get what.
So I
With Brissett?
How much longer do
Brissett
you
played
give him?
well.
But
So you just give
Brissett
him
was
one more
number
year. You give him
9
4
game
seasons.
Manager, he did not play
Hold on,
well.
no,
He
hold on,
played
hold on.
game manager.
Exactly.
He
In a
handed the
run-first
ball
offense,
off.
in a run-first offense, that's all you need.
Hold
and
on.
he did that.
So that wasn't what I was asking, right? I was asking if it's telling on Stefanski. If your excuse is that Stefanski doesn't want to show his cards,
Okay.
well then how in the hell are you going to develop a quarterback without showing your cards? Because you can never do it in preseason. Their excuse is they don't start starters in preseason.
Yeah.
The Browns do not start starters in preseason. So you can never show your cards in real game time situations.
It will be
and
shown.
This has to be in these next 2 games. You got to let this dude sling it. And you got to put a playbook together for this dude to sling it. Or I'm saying you hire an OC or you're gone.
He's got an OC. Just don't use him.
That's the problem with hiring guys based off of their offensive genius and expecting them to be able to be a head coach, do time management, be able to know when
Calm down, Lazard.
specific players need to come in.
And not have ownership for defense.
Dude, a head coach has so many responsibilities, and then you want to do play calling? Like, get out of here. Get out of here. Andy Reid can't even do it.
I've seen the product that has came and gone through the Browns organization for a long time. He is by far head and shoulders above anyone else that has coached the Browns in the last 20
That's
years.
not saying a
So I
lot,
don't
though. We had
care.
no coaches in the last 20 years.
Yeah, so don't burn the ship, bro. Don't do it. Like allow yourself an out.
Sorry, guys.
Don't open the playbook. Like listen, like you can a little bit and let him throw, but don't call your hottest schemes out there. What you're going to do is you're going to say, "Hey, we're going to air it out, but we're going to air it out with basic concepts."
The best
outs,
teams in my
deep
mind
outs,
are the
post
teams-
routes. I want to see him throw a post.
The best teams
I'll
in
play
my
action
mi-
post.
He threw 2 posts. The best teams in my mind are
Joker
teams
didn't
that are
catch it.
good at something and show it no matter what, because you got to stop them.
John.
You got to stop them. Everybody knows Patrick Mahomes is throwing to Kelsey. Try to stop it. Everybody knows Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown are getting the ball downfield because Miles Sanders is mediocre. You got
They
to
both
stop
have
him.
quarterbacks that can throw them right now. They've got chemistry built through coaching schemes and through off seasons and through a full season of playing. Deshaun is on his 3rd game starting. Or 4th game starting, rather.
And
My
why'd you
bad.
trade for him?
And so we traded for him to be the future. The future.
Well, that's why I'm asking
That's
you,
what
is
we're
it-
looking for.
is it
The
telling-
bomb's ticking, though, on
Is it telling us
Stefanski.
It's not.
Stefanski?
No, it's
Is it
not.
telling us
Yeah.
Stefanski?
We'll
He's
see
been here
it
for
next
3 years.
year.
All right,
He doesn't
You're
have to
saying that
unleash
he
his
hasn't had a quarterback, and then he traded for one that hasn't played in 2 years.
He's not
and it's
allowed
got
to
this
play.
massage tuggy thing
wasn't
going
allowed
on.
to
You can't do that. You can't do that
haven't
to
gone.
a coach.
So I want to ask Bo then. So Stefanski's
You're working
gonna
backwards.
Stefanski's going to be safe this year, leading into next year to give Watson a whole year.
11 wins next year.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
They should have had 11 this year if the
Dude, you
defense
ain't
showed
even
up.
seen
Yeah.
you ain't even seen the schedule.
The Jets, the Falcons game,
What's the fourth?
we had at the beginning of this year, we had plenty of opportunities to win without Deshaun Watson and didn't. And is that on Stefanski? Maybe.
Yes, to
Could
the
be.
coach.
It may be.
can't-
Maybe
you
that's on
can't say that.
Stefanski.
So now
You
going back.
can't say that.
So going back to
We
what
saw a
Steven
sample
said.
size in the preseason with Deshaun Watson. He looked like
No,
Turd
no,
soup.
shut up. That's ridiculous.
Listen,
the
and
guy
the-
shows on field in 2 years, and you're going to say he's turd soup from
it's
game
been
1.
2 years, and you
Yeah,
traded
no,
for him, and then
it's
you
fine.
gave him a fully guaranteed
20.
Yeah.
contract.
Just an FYI, just to give you a
I
heads
want
up.
what the Haslams are smoking.
His quarterback rating in game 1 was like 60. His quarterback rating in game 2 was like 80. His quarterback rating in game 3 was like 90
getting
something.
better.
His quarterback
He is
rating
getting
in
better.
game 4
I agree with that.
is probably going to be over 100. So let's hold
shoot.
off. Let's hold off on
a
that.
QB
Listen, at the-
rating
at
or
the
an
end of
actual
the
game
day-
rating?
His passer rating.
Okay, passer rating.
At the end of the day, the Browns are
Out
going to
of
win.
158.
The Browns are going to win.
Don't be teasing
21-18.
100.
All right, they're gonna-
100 passer QBR.
21-18.
It's going to be Cade York field goal at the end. All right, Chubb, Cooper, and Njoku. Robinson, Dotson, even Curtis Samuel. He plays well with Wentz. Scary Terry?
Yeah, Kelly brought that up earlier.
Is he gonna-
It's a scary Terry game.
Is it?
No.
Because he doesn't play well with Wentz. He plays nothing with Wentz.
Watson should have went to Falcons.
Oh, my Lord. That's my take. 21-18 Browns. Go Browns.
I already said mine.
Yeah, that's right. I love you.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want to
did I say mine?
fucking team anymore.
I got. I had the Browns winning, and I said I think I said.
We
like,
talk about the shit ass Ravens all freaking day on every episode here.
They win,
I'm
though.
glad we're
Yeah,
able
you
to
would,
talk
you
some
would assume
Browns.
we're Ravens fans here the way you
Yeah.
deal with
And
it.
how many times? Hey,
Talk about
hey,
shit ass
how
players.
often do I say I don't want to talk? Don't get me into it.
No, never.
Go to the tape.
All right, go to the next game.
I
What
said,
do we got?
I always say,
Hold
don't
on.
you
So
dare.
let's-
Johnny, who do you got winning this game?
I have Washington. I like Washington.
Wow.
That's a sober opinion.
I mean,
Yeah, Tyler's exactly right. Like a freaking beated redheaded stepchild.
I have that tattooed.
There's always next
should-
year. That's the slogan for the Cleveland
it's
Browns.
a double tattoo for him because of the Bears as well.
That's right, baby.
Go ahead. Johnny, you have Washington winning this game?
Yeah,
you said?
I got Washington.
Can I ask you a reason why?
Chase Young's back. Washington's defense is going to get
that
on
doesn't move the
Watson,
needle for me.
and I mean,
be a six
Wentz is going to do good with like Kelly said earlier. Scary Terry's going to have a good game, and Bo's
There's
Bo's
nothing
takes
that proves that.
Brian Robinson's going to have 130 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yes.
I don't know if it'll be that
Guaranteed.
high. I don't know if it'll be that high.
I agree with that kind of.
I would
because
say
the
one
Browns
tou-
defense sucks
I'd
against
say
the rush.
one
do.
touchdown from Robinson, one from Scary Terry.
And no Jadavian. Jadavian's out.
Yeah, Klein's out.
Did they update that? Okay.
Yeah, Jadavian's out. So,
That's good. Get younger guys more developed.
So I think
I agree.
that those are my reasons as to why I think he's
All
all right, let's move on to the
For,
next game.
question.
Sorry, guys, I took us. I had other takes I wanted to ask too.
We need to go to a little beer break.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to a beer break,
We're gonna be back in a couple minutes.
and we'll be back in a few minutes.
to go back to Maine.
There we go.
All right,
we
guys.
are.
Bring it back to Maine.
Hello.
Bring it back to
This-
Maine
this is
first.
Maine.
Bring it back to
That is
Maine
not
first.
Maine.
Hello.
All right, guys.
Aha.
So that was it for the 1 o'clock games. We're going to jump into the last 1 o'clock game, which is our game of the week. Actually, I'm not going to say ours. I'm going to give it right to Ryan. Can you take that overlay off the bottom? I'm going to give that right to Ryan. It is Ryan's game of the week. Ryan, why is this your game of the week? And
Yeah, why?
what's going on here?
Yeah, tell me why. I need to know.
Well, I really don't. I mean, I don't know.
Miami Patriots
Yeah, I mean, Miami has to win this game.
with Teddy Bridgewater?
Yeah, they
Tua?
I think they have to. Both these teams are on the bubble to be in the playoffs. So I mean, I think my main emphasis, as for why it's the game of the week, is the Patriots at home against Miami. What are we doing over here?
Nothing. Don't
So
worry.
so Miami's won the last 4 matchups.
Okay,
Huh?
Miami has always been. No.
More than that, actually. But
hey, I'm just saying. I think both.
Excuse me?
The Patriots are fighting for a playoff berth. Miami playing for a playoff wild card position.
Excuse me.
it's your game of the week.
It is my game of the week.
Yeah, this is a great game.
This is a great game.
It's a great game.
The Patriots.
That's
the
what
Patriots,
makes it a great game is you don't know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
You have no idea.
I
That's-
feel
you
like
have
it's going
no
to
clue.
be a very tight game. I think, with no Tua. I think even with Tua, it's still going to be a tough game. Tua's been struggling lately.
You're struggling.
I think it's because he just isn't all there between
Wait, I
the
thought Tua
years.
was out already.
He is.
Tua is out.
So here, just to sidekick with you on what you're saying here, because I think that you nailed it. It's without Tua, they may rely more on the run game, which may help them calibrate a little bit on a run pass mix. That's what I'm hearing. So then, because they have to run the ball on New England, which is New England's pretty good at stopping the run, that it may open up the pass game. And so it makes them kind of competent. Is that what I'm hearing?
So I have a question. So who's the running back for Miami?
Wilson.
It doesn't matter.
Wilson
Both of them.
Jr.
Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson Mostert.
I know Wilson struggled last
Their
game.
snap percentages are about the same.
Yeah, they're
50-50 right off the rip?
Nah, not quite 50.
I think it's Mostert over Wilson, right?
Just because of injury.
Injury, right. I mean, yeah, the first game it was like 60.
Mostert's got the
Get
juice.
the rhythm of these guys going.
Mostert's got just insane juice.
So I guess the takeaway is that how Miami wins this game?
Based
No.
off the run?
No, Hill's still going to get targets. Teddy Two Gloves loves Hill.
Teddy can't throw the ball downfield.
It doesn't matter. Hill still gets targets.
Like I said, the past couple games,
Is Gesicki healthy?
Mostert gets the timeshare in
I
that.
don't think so.
Yes.
Tyreek Hill,
But they
Tyreek
don't
Hill's been
target him.
solid.
Yeah, Teddy will.
Teddy might target.
Teddy will.
And this could be a Gesicki game.
Tyreek Hill with
I didn't want to say that. I'm glad you said that.
Tyreek Hill. Hold on, Tyreek Hill with Teddy Two Gloves, right? 22 targets, 19 catches, 224
And that's
yards.
only 2 games.
That's 2
Healthy.
games.
That's 2 games.
Gesicki's healthy.
Yup.
Waddle, 14 targets, 9 catches, 152 yards.
So
is there really much of a? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this. Is there much of a difference between Teddy Two Gloves and Tua?
Oh,
Is this
come
why?
on.
Is it? Hey, I'm asking.
Don't. No.
I'm asking.
No.
I mean, if we're I don't know.
What's the Dolphins' record without Tua?
Hold on, where's Mahoney at? Mahoney's a huge Dolphins fan. Get in here, buddy.
He already
3.
said it.
One
Did
and
they win
3.
one game
They won
without
one
him?
game without him. It's 1 and 3.
Read the chat. He doesn't like Teddy against Judon. I think that's a very good point. I think Judon's about to
I don't
eat
like Teddy
cereal.
against
I
any
hate
defense.
hearing that name.
I think that Mike McDaniels is he's smart enough to scheme against Judon. Now the question is against that 49ers, they were on like a triple game road trip when they went out there to play them. I don't think we're going to see that same offense. And Judon is not Nick Bosa. So I think that Miami does their job as far as offensive production over New England's defense. But Bill Belichick on a playoff
Playoff run. Right.
at home.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
home?
take Bill all day.
I don't, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's to me, that's the game. Is like, hey, let's keep the Miami Dolphins on the sideline offensively. Let's go ahead and Ramondre Stevenson the crap out of them.
she's dogging us. Your wife is straight hammering us in chat.
You know what? That's being said, Kelly. Tua had 2 concussions since that
Hold on. I
conversation.
never picked
Technically.
Tua.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. He
Tua
was in
had-
talks for you.
Tua had
So-
2 concussions since that conversation.
So hear me out. 31st against the run is New England.
Really?
Yeah.
That is
The second
surprising.
best or the second worst?
They'd be the second best.
Okay.
You got to quit doing that.
Yeah, you gotta stop doing that.
Because
It's like,
you're looking at
31st.
fantasy
it's
stats.
like, you know what? You're using invert controls, and you don't need
yeah,
to.
you got to. So
Okay,
they're
my bad.
second
So-
best against the run.
Yes.
Hold on, where's that information?
He's looking at sleepers, so he's looking at
No.
fantasy stats.
Oh yeah, don't
No.
do that. Go to
Looking at this is straight off of Yahoo's website.
Okay, so if you're playing a running back, it's the 31st team that
Right.
you don't want to play a running back against.
Correct. So they're
Which
the
is why
second.
they're the second best
They're
against the run.
31st against the run.
No, that would mean they're
Did
bad.
we all just lose brain cells?
Yes.
Okay.
The
However
reason-
you want to look at it,
the
they're
re-
really good against the run.
The reason why I ask is because footballdatabase.com says that New England's defense is 9th against the run.
They're a very
107.
good run
They're
defense.
good.
Is what he's
They're
saying.
good against the run.
They give up the 31st best points to running backs, which
Matthew Judon is is an ex-Baltimore Raven. He
should have
can
signed
get to
him.
the passer.
You should have signed him.
Matthew Judon.
Cares.
So
Judon left you guys, and he's been going.
yeah, he did.
Ham.
And I miss his
Ham.
mouth wipe.
Has no effect on the game where he previously
However-
played.
It actually does because he learned how to play football through.
Oh yeah, not through New England, through Baltimore. Okay.
Why wouldn't? Anyways, I'm not even gonna go there.
Yeah,
'cause
you
that makes no
shouldn't
sense.
because the AFC Championship has the Ravens' name all over it against New England. I know you don't want to go there because you have a losing record that's worse than like toilet paper when it comes to like it's like here we
we
got
talking
Tom
about
Brady
Tom
in the
Brady?
playoffs
Piss me
and
off.
AFC.
Are we talking about Tom Brady and Joe Flacco beating them to win a Super Bowl?
Remember when we said we weren't
Are
going
we
to
talking
talk about
about
the
Tom?
Ravens?
the Joe- We're talking about the
Why do we not
Baltimore
have a sound
Ravens
effect?
who beat Tom Brady
2003
Manning to go win a Super Bowl?
Why do we not
Is
have a
that
sound
the
effect?
Ravens we're talking about?
2003.
Oh, you starting to piss me off, you little piglet son of a bitch.
We're talking about that Ravens.
9 years
Bring
ago.
it back. Bring it back. All right, Riley.
BB gun.
9 years
BB
ago,
gun.
it still happened.
9 years ago.
What's the
BB guns.
Chicago Bears done,
Anyway.
bud?
Hey, I don't talk about the 85 Bears on this show, okay?
We're going to hire a firing
Blasphemy.
squad to stand behind Johnny G to shoot the guys.
Matthew
I'm not living delusional fantasies of my team winning against good quarterbacks.
And it gets out here with a rifle.
They did it one time, once.
They've done it twice.
Hey, okay.
But, yeah.
Can you
Oh, here we go.
continue your take? Continue your take.
I love it.
So Matthew Judon
was a good
is a
poke.
great run player,
It's a good poke.
and he could get to the passer. He's a good edge player, is what I was trying to get to. Jesus God.
That makes us bad hosts. For letting that.
I couldn't pull it back in. I'm sorry. Like, I couldn't pull you two back in. You're across the
Holy
bar.
hell. Yeah, because it made no sense.
Don't say that.
It was a good
It
poke.
made no sense.
All right, go
I was trying to explain the type of player that
my
Matthew Judon
Oh,
was.
he is a very good player. Who do you have in this game?
I was trying to elaborate the fact that I'm a Ravens fan,
And you're going to pick
so I've watched Matthew
everybody
Judon
knows
over
that.
the time.
Jonathan, get a close up on Ryan real
So
quick.
I know the type of
So that
player that Matthew
everybody
Judon
knows what kind of. Oh, no, you know what? We can't see the helmet. You can't see the helmet in that
You can see
shot.
the Ray Lewis a little bit.
Yeah, a little
And
bit. but
I
you
don't
can't
really
tell.
understand Bo's take here.
Okay, so let me go
he
ahead.
didn't let
Let
me
me
finish.
explain it a little bit.
We asked for this.
0102-2000, Baltimore 3, New England 20, loss. 11-28-04, Baltimore 3, New England 24, loss.
He's saying New England owns you guys.
07, New England 27, Baltimore 24, loss
he's
in
just saying
07.
that just like
2009,
Rodgers owns
Baltimore
Bears.
21 at New England 27, loss.
So,
So, and then
Who were our quarterbacks
2010,
then?
hold on.
I don't care who your freaking quarterbacks were, bro.
on,
The Baltimore Ravens were better than New England and no football better over the past 20 years. You're talking about a 7 Super Bowl championship league team, and you're comparing yourself to them for what reason? There's no reason.
When did I compare them to them?
But Judon was from Baltimore, and he knows
was
football
from Baltimore.
better
That's a
than New
stat.
England.
That's a legit thing.
Okay.
So what he's saying is, so hold on, to clarify this argument, Bo is saying that the reason why
dude?
Judon is as good as
Lost
he
your
is.
mind.
Hold on.
You've legitimately he's lost his mind.
The reason
I
why
mean,
Bo
he's
is saying
reading
what he's
stats,
saying
though. I
is
don't
the
He's reading
reason.
stats, but I don't know where these stats are coming
Ryan.
from.
Man,
Never have
football
I
database.
once said that
Football
New
database.
England
I
doesn't
mean-
know football, but Baltimore does.
No, hold
When
on.
did those words
So
come
what
from my
he's-
mouth?
But well, you said he came from Baltimore.
He
You-
did. He came from Baltimore.
Hold on.
So he knows
Hold on.
football.
So he knows football was the end of your statement.
Yeah.
So
That's
you're-
why Belichick went and got him. That's why they paid as much money as they did.
Because-
Belichick's like, wow, Baltimore runs the same scheme that we do. Same defensive scheme. I love players that do they do this?
Do they? Because I think they take a lot of
He literally
Cleveland.
got a Dalius Thomas from us too.
Okay, he also got
wanna
like
talk about
Collins.
this? Let's ride.
He got Collins. Hey,
I'm here,
Hey,
bro.
time out. So to use your argument,
Oh, shit.
Hey, who? I think that there was it Jermaine Collins?
Literally, Dalius Thomas,
Who was the
drafted by the
Collins?
Baltimore
Hang on.
Ravens, signed by Bill Belichick because he knows our defense.
He also
knows
takes them from
it.
the Browns.
We need popcorn.
So there's a
Shut your
And
mouth,
where's
bastard.
Belichick from? Where's Belichick from?
Croatia. He's
Cleveland.
Croatian.
All right, that's it. That's okay. We're done with that. Okay. All right, we're gonna back out this conversation because this guy.
I think I won.
He beat it too fast.
I think I won.
We can continue this after
Think
the show.
whatever you want, bud.
We continue this after the show.
No, that's not good.
No, but we need to finish your take on the Patriots. What is your score, and who do we want to look out fantasy-wise in this game?
Is that good content? I like that.
My head hurts.
Patriots 17-14.
Whose head hurts?
I agree with Ryan.
So close game.
Your head hurts.
I agree with
You
Ryan.
can't agree with me.
I agree with Ryan.
All right,
100%.
So who are you looking at
The,
in this
uni-
game?
the universe,
No,
the
who are
universe
you-
is not
17
allowed.
Who are you
14.
looking at in this
Patriots
game?
over the Dolphins.
Oh, shucks. I think so, too.
Your studs. Start your studs.
Yeah.
What, Ramondre?
Yes.
What's the wide
Myers.
receiver? Jacoby Myers.
Myers has
Yeah,
been, he's
I
been
mean-
ass overall, but I mean, who else they can throw the ball to?
Yeah, I guess.
Do you start either of those tight ends or one of those tight ends?
No.
No.
All right. Bo, you said the same take, 17-14, you think?
Yeah, and start your studs.
You said 17-14 Pats?
Yeah.
So did I.
All right, I'm gonna go 24-17 Pats. I definitely think the Patriots win this game because Tua's not in it, and I definitely think 2 touchdown Teddy 2 gloves is only gonna put up 14 points. So
Yes, we should sit next to each other next time. And
No.
I'll get naked too. I'm not
No.
afraid.
All right,
I look
Johnny, who do
pretty
you
good
got
in the
winning
butt,
this game?
bud.
I got New England.
All right, so all of us for New England. That is not good for Miami.
John, did you just quote a song in the chat?
Yes, I did.
Legit. That's a good song, too.
That'd be their
All right, so we're
That's a
gonna
good
move
song.
on to the 4 o'clock. Actually, you know what? Let's take a breather from games,
Okay.
and we're gonna jump right into
can't
guess.
take breather.
We're gonna jump into guess that player.
I like.
away from
We're gonna jump into guess
I'm
that
excited
player.
for guess that player.
We're gonna jump into guess that
Yeah,
player.
let's,
All
keep the people entertained.
All right. Oh my God, you guys.
That's hilarious.
All right.
Nope.
That's
That's funny. That was a good one. I think that was
You have no idea of my hatred.
Hey, what do you guys think of this? 2 rookies compared. Games played, 10 on the left. Receiving to targets, 33 to 55. Touchdowns, 2 touchdowns. Total yards, 411. First downs, 18. On the right, rookie stats, we've got games played, 16. Receiving, actually, it's 15. He'll play his 16th game this week. Receiving targets, 29 to 42. Touchdowns, 2. Total yards, 408. And first downs, 19. Do you guys have any guesses on either of these players?
Garrett Wilson on the right.
You said 16 games this week, right?
Rookie stats.
This week is his 16th game.
Rookies.
I don't know why. It should be 15 games.
Are these
Okay.
receivers or running
As-
backs?
That was a mistype. So
I would say.
Are they
I want to say Richie James on the left.
receivers or running backs?
I will give you 30 seconds and I will
Richie
tell you
James
position.
isn't a rookie, bud.
I will give you. Hey,
Oh, no.
I will get. So they're rookies, right?
Yeah.
Receivers.
Yeah. Richie James is like 28 years old.
He started with the 90s.
Wait, hold on. So you're saying both rookies, wide receivers, correct?
I will tell you in about 30 seconds. About now 20 seconds.
I'm gonna say. Well, if you're not gonna tell me the position, I'm gonna say Dulcich on the left,
Yeah, we don't know the position.
and I'm gonna say George Pickens on the right.
Do you think I'd compare a tight end to a
I
wide
don't
receiver?
know.
I don't
We
know. You
compare
didn't- you
Kelsey
didn't-
to wide
you
receivers
didn't-
all the time.
You didn't give us a position.
All right. So here's your position: tight end.
Oh,
All
shit.
right, so
Both tight
Dulcich on
ends?
the left.
They're
Both
both
tight ends.
rookies?
Both rookies.
Wow.
It's got to be Dulcich.
Hold on, Dulcich on the left.
16
Isaiah Likely on the right.
No.
Nah, there's no way he's got 408
No,
yards.
I'm sorry, flip flop it.
What?
I don't know anymore.
No, I like the way you had it first.
Yeah, I like Dulcich on the left.
I like Dulcich left and a rookie tight end played 16 games.
Jimmy, I disagree with you, but just figure out who this
Is
is.
it Jelani Woods then?
No, Jelani Woods is not.
No.
He's a rookie.
No.
He's not a rookie.
No, Woods is a rookie.
He just got drafted.
Is he really? My God, he looks like a full-grown ass man.
Yeah.
Yeah, at 20 they do.
Oof. Nah, it's not always. Look at John.
I wasn't drafted, so.
No, you never will be.
He looks like a microphone.
He's never had media weighing in on him.
Who the hell
every
is-
second of the day.
Bo, you got any guesses?
Absolutely not.
I mean, it would be Isaiah Likely, but I don't
So
think he's
you
got
know
408
you know
yards.
rookies, right? So who came in
I
this
don't
year
know.
as tight end and who has been playing most of the year?
Dulcich. I feel like Jelani Woods might have more touchdowns.
I don't know. I have no clue.
He had 2 in 1 game.
Jelani
so
Woods
yes.
has more.
You know what? You know what? Screw it. It's Greg D on the left. It's going to be Likely on the right. I don't know why he's got 408 yards. I didn't know that.
Is that likely?
I don't know, man.
That's why, because
It
he's the only other
likely could
rookie
be
tight end I
likely.
know.
He could be Likely.
That's the only other tight end I know that's a rookie.
All right. What do we got?
No, so hold on before you do this.
Okay.
So the reason why I picked this is because this is for the future of
Can you
fantasy.
give us the teams they're
This is
future-
I can, but then that would be
Likely.
very
Future-
obvious.
Future of fantasy? Come on.
So I think this is for the future of fantasy for tight ends.
Okay.
I think these are 2 tight ends to kind of look out for next year in your draft. And honestly, if you have a keeper league and you got these guys in your 15th and 16th round, depending on your depth, these might be guys to keep.
in Dynasty.
Who's the
No, a keeper league.
Well,
Keeper
Isaiah
and or
Likely, I don't
Dynasty.
think we're keeping until Mark Andrews isn't going anywhere.
Likely's played every game.
You're gonna be pissed at me, by the way.
but- oh boy.
I don't think Likely hasn't been
All
hurt at all
right,
this year.
show it.
Yeah.
Show it, Johnny.
Or don't.
She has it backwards
Who the
again.
hell is that?
Oh, it's that fucking tight end from.
Chigosium and Conquo.
Oh, who? Chikosi Agahuda?
So that is Greg Dulcich on the left and Chigosium and Conquo on the right.
God bless you.
I said the answer.
Gazoon tight.
And I'm just letting you know. So like, if you look at those,
bless.
his catch percentage is really darn good. So
I'm sorry, it's
I
'cause
know
I
that
can't
we had
pronounce
this
it.
conversation last week because even one of the guys
Oh,
in the
man.
chat said the tight end from Tennessee. And he's like, I couldn't say his name. So I actually know how to spell it and say it. So I apologize, guys.
So you know that's why
You should
nobody
know how to
guessed
spell it
That's why-
because of doing this.
that's why nobody.
So
guessed in the
actually,
chat.
Chigosium really hasn't played every game either, but he's been on the roster every game. He just hasn't started every game. He does get targets since week 1.
Can we just call him rare
and
metals?
Dulcich is the same way. So
Chigosium, rare metals.
I just wanted to say that because of the tight end. A lot of people struggle finding tight ends, right? Like you get the top 5, and then everybody else falls off from that.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I brought these guys up. These are young guys, and they're going to get high usage in the next couple of years, I think. Especially Dulcich. Dulcich has already got good production, and now they got to go to a new offensive coordinator, and he's shown production. So,
Fair
all
enough.
right,
All right, next one.
let's move to the next one.
I didn't agree with that last take because they're going to be redoing their offense.
They're gonna rebuild
completely,
again.
and,
I would
it's
agree.
gonna
I agree.
Revolve around it.
I agree. All right, this is a career stat. Career wins 167 plus to 186. Years in the league 23 to 17. Fourth quarter comebacks 45 to 43. Game winning drives. I don't know why she put win drives. 57 to 54. Completion percentage 64.3 to 65.3. Both of these guys are leaders in the NFL history books for career wins. Who are these guys?
Are any of them currently playing?
Wait, career?
Well,
wins?
so the reason why it says 167 plus is because one is currently playing and one is not.
Tom
That's
Brady.
Brady.
Yes,
on the
left
left.
is obviously Brady.
It's gonna be Tom Brady.
And will he catch this guy? Is the question.
And there's only 2 guys who have the exact same amount of wins who are number 1 in the most winningest quarterbacks ever.
You gotta.
It'd be Peyton.
It's Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Brady and Manning. Final answer.
Ryan? Go looking at your phone. Pay attention.
Sorry.
Don't be that guy.
Don't make me be your wife and tell you to put your phone in the car.
Oh Jesus
I
Christ!
thought you said this
Mother of
comparison
God.
was gonna be.
Montana on the
Cool.
right. Interesting.
Okay.
See, I'm gonna or Breeze. I do like the Breeze call.
Playoff
Kinda like
wins.
Breeze on the right.
No, Breeze played 20
Regular
years.
season, I'm fairly sure.
Regular season
I'm
wins.
fairly sure this is regular season wins.
I want Manning.
I'd have,
Breeze
to
played
double,
20
I'd have to
years.
double check
Give me
that,
Brady
but they're
on
the
the
most
left, Breeze
winningest
on the
quarterbacks.
right.
I don't know if it looks like Peyton's
Brady
got a helmet
Breeze.
on. G.
Yeah.
Anybody else in the chat?
Give me Marino.
Ooh, he
All
likes
right.
Dan. That's nice.
He was up there.
I think Marino had 17.
Marino. So just an FYI,
Oh, that's gonna be a good
Marino
pick.
was number 5 on the most winningest quarterbacks. It is not Marino.
It's Joe Montana could be the other option on the right.
All right, bring it up. Only one person's, well, technically 2 have gotten it. One person got it.
All right.
Go! Woo!
So the reason why I did this comparison is because
Guess it, baby.
Peyton did it in 17 years, but yet Brady's the GOAT.
That's why Peyton's the GOAT. No, Breeze.
Don't look at me. I'm not a Brady fan.
No, I'm just
Half
this
number
is a
12.
GOAT. This is a GOAT conversation.
I don't know. I just like that Brady's forehead's getting bigger and bigger every year. like
Stop.
Peyton's.
He's turning into Peyton and Eli. I just thought that was a fun comparison because everybody talks about him as a GOAT when the most winningest quarterback did it in 6 less years. I can't even do math anymore. 6 less years. So, and I just think, and the completion percentage is way better for Peyton.
I want to hear his take. No, come on. You had something else.
Yeah, no. Here's my thing is.
This is for all those GOAT lovers.
No. I'd just love to play in a division against the Jaguars, the Texans, and the Titans every year. Like, I'd love to be in a division in which I'm playing 6 wins guaranteed through the 2000s. Like, that'd be awesome. Like, I don't have to go up against a Miami team that sometimes is serviceable.
Or a Baltimore Ravens
or a
team, right?
Baltimore.
Yeah.
Buffalo is trash.
I don't. Well, I'm just saying the Buffalo was okay with the Marshawn Lynch and I think they had Marion Barber there for a while, and then but the Dolphins have always been
What have the
competitive.
Jets done with Sanchez?
Oof.
No, they're
he
both.
ran into his
I'll give you the
offensive
Jets.
lineman
I'll
for
give you the
Buffalo.
Jets. But I'm just
Miami
saying,
had no quarterback since Marino.
17 years. I'm just saying. Okay, let's look up. Hey, let's look up
Hey,
this.
there's Jay Cutler.
Hey, can we get someone on stats? Someone on stats to look this up.
Wait, what do you need? I got you.
I need AFC South
We'll talk about it.
versus AFC.
Oh yeah.
AFC South
Off the show. I know what you
versus AFC East from 2005 on.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely look at those teams, right? Like,
I'm just saying
I
that's
agree.
where
I agree.
I'm saying
I agree.
overall that's what we have to compare, and I think.
But I'm
I
not
don't know
going
if
to
that
blame
he
it on the
can,
other
but-
teams because Tom Brady is now one of the more winningest, and he's in one of the worst divisions in the NFL,
But it took him how many more?
and he
years?
can't even win now.
Yeah, but that's you had 3 new franchises going up against Peyton Manning for 6 of those wins
Hold on.
guaranteed.
This is
And then-
this
go ahead.
comparison is pretty much comparing LeBron to Jordan. It's Jordan hands down.
Well, it's art.
Oh, you just say? Did he say Peyton was Jordan?
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
There's no way anybody as a quarterback
you're
in the
right
NFL
about
is
it.
a walk away.
You're right about it
greatest
being
of all
art
time.
and
No,
its
no way.
preference. I think it's
have
art
him
and preference.
in front of us right
LeBron's
now.
got to play 40 years in the NBA to
He
be able
cheated
to do it.
to.
Right. My point
LeBron's
exactly.
a joke.
My point exactly. So comparing the GOAT in NBA. Being
I
Michael
agree,
Jordan.
Mike. I agree.
No.
All right, so
No,
let's move on
Peyton-
to the next one. This was a good. It was a good conversation. We can talk about.
It was Bill Belichick's defense, right? That
Right.
stopped Peyton Manning,
The thief.
from them going on and game managing.
Yeah.
Like then, okay, well then if you're the GOAT, beat it. Number all day long.
That's an argument
and
still
so,
being had.
So like but I'll tell you what, the Colts defense didn't stop this guy. So like if you want to look at career wins,
But the Giants defense did.
when do the
twice.
wins? When do the wins matter?
Listen, hold on.
When do the wins matter? And I'm not saying that Tom Brady gets all the credit in the world, but you can't tote Peyton Manning in the same breath and talk about he's the GOAT because when he gets to the playoffs, he couldn't beat this guy. And that I'm just saying.
So if I put
But
Eli
nobody
up there, does
could.
Eli become the GOAT?
Oof.
If
Right.
with Eli with 2 championships, how many Super Bowls does this guy have? That's
How many
Eli's 100%.
How many did Brady cheat
No.
to?
Eli's only made it to 2 Super Bowls,
No, he's
and
made it
he's
to more
won
than
both.
2. He's made it to
And they
more
were
than 2.
both against Brady.
And they were both against Brady.
Right.
So that argument, Eli's the best quarterback ever.
No, that's not the argument. You have to use both sides of the coin.
Correct. He
You
has to be
can't
winning.
you can't just look at
Right.
one side and look at the other. And Tom Brady
what if
has
it's two sides?
7.
right.
Do you know how hard it is to win?
Tom Brady
7
couldn't beat
championships?
an 8-8 Giants. You're right.
Not that hard when you have a top 5 defense.
Bring the camera to us.
I can't.
I gotta see it. And no one talks about the games that Peyton lost for whatever
Well,
reason.
he played for the
All
Colts
right, we're
for
gonna
years,
we're
and
gonna
their
jump on
defense
to the
was
next. We're gonna
ass.
jump on the next overlay.
Hold on,
He
hold on.
could
One-
go to Maine and then bounce back, but the problem is he'd have to go to Maine, somebody's seen, and then bounce back. So
The best thing
the only
for the
thing-
Colts was what, Dwight Freeney and Robert Mathis?
I mean, they had was it Mike Woods at safety? Who they have at safety?
Mike Woods.
No, Bob Sanders.
go to Bowen.
They had
Bob
good-
Sanders
they had
was
good defense.
extremely unhealthy for many years.
The problem is with Manning
He
is
he
he
retired,
had the defense in Denver.
Go to Maine.
Remember when
he
they
was at
drafted
his-
Mike Doss?
Mike Doss, there you go. When they were
Played
weak.
2 years. He's begging.
So
I mean, hey,
Kelly, just this one's for you. It is an MJ LeBron debate. It is 100% an MJ LeBron debate.
Exactly.
but like you said, I do agree that there's
20,000 more yards, Tom
Jimmy,
Brady.
get out of here with that.
But he's also playing a
played
lot more games. That's what I'm saying.
6 more
Six
years.
more years.
6
Right.
seasons.
6 more years.
Anyway, all right. Well, there's one more.
Hey,
Yes, we have
okay.
one
Well,
more.
how about Peyton Manning's
Go to
251 interceptions? Tom Brady's played longer. He has only 213.
And but then now look at their TD to interception ratio. Peyton's better.
No, he's not. Interception percentage 1.7 to 2.7.
Okay. Completion percentage. Peyton's better.
I can't go
Completion
back.
percentage,
Right.
he's better.
Right. All right. So
I can't go back to it without doing the intro again.
no, go to guess that player.
I'd also say that Peyton Manning had way better running backs.
I told you.
And Marshall Faulk
right.
and Edrin James. And so he
I
didn't
think there's
pass
a
the ball
lot of
as much.
arguments about the players, but
What did
that
I-
is
That's what the point of this segment is.
No, that is
That's what the point of this is.
What did Adrian James do after he left?
Arizona?
Manning.
You can't
Arizona?
So that was
He retired like 2
that
years
is-
later.
But no, Kelly, that is the MJ LeBron argument, right? Because everybody said MJ didn't have a team, LeBron did, and a lot of people would be like,
Edrin James was Edrin
and
James
so like
because
that
of
is the
Peyton
argument.
Manning.
All right,
LeBron did
so
not.
let's go to the next overlay because this is just as fun. We love to stir the pot.
Peyton Manning also
We love
had
to
a
stir
head
the
coach
pot.
on
Oh, you
center.
didn't put
Hey,
mine in.
Careers? No, I didn't. Career stats. hey,
Call on a defense.
guys. Games played on the left,
Brought up
142.
Jeff Saturday.
Completion percentage, 64.6. Touchdown to interception ratio, 217 to 99. Sacks, 264. Passer rating, 91.8. On the right, 74 games played. Stay on the field. Just an FYI, both these guys were drafted in 2014. Completion percentage, 67.2. Touchdown to interception ratio, 87 to 42. Sacks, 123. Passer rating, 99.6. Stay on the field and drafted in 2014. There's your hints.
Stay on the field.
Drafted 2014. Is that?
That's
You know what? No, I don't know off the top of my head who was drafted before.
Those are your guys' hints.
I don't know 2014 draft class.
Ryan who, right? What does that mean?
No, she's saying Matt Ryan. I agree, but that's not 2014 draft class.
I say Ryan Tannehill.
She loves saying Tannehill every time I do an overlay.
I mean, Tannehill on the
drafted
right.
in?
Kelly, does everybody look like Tannehill to you?
if memory serves right, 2014 was Derek Carr's draft year.
Oh, this
I was
flippin'
just gonna
guy.
say I'm gonna say Carr on the right.
No, Car's on the left.
Or,
Car's
yeah.
on the left for sure.
Car's on the left for sure.
So I'm guessing 74 games, maybe.
Who the hell was drafted in?
Tannehill.
Is
Trying to
it?
think. Is that no? 2014.
Matt Ryan. Kelly, get out of here.
that
He was
Blake
drafted in
Bortles?
04.
Is that Blake Bortles?
Teddy Bridgewater on
He
the
was
right?
drafted in that year, but no.
It's not him. Okay.
No,
Wait,
Russell Wilson
Johnny
was drafted
Manziel?
in 2012.
By the way, we had that conversation earlier. There's
with
no way I
Andrew
could
Yeah,
have
he
it
was.
that
Yeah, he was
fast.
just a third round pick.
2014. So they were both drafted in 2014. Derek Carr is obviously left because he has more games played.
Oh, Jimmy had a good point about Tony Dungy being a defensive guy. Okay,
Who
fine.
was
All right, whatever,
another
off that.
quarterback in 2014?
I'm
You
saying
stay
Jimmy
healthy.
Nick
Teddy
Foles and Eli
Bigwiener.
over Tom Brady.
Is it Teddy
Bridgewater?
Bitch?
He was drafted, but no. Remember that haircut that Teddy had last time I did an overlay?
Yeah, it's true. Teddy
It has
Bridgewater.
some
He's just
crazy
got
hair.
rows.
I might have just put a picture of a penis up as
Gino?
Teddy Bridgewater too.
Matt Ryan is, or sorry, for the chat, I want to let you guys know it's a 10-second delay. So whatever you post, we're going to see immediately, but you guys are going to be behind us 10 seconds. And we need to let you know that, so that
Gino-
way if we're
Gino-
delayed
I
on
don't
your
think Gino
response,
was-
that's why.
I don't think Gino was 2014.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so Jimmy, no Teddy on the right.
You know what? No, I'm gonna
Blaine
go. I'm gonna
Gabbert?
go. Carr and Gino.
Was Gabbert 2014?
This is a fun one because we haven't talked about this one yet.
That draft class.
I will
was
give you one other
Manziel.
hint. One other hint.
All right.
Both of these guys can be cut next year. Because
Cooper Rush?
Jameis Winston.
I'd say Cooper.
It's gonna be Derek
Yeah.
Carr
Is
and
it
Jameis
Cooper
Winston.
Rush?
no,
No. Wait.
he wasn't drafted in 2014. He was like 3 years in the league. All right, show the overlay because this is gonna blow everybody's mind.
Ow!
Stay on the field. That was my
Yeah.
statement to you, right?
Yeah,
Stay on the
you're-
field.
You're right, G.
What does
My
that
bad.
mean? Stay on the field.
Jimmy
G gets hurt
cannot
a
stay on the
lot.
field. He's been hurt almost every. He's played like 2 full seasons.
Almost literally half the time.
I don't know. I don't even know.
I know, but he didn't start behind Brady.
That's
for
what
like
I was going to say.
So you knew I was going to be petty with Derek Carr, because that was a conversation we had last
very
week.
petty.
That we had a conversation last week with him.
I mean, it's not too petty.
Well, kind of, because Derek Carr's basically started as soon as he was drafted.
I mean,
But Jimmy only missed 1 year.
Garoppolo has only 1 full season.
Thank you.
No, but he only missed 1 year. He played 5 games when Tom Brady was suspended,
Okay.
and then he
Five
played
games.
ever since then.
Well, he was drafted in the first round. wasn't he?
2014. I don't know if I think he was later. I don't think he was drafted
Yeah,
first round.
yeah, I think you're right. No.
You should have seen the quarterbacks that were drafted in 2014. They said it was be the best draft class for quarterbacks ever.
they said that every 3 years.
They do. You can't believe that.
So
by
I
the
just-
way, follow us if you want actual real draft awesomeness.
Yeah, Mel Kiper's ass.
Yeah, they're
we will
terrible.
give you real stuff.
They're literally going to tell
So
you.
I hope you guys
everything
enjoyed
you
that
wanna
one.
hear.
That one was a little
Fake.
petty because of last week, and we're probably going to talk about Derek Carr again later.
Garoppolo was
we got a lot
62nd
of
overall pick.
We got a lot of show left. By
But
the way.
the reason why I brought that up is because both those guys will be available next year.
Right.
So possibly.
Possibly.
All right, so let's get to the 4 o'clock games. Let's go. All right, so we got San Francisco with the Raiders, and the reason for the Santa hats is those guys have clinched playoffs. So San Francisco at the Raiders. Bo, what do you got in this game?
San Francisco dominating defense. They don't hold it back. Backup quarterback against the Raiders. San Francisco all day.
yes.
Give me Purdy.
Yeah, I'll give you a score. I mean, realistically, I had 28-10.
Running game? CMC?
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Kittle's been on fire lately as far as checkdowns with Purdy, and then CMC, same thing.
Do you kind of get like a weird Ayuk vibe in this game?
I don't.
No, not at all.
Oh, I kind of do.
I don't. I
don't know why.
I don't, because I think that if the Raiders are watching film, they're going to say, oh, well then
Cover Kittle.
cover Kittle and cover CMC and leave Ayuk open. No, they're not going to do that. What they're going to do is they're going to say, that's what they expect us to do. We'll cover Ayuk, and it's the same game.
That's what I would do as a head coach. They're thinking I'm gonna go Kittle. If they're thinking CMC heavy game, I'm gonna be weird.
I think you definitely spy on
I'm
Kittle.
going Ayuk.
I think you definitely spy on Kittle if you're...
You
This
go
could be
Ayuk.
this could be one of those weird 2 touchdown games for Ayuk.
Well,
Just throwing it out there.
Ryan, who you got this game?
Is he a flamer for you?
49ers. No, he's not a flamer.
Okay, he's just a... He's
He's just one of those. I got that feeling kind of thing.
I got
like
a
DFS.
feeling
DFS might be a good
that
play for
Ayuk's
DFS.
gonna have a good night. That Ayuk's gonna have a good... Sorry.
And
Please stop
nobody's no
singing.
longer in chat.
49ers
We just lost 4
24-14.
viewers.
wait. Say that score again.
24-14 Niners.
Oof.
Hey, Brock Purdy's the new Tom Brady.
Purdy Stidham game, baby.
What I
Purdy
said in the
Stidham.
chat earlier that
Stidham
Brady
isn't terrible.
that Purdy's
Stidham
just
is not great.
He's not great. No,
You
he's not terrible.
He also hasn't
He's worse
played
than Derek Carr.
enough. Debo's
Yeah,
out.
come
I mean,
We're not having that conversation.
No, I'm just
Seriously?
saying. So, like,
Especially
you're going to put
you.
up
You
less
said
stats.
Carr's great.
No, we're going to put up less stats.
The
right?
Raiders have a chance of being in the playoffs,
yeah, they do.
and I don't understand
And they
why they're
bench.
sitting Derek Carr.
What's the
with a
percentage though?
chance to
Like
get into the
5%?
playoffs. The percentage is a percentage, bro. You're not eliminated. You put out your best team and
They're
your
not the
best
Browns.
performance, and I don't think that Jared Stidham
they're
does it
officially
for 'em.
eliminated.
I'm okay with whatever they're doing with Carr,
Technically, I don't
but like, I don't understand why they're not playing
Carr's
Carr
gonna watch this one
when there's
from his
still
couch.
playoff hopes.
Yeah, Carr gets to sit at home.
Yeah, he's not even with the team.
Hold on,
He's
like-
not. Yeah, he
hold on.
took an Uber home.
I get it.
Like
I get
Bo
it. I'm
said-
just saying.
Like Bo said in his breakdown, the car's been parked.
All right.
I love that.
So, what do you got?
That's
What do you got?
fine.
What do you got, Steve? Hurry up.
49ers, 34-14. CMC Kittle, Niners D. I got Jacobs, Adams. I think he's a long shot this game. He is good, but the quarterback change, you don't know what you're going to get.
Ryan, is this a Zamir? Is this a Zamir White game because they already benched Derek Carr?
No.
You don't think so? Jacobs all day?
Yeah.
Zamir White's barely touched the ball this
Yeah.
year.
And he's banged up too. So.
But
mean,
they're already testing everything out.
I mean, if
testing
anything,
their
if
youth.
Now, I have one other question for you guys. This is for the group. Is Mike McDaniels done
no.
for making this move?
Josh McDaniels.
Is it Josh? Yeah,
Yes,
Josh McDaniels
Josh
done.
McDaniels, Mike McDaniel. Yeah.
No.
He's
He's not done.
I think he should be personally, but that's me.
Bo?
Absolutely not. He was inherited the Derek Carr. They went out and they got Devonta Adams. And if we're gonna say
Well, I
that
think
it's okay
Derek's
that
gone.
Derek Carr is being benched, then guess what? But this is the saddest move you get before losing your job is sitting your star quarterback. I think that this is so dumb because you essentially your out card was Derek Carr for next season.
Yep.
And by them forcing your hand and saying, hey, Derek Carr's not playing. Let's see what you can do without Derek Carr. If we're going to use a rookie quarterback or somebody else, then fine. Here, prove it or don't. And this is a prove it game for him. So we'll see.
For McDaniels.
Yeah,
Or Stidham.
I don't think that it's been that.
Both.
And so I think it's
Well, I definitely think this is a Stidham game, right? A Stidham prove it game.
well, it has
Right.
to be. It's already there. So like this is the prove it game. We'll know after this game if he will or will not have a job.
But you said so you said McDaniels though. It's not a prove it.
No, McDaniels. I'm saying
I hate everything Raiders.
He's not his job.
Not
His
as much
job
as
is not on the line per se.
Yeah.
Like it's not, but it is a high game that they're going to look back when they're negotiating contract.
Question. Ready? You ready? I'm going to throw something at Bo. They let go of Carr, right?
That's not gonna happen.
They let go of Carr.
They might
Do they draft or do they pluck
pluck.
a quarterback?
That being
from free
said,
agency?
think about it. Don't say it. We're gonna get to it later. All right, John. Who do you got in this game?
It's gonna be San Fran all day. I like Purdy. He's rolling with it, and
Let's
honestly,
roll.
I think if he
right.
keeps winning out,
Niners country. Let's ride.
if he wins out the last two games of the year, I think he'll be the starter next year.
He could. He very well could.
Jimmy G's gone. Trey Lance will just ride the bench.
I got San Francisco in this game, 21-7. So
Aaron Rodgers to the dude. I was literally going to say, why not? Let's just keep it up,
Too
Mike.
much money.
Let's keep it up, Mike, because the Raiders literally already take everything from the Green Bay Packers, right? They started with Jordy Nelson, then they went with James Jones, then they went with Devontae Adams. Let's
Charles
just go ahead and
Woodson.
just bring the quarterback
Yeah,
over.
Charles
Woodson, another guy. Let's just go ahead and bring the quarterback over here to the Vegas Raiders.
That should have been Oakland. They never should.
Well, when those guys play there, I think it was Oakland, right?
Where Packers go to die.
So,
Dude,
why
that
not?
would be hilarious
Why
if
not,
you
Mike?
trade Derek Carr for Aaron Rodgers and you traded Devontae Adams.
Oh.
That
To
would be
get
so
Rodgers back.
weird. That would be so weird.
Hey, they're not afraid to spend money there.
All right. Let's get to that next
Casinos
game.
are pumping it through the
Jets at Seattle. To me, this is a must-win for the Jets, but Seattle's going to win this game. Do I have Seattle winning?
You got Seattle winning.
Nope, I have Jets winning this
That's
game.
right. Daddy
All
White,
right.
baby.
Jets winning this game. Is Mike White playing?
Daddy
Yes,
White is
yeah,
starting.
Yes, Mike White is starting.
Eddie White.
Oh, then I definitely have them winning this
You call
game.
him Daddy.
21-20 Jets. 21-20
Yes,
Jets.
Daddy.
Yes.
What do you got, Steve?
Daddy.
Because you're a Daddy White
Jets,
fan.
21-19. Daddy, he's got to show up. If they win this game, it's because Mike White showed up. And because he shows up, Garrett Wilson is a big game. I like Elijah Moore. You're right. Maybe Zonovan Knight?
Is Mike White playing for a position?
The Seahawks are so bad against the run.
Hold on, real quick. Like
Okay.
Jimmy said, Woodson was with Oakland for actually a good bit, then went to Green Bay.
That is true. That is very true.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so back to what was the question? KJ, what'd you say?
starters.
Is Mike White playing for a job
Yeah, has to.
this game?
Zach Wilson has effectively lost his job. There's no way they go into the offseason and go, oh yeah, you're starting again.
Zach Wilson and Trey Lance are swimming in the deep.
Trey Lance and Zach Wilson, same boat, my opinion.
Yes.
What's your score in this game?
21-19 Jets. Michael Carter, Zonovan Knight, Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore, Daddy White. I like Daddy White in this game. For the Seahawks, I like Walker, Metcalf, Lockett. Lockett should be playing. Maybe Geno if you need to start at quarterback, but this pass defense is very, very good.
Yeah,
Ain't no way I'm starting.
No.
I'm starting Geno in this game against the Jets defense.
No.
Bo, what do you got?
This one's a very close game. Are they playing in Seattle?
That is at
They're in Seattle.
Seattle.
All right, just double checking.
No, you're good.
Because it's in Seattle, I'm going to probably lean that way.
Okay.
Home team usually.
But
What's the covers?
the biggest thing here, and I'll look up that, but I'm just basing this.
42.5.
Jim brought to light a very good point, which is the Geno Smith
Under three, take
wrote
the home
me
team.
off, back off, coming back. My old team, I'm playing at home with Seattle. But, I don't know if Sauce Gardner has something to say about that and, shuts down DK Metcalf with just, annoying coverage. Or if DK's I'm going to pump up for this game and moss him. This is going to be a good matchup as far as the the DK Metcalf Sauce Gardner. That's going to be a lot of fun.
I like that. That's a good match.
Lockett's still questionable, correct?
I know, and that's where I'm also questionable on that response.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I just think that the Seattle at home does its job.
He is expected to play.
23-20.
23-20?
23-20, Seattle.
Lockett is expected to play.
Okay.
All right, Ryan, what do you got in this game?
Bo, as much as we don't disagree on
Don't
certain
disagree.
things-
You've agreed twice.
Double
Don't-
negative.
don't-
we agree.
We don't
Don't
agree.
not.
Oh, as much as we don't agree. Okay.
Seahawks.
He's not good at
24-20.
English, nor is he good at
24-20.
math.
Dude, I went to Menor.
Seahawks 24-20, is that what you said?
Matus, we agree there, buddy.
What do you say?
With Mike White, he said if he can stay healthy, he's the guy.
It doesn't help. He took the two
All right,
probably biggest hits of the
all
year.
right, let's go to the next game. What do we got? Johnny, who do you got in that game, by the way?
I'm taking the Jets.
You got Jets in that game? All right, Minnesota at Green Bay. Johnny's gonna take Green Bay in this game. I'm gonna take Minnesota in this game. Minnesota's the best team against every team that keeps them on the line. They are 11-0 and
No.
3 and
One-score
under.
games.
Yeah,
One-score
I have
games
Green
are
Bay.
11-0, and only good teams do that. By the way,
Thank you. Hold on.
Great
Can you
teams.
clip that?
only great teams do that.
I will clip that. What? Only great teams do what?
You put them in your top 3 yet?
No, top 5.
Ah, that's right.
He's such
That's
a
right.
dick.
They're not there.
He's such a dick.
They're not there.
Oh my
Look
god.
at that smirk.
All right, who
Oh
you got?
my God.
Swanson.
While you're talking, who you got?
Who do you have in that game, Johnny?
I took Green Bay.
I
did.
I
Green
am
Bay.
taking Green Bay.
I got Minnesota 24-21.
Mainly if Watson plays, it's going to be Green Bay.
I have Vikings.
If Watson does not play, then I honestly will probably give it to Minnesota.
That felt that one. All right, Ryan, who do you got?
Vikings 38-35.
All right.
And if you're benching anybody,
Do not bench anybody in this game.
Is Hawkinson playing?
Dudaba, whatever you want
is
to call this
Hawkinson
guy.
playing?
No, he's playing for the Lions.
He's playing for the Lions this week.
Hey, maybe he's flash too, but I'm playing that guy.
You guys are.
I mean,
No Watson.
Jair already said that his 8-catch, 100-something yard, 2
We're gonna shut up the Green Bay fan here in a
to
second.
Justin Jefferson was a fluke.
Listen, that ain't no fluke.
So-
JJ's the real
It's not a fluke. He's the number 1 wide receiver in the NFL right now.
I
Kelly, you
agree.
should have traded him.
I agree. However, I think that Jair is going to. Now I can't say lock him down, but he's going to hold him.
What is hold on? What is locking him down? 100 yards and 5 receptions?
I'm going to say he's going to hold him down to 5 receptions, 80 yards. No touchdown.
That's a lockdown.
That's a
1
bad
touchdown.
No,
league.
I'll say 1 touchdown.
Whatever.
That's the top paid
That's a
corner in the
lockdown.
NFL.
That's a
That's
lockdown.
respectable.
Right.
That's respectable numbers against a top-rated corner in the NFL.
Not really.
That's those.
I know. I'm saying
No,
that's
he's saying
legitimate.
Justin Jefferson. That's not locking him
That's-
down. Is what he's saying.
Right.
No, I think that's a great take.
Who you got?
This game ends in a tie, 10-10.
Stop
Dude,
it.
If this ended in a tie.
Look at you. Look at you. I love this.
I hate both of these teams.
You know why?
And I think it'd be
wonder
so
why.
funny if they just tied and it would be all 10-10.
Was Jair
10-10.
Alexander
Why
healthy
do you hate
week
these
1?
teams? Bo, why do you hate these teams?
They're flukes.
So.
F word coming
He's a
from
Chicago
John.
Bears fan. That's
Week
why
1,
he's
Justin
Flukes.
Jefferson, 11
Flukes.
targets,
Flukes.
9 catches, 184,
10-10.
Hold on.
2 touchdowns. That was Justin Jefferson week 1 against Green Bay.
Against Green
Yeah,
Bay.
week 1, dude.
I don't
Come
care.
on,
That's
man.
Jair Alexander's there, right? Yeah, suck it.
No.
All right, so
That's
Steve,
the NFL getting excited. They're doing the pass interferences and they're giving
who do you
them a
have?
shot on
Pass
third
interferences
down.
don't count
took a
for.
tie.
Bo, hold up.
No,
hold
I'm
up,
saying
Bo.
they get more opportunities.
Bo, hold on.
Yes, Ryan, he
Steve,
did play.
who do you got?
27-24. Go Pack Go.
10-10. I'm sorry.
And honestly, you know what's funny is I don't hate the Vikings. I think there's way more.
Wait, so hold on. If the Vikings are 11-0 in 1-score games, and you took Green Bay in a 1-score game.
They're gonna be 11-1.
All right.
I like all the players. Kirk Thuggins, Cook, JJ the jet plane. Hawkinson does play for the Vikings.
Greg Joseph's like the second best kicker in the NFL.
This is my favorite DFS game. I'm literally
Jones,
stacking
Lazard.
it.
I like Dobbs.
Play everybody.
Dobbs. If Watson doesn't play, Lazard and Dobbs are plays.
You guys hear that? Anybody that's playing fantasy-wise, they're saying play everybody. They're saying play Aaron Jones.
I love doobies.
AJ.
Alan Lazard.
Hold on. I have a
No,
question.
Watson?
Oh, yeah, so we have a start-em, sit-em question.
AJ Dillon or Latavius Murray? Because
Dillon.
Aaron Jones has been banged up this week. Or last week.
You
I
say
mean.
Dylan?
Yeah.
Dillon also has 5 touchdowns in the past 4 weeks.
Bo, who do you say?
So
Little does the Green Bay know that they're a run first team.
they
They should be. They should run the ball. With that being said, though, if they go back and forth on the scoreboard, this game could get out of hand.
Agreed.
So I lean more keep Pat Mahomes off the field and run with Latavius Murray and get
Right.
Yeah, get
No,
KC. Sorry, let me make the transition. I would probably. I think that Dylan is going to get into the red zone more and probably score. So it's really tough.
But Latavius Murray's going to have more touches.
Yeah, so you're not wrong either way. I understand your dilemma. I think at the end of the day, higher scoring team. Man, Kansas
Do you play
City.
both? Do you play both if you can?
Golly.
Do you play both
Who
if
are
you
your
can?
other options? It's a tough question. It's not easy.
That's a rough question.
I know.
So,
Do you go volume over every game?
so
I'm going with the higher total.
Volume.
I had Zeke.
Volume is crucial.
Yes.
But Dylan does get volume. So,
but Latavius Murray is the only back.
well, they signed Tyler Batty.
Morrow and Mack.
You never know.
So my flex I
they
have
got
right
Marlon
now is
Mack.
Alan Lazard, which would change to Watson if Watson plays.
So I agree with Jimmy on this one. Murray will be viable until KC puts up 21 in the first, and Denver has to throw the ball.
Right.
I mean, you're
Murray
literally
would-
Yeah, but
comparing-
Denver's not going to allow 21 in the first.
And they haven't in the
tomatoes
last
to
5
tomatoes
matchups.
here.
Murray would only be viable for a garbage touchdown.
Honestly, this
If it
might
has-
And
This might be-
Dylan's only viable for short yardage.
Yes. This might be a
touchdowns.
coin
So-
flip. This might be a coin
So
flip.
I have a question though. Would you play
I'm going to
both?
play A.J. Dillon because I think that Green Bay can get into the red zone more often.
Would you
Dylan
play
gets
both? Would you
more-
play both
That's
though?
fair. They put him in a position to score.
That's it.
They put him in a position to score a
Hold on.
touchdown.
Hoping you have better
like that.
players.
Right. Murray,
Just Green Bay gets
If
to the
you're
red
in
zone
the
more often.
championship, you made it because you have studs. You have very good players.
Who's your other running back?
Hey,
I have Zeke that already started. And then for my other running backs, it's A.J. Dillon, it's Latavius Murray, Zach Moss,
Yeah.
Jalen Warren, Malik Davis.
Zach Moss.
Why do you have so many running backs? Is this? Oh, you know
This
what?
is
It's
Dynasty.
dynasty. It's dynasty. Never mind.
He's playing Dynasty Championship?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
plays Mario, the rebuild.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I
rebuild.
told you Mario was going to be good too when we
Yeah.
talked at Christmas, and you're like, "We'll see where he is week 9 with his team." I'm like, "Yeah,
All right,
we will."
all right. Next
said
game.
that?
Next game. You did.
You did.
You did.
next game.
Next game.
I wrote it down in my notes because you were like,
I was
"Week
making
9."
fun of it because
It's the Battle
I was
of
making
Los
fun of
Angeles.
We
He
got
said
the
he was a
battle.
rebuild.
We got the battle of
He's good.
LA. We got the Rams at the Chargers. Bo, what do you got?
Chargers have already been in the playoffs, and they know that they're a wild card team. They already know who they are, and I think this is a rest them game. Allow Baker to go ahead and shine here. The
agree.
defense is kind of like injured, and we need them to get healthy for the playoffs. But then it could be they could take the approach of let's see what it is after 3 quarters, and if we're trailing, turn on the gas at that point, so that way they can get a win going into the playoff. But I don't know. I think I lean the Chargers to win this game. Probably 22. I don't. You know what? Make it. I'll go ahead and up the score a little bit. I'll go
Alexander does not want that smoke again.
28-24.
Huh?
Jair.
28-24 Chargers on a comeback fourth quarter.
There isn't a corner
They're
this
trailing by 17-20, and then they score a touchdown to win the game.
So
28-24 Chargers. I like that.
I like it too. I take the Chargers in this game.
So do
too.
I.
And I don't know if I'll go that close.
I see.
I think
went close,
Baker's
too.
on a drop. I got 28-14.
Right, it's in that Baker cycle of starting to suck now, right?
Dude, wait till you get
Because he just beat the shit out of Denver. I do think Baker plays well this game. I don't know why. It's probably because I'm a dirty Browns fan and I want
They
him to
did get
secretly
Bosa back,
succeed. Chargers 25-21. Baker
right.
makes a serious effort for a job next year. Herbert makes incredible plays. Herbert, Eckler, Allen, Williams, you start him. Akers and Higbee, if he plays, you start him.
Ryan, what do you got?
So I made my score before I found out about Joey Bosa, but I'm gonna stick with it because
He back, baby.
I have brass balls.
Tell me you're picking the Rams.
Put that
am.
sucker
Are
in
you
your
for
mouth.
real?
Yeah, he
Taking
should.
the Browns.
that
I'm taking
sucker
the
in your
Rams.
mouth.
That's a good pick.
20-17.
It's a good pick. Oof.
By the way, I start everybody on the Chargers.
See, he's got him not scoring that game-winning touchdown. that
I start Keenan Allen. I start Justin Herbert. I start. Is Mike Williams back?
Yes.
I start Mike Williams and I start Austin Eckler. Everybody on the Chargers.
Yep, that's what I said.
You
Yes,
literally,
sir.
those are all
who's their
stud
tight end?
players.
I don't know if I start Higbee. I don't know if I start Higbee,
He could be a good play.
especially with
He's a
Bosa
volume
back.
guy.
Rams aren't very good against.
With Bosa
Or,
back.
I'm sorry, the
It's
Chargers.
an Austin.
But with Bosa back.
It's an
With no-
Austin Eckler game.
Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike.
I think so, too.
Matus hates Baker. All right, he hates him
You
so
start
much.
Cam Akers. You start If Higbee's your tight end, you start Higbee.
Hates him.
Mike, I love that take. I am not a Baker bro, but I'm not a Baker hater. But I love that take. It is his cycle. Next game, what do we got?
It is. A cycle.
Johnny, by the way, who do you have in this game?
I got Chargers, and this is the last for the 4 o'clock games.
All right, so we're going to go primetime, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's get into primetime. What do we got for the Sunday night game? Oh, Jesus. You guys got an hour?
All right. Oh, it's
No,
gonna be-
you know what?
Is it because you're a
Actually,
Steelers fan?
I'm going to take a beer break, and I'm going to let you guys talk this one out, and I will just listen. I'm just going to listen for this.
All right,
I'm
so
not going
I'm going to tell you who I have winning this game. I have the Steelers
I
winning
have
this
nothing
game.
on this.
And I have the Steelers winning this game 21-18.
Of course you do.
No Lamar Jackson.
I got Steelers.
It's funny. I got Steelers too. and I
Go
don't
pick
want
up
to
the
say that.
Pittsburgh Steelers defense.
I already have them.
No Lamar Jackson, and I still think they score this game. I think the Ravens are learning to score a little better with the run game. They are the one of best rushing offenses in the league. I think no one's averaging under 5.5, are they?
Last time, all I'm going to say is that I'll say one thing. Actually, I said 2 things, but I'll say one more thing. J.K. Dobbins had 15 carries for 120 yards and a touchdown against the win that we had in Pittsburgh.
Without Pickett, though.
I don't care.
Mitch sucks. He
That's
proved
fine.
it. He proved
but
it.
you don't know that Pickett's not going to make
good.
those throws.
He's not good.
Pickett's not going to throw 3 interceptions against
not
one of the
true.
worst defenses who haven't thrown, who hasn't
Listen,
caught 3
this is-
interceptions
okay.
in 6 games prior.
That's not true.
So
You
I
don't know
have
that.
another question.
We won
for
the
fantasy
game.
After.
Did we not? A win's a win.
13-10 Ravens, low-scoring game. This is a division rival battle. Always is very close. Always defensive-minded. A lot of back and forth. A lot of punting. There's going to be a couple turnovers, but they're going to be running the ball, both teams. And I think that the Ravens are better at stopping the run than the Steelers are.
Ooh.
And then for that
Facts.
reason, I'm going to take 13-10 Ravens.
Oh wow,
That's the same score as
You know,
last time,
you know what's
wasn't
funny? I got Steelers 17-16. I my notes defensive battle. Both offenses are poor. I said snooze fest to try and piss off Ryan. I got Najee playing Deontay Johnson for volume. I got
suck.
I like Pat. I like Fryermuth. I like the Muth. Dobbins, Edwards, and Mark Andrews.
So one other quick takeout
I
for
hate
this
Mark
game.
Andrews.
Ravens clinched, right?
Ravens, I believe, have clinched.
Ravens clinched playoffs.
Yes.
So the Steelers are playing for something Ravens aren't. Just throwing that out
The
there.
hungry dog gets the bone.
Yeah, Ravens clinch.
So question: Steelers defense or Kansas City's defense?
Oh, I definitely start.
Steelers.
I start both.
No.
You can't
Steelers.
start 2 defenses.
Steelers.
What is this?
Did you just
Cloud
say
World?
I'll
I
start,
I start both. I don't think it
Kinda-
matters. I don't think it
What kind
matters.
of backwards fantasy football league are you
Right.
in?
I don't play either of those defenses. There's something better on the waiver wires
No way.
against.
Normally there
Again,
should be.
because you're playing those defenses are not going to get turnovers and they're not going to
Hey,
score.
I'm in a
and they're-
16-team league, and none of those defenses are available.
You do realize the Steelers defense scored 18
So-
points last week.
Wait, you're talking about?
Chasing a week.
For fantasy
I know. I'm saying Kansas City's defense.
against Denver.
No, the Steelers defense scored 18 points last week, and you said I don't start either of those
I
defenses.
don't like
And
Casey's
Kansas City is
defense.
the top. I think it's the
And the
13th
Ravens
right now.
and the
fantasy.
Ravens and the Ravens against the Steelers scored 18 points.
I think that I like. I don't know. I feel like the Denver Broncos, after losing their head coach, are in that like rally mode with the new head coach.
I agree.
And so, like, I think in Kansas City's defense has shown like it has holes at times. I think Ryan calls it leaky.
So Steelers defense over.
I
Kansas
think
City.
I'd take Steelers defense
Okay.
in a low scoring battle because they're going to hold them to 10 or less.
So that is, I agree with that point because we all said the KC game was.
That's a great game for a defense.
We all said a
Kansas City.
KC game was going to be a higher scoring game.
I could see like 3 sacks from.
Yeah, but I'm
Watt.
saying like, who's playing the Texans? The Jags?
Got
If they're
4
out there?
sacks on the year.
Huh?
Nobody has Jacksonville.
Well, he's missed a lot.
You have sleeper.
Missed a lot last year
You have
too.
sleeper up.
I don't know. I'm just saying that there may be if you look at the options and you play matchups, there may be a worse offense.
Yeah, you would have to ask
Then
me. You would have to tell me
Denver
who's
or
on the waiver
Baltimore.
wire. You'd have to tell me
I'm
who's on the
sorry.
waiver wire.
Mario
I'd
has
start the
Jacksonville's
Patriots
team.
defense this week over them. Hey, I got him right here.
Patriots not on a waiver wire.
So
They shouldn't be.
Jacksonville's 9% owned.
I would
49ers
start.
defense.
I would start
Ravens
Jacksonville.
defense.
Hold
I
on,
start.
but Mario
Giants
has
defense.
Jacksonville.
Patriots defense.
Who's asking the question?
I am.
Who are your? Those are your 2 defenses.
I have
What are they?
the Saints as well.
Who's on the waiver wire? In Dynasty?
What are your defenses?
Probably nobody, because somebody picked up 5 defenses in the waiver wire.
So the top ones right now are the Giants.
5. You
Washington.
Giants against the Colts.
Yeah.
I would take the
right
Giants
there.
against Colts
Giants.
right there.
Play that
Why are you not
bastard
playing the
take.
Giants?
I would take the Giants against Colts. I'd pick them
Did
up
you
right
not
now.
watch Nick Foles
All
last
right,
week?
let's go to the next game. Primetime Monday night.
It was small dick Foles. That game.
Wow, Big Dick Nick shows up.
All
sometime.
right, so this to me, because Ryan can't pick the game of the week as a primetime game,
This
is probably one of the biggest games of the year.
Bro, what's the total on this game?
And it is
Curious.
Buffalo.
I'm just curious.
It is Buffalo. The over/under. The Buffalo at Cincinnati, and this game could be a
49 and a half.
And this game could be a battle.
What?
49 and a half.
This game could be a battle for first place.
What did
if
it start out at?
49 and a half.
It started out higher than
It's
that.
Cincy plus 1.5. At least according to covers.
Yo.
I know it was live. I don't know if it changed from this morning.
So Cincy is supposed to lose this game. Buffalo's favored in this game by 1.5.
That's funny.
All right.
That's blasphemy.
I got the Bills winning.
I have the Bills winning.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Because we're amazing. What's your score?
Hold on.
What's your score though? What's your score? Is it mine?
24-21
That's
Buffalo.
right. You don't got it. You
I already
don't got
have it written down.
You don't got the gumption that I got.
Whoa.
Mr. Gumption, what do you got?
That's still the under.
30-28. Bills.
There's no way they score that high. Those defenses are playing better as the year goes on.
Highly disagree. The offenses are way better than those defenses.
Josh Allen hasn't been good since the elbow.
Listen, what? He's been playing. He
throws more interceptions than touchdowns.
It doesn't matter. So does Dak. They
I'm going to
still win.
squash any questions about Diggs. Yes, you start him. I know he had an off game last week, but it was very cold and
Ryan,
frigid.
I want you to go ahead and...
Jimmy, I love this statement.
Ryan, go
Josh
ahead.
Allen's elbow is going to explode this week.
Ryan, go ahead and I want you to correct my starts, right? Okay, I got Allen Diggs, Davis, and Knox if he's healthy.
Mike, I love his statement.
I don't like Davis. I know he had a good game last week.
You know why I said Davis?
Why?
Because I think both offenses are going to go off. I think you're going to have to throw.
Okay.
I think Davis is that guy.
So this is a game script for James Cook, in my opinion.
He knows. He saw it.
Okay. You said games really, and I said Singletary. Hold on.
A lot of passing.
I like Singletary
James Cook
because he's RB20 with limited touches on the year.
Okay.
If you're desperate, you play him.
Well, James Cook hasn't really come into fruition.
Singletary over Cook.
All right, there it is.
I got Joey B, Mixon, Chase Higgins.
Wait, can we make a water bet on this?
What do you want?
Can it be a Chipotle bet?
Listen, I'll buy you food for free. You don't got to bet me nothing, baby.
No, don't do that. That's a date.
All right, so Steve, what do you got?
do
What
that
was your
on
score
Sunday.
again?
30-28 Bills.
30-28
Wait,
Bills.
no. Wait,
Bo, what do
let's
you
go
got?
back.
Bo?
Water bet real quick?
Hold on. We'll do it at the end. Well, Bo, who do you got?
He's so strict.
Yeah, because we're 2.5 hours in, 2:40, and we haven't done the quarterback controversy.
Oh, yeah, we're way in. We might have to push.
Bo, who do you got?
It's Cincinnati all day, every day. They are the best team in the AFC right now, plain and simple. They have destroyed everybody to get to this point. They started off slow when you look at those 4 losses. They were at the beginning of the season.
glad he said that.
The Cincinnati Bengals are absolutely on fire.
Yeah,
Joe Burrow is going back to the Super Bowl, and they may win it.
All right, Ryan.
If that happens, I'm
What was
going
your
to
score?
cry.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be. I mean, Josh Allen's a Josh Allen guy, right? Like that's like it's still Josh Allen. He's still the leading rusher this game, maybe total. But I think that Cincinnati may try to get Joe Mixon a little more involved in the offense going into the playoffs to kind of
did
do
last
some
week.
stuff.
He had 7 catches.
And then that's where I'm gonna say I like the idea of Cincinnati controlling tempo, getting up.
Yep.
I'm gonna go probably. I could see them getting 24-17. I got Cincinnati.
Really? Okay.
Damn.
Defenses are good. Defenses are good on both teams. And they're going to play their best game because it is a playoff tryout. This is a playoff gauge your team,
Both
see
these
how
teams-
they do
both
it.
these teams clinched. Both these teams clinched,
Exactly.
so.
So they're going to go ahead and they're going to see how they present themselves as like a pre-playoff, not pre-playoff. Try some things to see what's going to work in the playoff.
They might see each other again.
And there might be fireworks this game because they both want to win because they both want home field advantage for the playoffs.
Fireworks on New Year's Eve. All right, Ryan,
And
who do
they
you
both
got?
could be facing each other.
I have the
in
Bengals.
championships.
20-24.
28-24, close game.
Yeah.
All right, I'm the same way. I got. Well, actually, I have the Bills 24-21. So
Johnny G, who you got?
I got the
I
Bills.
got Bengals. I got the tiebreaker.
All right, so it's you, me, and the Bills.
Who dey?
Sheesh.
Well, it's because I think Bills want to play for first.
I think,
And if they win
I
this
think
So do the Bengals.
Right.
Well, no, the Bengals. So the Bengals have a harder trip to first. If Kansas City
Yeah,
wins,
that's what they got to beat the Bills, right?
Hold on. If Kansas City wins, the Bengals don't get first. And actually, the question is, when does Kansas City play? 1 o'clock. When do the Bengals play? Monday night. So if Kansas City wins, the Bengals don't have a chance for first.
I think the Bills defense.
So
is
keep
better.
that in mind. Keep that in mind.
That might change the outcome.
That might change who you start too. Because do you start Joe Mixon? Do you?
They already clinched.
Start
They know
Higgins?
that they don't have home field advantage.
I'm
Over
just
who?
On a Monday night game,
Start
you're
your
going to bench
studs.
starters?
Don't be cute.
I agree.
Yeah.
Start your studs. But what if your studs are bench?
Joe Mixon run game.
What if T. Higgins is bench? What if Jamar Chase is bench?
Tyler Boyd.
If you have a
Hayden
week
Hurst.
18 game,
If Hayden Hurst is healthy,
No,
Hayden
if
Hurst
your
all day.
Super Bowl is guys,
Oh my
listen
God,
to this
that's
for a
right.
second.
No,
if
you're
your
right.
Super Bowl is
For a
week
second.
17
yes, this week.
and Kansas City, you let's just say Kansas City wins this game. They've now knocked the Cincinnati Bengals out of first place. Now the only
They're
thing
still playing for a division.
no, they're not.
Oh, okay.
They have the tiebreaker against the Ravens.
No, because we won in the beginning of the year and we play in weeks 18.
You guys do have a week 18 play?
So we technically right now have
You guys are first wild card right now.
right.
Okay.
That's saying
So-
the Bengals lose out.
Well, no, that's saying the Bengals. So you're saying the Bengals have to play this game.
They have to play this.
Okay, so there you go. That's the question.
Yeah.
That's the question.
This
so
is
the Bengals
this is
have
their
to play this
Super
game.
Bowl
Okay.
to
Okay.
win the division. They got to
So
win
they
this
might
game.
not clinch first, but they can clinch the division with the win, obviously.
Yes.
Okay. That was the question. All right. So what do we got next, Johnny? Is there any? That was the last of the games, right?
Yeah, that was the last of the game.
All right. So for all you guys that want to stay with us, we're gonna have one more.
I'm gonna go home and see my mom.
That's fine.
I'll be back.
All right, buddy.
Yeah.
2 o'clock.
We're
Later,
going to
guys.
have
good,
a conversation. It's going to be a debate on quarterbacks for UFA, free agent quarterbacks. And there are 16 there's roughly 16 free agent quarterbacks.
There's a bunch
Next
of
year.
quarterbacks.
And we're going to talk about this real quick because,
We
this
should
is-
take our time with this. This is gonna be good talk.
well, it's a deep conversation.
This is a deep conversation.
So I'm going to give you guys a quick list of quarterbacks that we're going to talk about. And most of these quarterbacks are on losing teams. All right, Ryan? And you kind of know this list, right? Did you see the list?
Do you have an overlay for this by chance?
No, he
Do
doesn't.
not, but I'm
All right,
trying
so
to
the
make one
list
right
is
now.
Baker Mayfield,
Go to
Mike
KJ.
White, Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones, Taylor Heineke, Jacoby Brissett, Jimmy
is.
Garoppolo. I can scoot over. All right. Jimmy Garoppolo, Tom Brady, Tom Brady is Tom Brady, Gardner Minshew, Cooper Rush, Jameis Winston, and Derek Carr. These are the quarterbacks who are unrestricted free agents next year outside of Derek Carr and Jameis Winston, who have both those teams have an opt-out on these players. So we had this conversation a little earlier in the season about draft positions and where these guys are drafting these teams in the NFL. If there are 16 these are not on winning teams, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 quarterbacks who are unrestricted free agent. Oh, I apologize. 10 quarterbacks who are unrestricted free agents next year. And we didn't even talk about Tyler Huntley, right? Because he's a restricted free agent. He's an RFA. And Lamar Jackson, who can sign anywhere because he's on a winning team. These guys can go anywhere next year. Does this change draft orders in that
The
one?
Ravens have
spot?
already legitimately came out and said that they plan on franchise tagging Lamar Jackson.
Doesn't mean Lamar has to agree. He can sit.
Oh no, he can literally he'll
He
sit
can
out
pull.
a whole year.
He can pull Le'Veon Bell situation,
Yep,
and he can just sit.
correct.
Now, what,
Does he do that?
Didn't we say that?
Probably
no,
not.
probably not, because he's with the injury this year. I think he has to play for a contract now.
You literally just talked about Le'Veon Bell, and what'd that do for him?
He got the lowest contract ever, and he hasn't been anything since.
He actually could have made more money with Pittsburgh,
He could have, and
He would've.
he would have,
It was
and
a
he would have
mistake.
probably played longer.
and probably had a more successful.
But what about
career.
Zeke and his holdout? He got him a contract,
Okay,
but it wasn't a franchise
Jerry
tag
Jones.
year. It was prior to his fifth-year
he's
option.
an idiot.
It was prior to his fifth-year option.
Jerry Jones is a moron.
Well, Jerry Jones is talking about signing T.O., so...
Hold on. Hey, Ryan, is that real?
That's about as stupid as it gets right now. All right, so so the first thing I want to get to, right, is these quarterbacks, and are they going anywhere? And I'm going to ask you right off the rip, Mike White, Ryan, is he going anywhere?
I don't think so.
Think he's getting signed?
Yeah,
Baker Mayfield,
same.
think he's getting
Really?
signed?
You think he's coming back to LA?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Now why?
If he wins this
Hold on.
game,
Why? I gotta know. I gotta know.
Well, if he wins this
Why
game, it's
not?
3 in a row, right?
Yeah.
If he wins this game, it's 3 in a row.
I don't know how many times he did that in Cleveland, but okay.
Why not? How old
okay.
is Baker?
He's
27?
yeah, he's not old.
26?
He's got some leg left. If
A lot of leg left.
I mean, what's the worst case scenario? He signs
There
a
we go.
team friendly. he signs a team friendly deal, right?
He will. He'll have to. He's gonna
And
have to.
He likes it in L.A. Bam. I'm gonna stay here. Sign a team friendly deal. Worst case scenario, he's a backup quarterback.
To Stafford with the neck.
Like I said, Stafford. How many more years what's Stafford, like 35?
2. He's got. I mean, max 2.
Yeah,
Max.
Like,
Stafford
the guy's literally
Stafford's
had
had back injuries,
issues.
neck issues, and shoulder issues.
I think Stafford's
Shoulder
Matt
injury.
Ryan. Matt Ryan this year.
Vagina
next year.
injuries. I mean, what's the next thing?
You say vagina
Yeah,
injuries?
I mean, come on,
Jeez, his
All right,
neck and his
so-
back.
dude. I'm
Hold on,
literally
hold on, hold on,
working
Vagina
on-
injuries? Come on.
Okay, so the other question would be: this is a harder one,
I don't know why I took so
right?
much offense.
So Sam Darnold, is he done?
Yeah.
No,
No.
Come on.
no.
Okay, so there's a possibility he might go anywhere.
Am I saying he's a starter? No. But does he compete for one? Yeah.
Okay, so we'll check that.
He's
off.
like in a
We'll co-
Trubisky situation.
We'll come back to Sam Darnold.
Ooh,
All right.
that's rough for
So-
Trubisky for that guy.
So Taylor Heineke.
Same thing. Trubisky.
We'll come
situation.
back to that situation.
Did we lose chat?
Jacoby.
No.
What? Brissett.
I think he stays. I think he stays as a backup in Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's a great take.
he's gonna have to
because
come to a deal.
He's successful with Stefanski. So if Stefanski stays, then yes, I think Brissett stays another year. They'll sign him to another year.
At least a year, like 6
Yeah.
million or something like that. Yeah.
Right.
All right.
You think that depends on Stefanski
It's
for
getting-
Brissett?
It's
Kind
getting-
of, because the system. His career. So I have it right here.
This is his best year.
This
ever.
year,
This is
I'm-
his
oh,
best
you have
year
it.
ever.
2,600 yards, 14 games played. He's a 64% completion percentage with a 50. We'll just call it a 60 QBR rate.
It's the best year ever.
That's unreal.
60
that's
out of 100.
fantastic.
60 out of 100.
He's up there with Tom Brady. Tom Brady's 49.5 this year.
Yep.
So he's
I mean,
better.
That's this year.
So that's another
As
question.
far as success
That's
rate.
another question, right? Tom Brady.
yeah,
Tom
he's
Brady-
up.
We're gonna come
I
back to
have
this
this-
one. We're gonna come back to this one.
Everyone always. Mike said they're going to trade for Aaron Rodgers, right? The Raiders. I have this weird Josh McDaniels feeling
Who's silent death? That's your boy. Right?
That's Wheelers.
that
Wheels.
He wants to get on the show. I think we should let him get on
Wheels,
here.
stay in the chat because you're gonna have some conversation here in a second.
I have
Oh,
this
yeah.
weird feeling that Josh McDaniels makes a hard push for Tom Brady.
Derek Carr to Indy.
All right. So okay.
Well, yeah. I mean,
so hold on.
that's like the.
So hold on.
the
We're gonna
BB,
get
I
into
think.
these 5 people, right?
Okay.
Cooper Rush. Stay or go.
Stay.
Back up.
Yeah.
Wow.
You think Cooper Rush stays?
Yeah.
It's.
Okay.
I'm kind of pissed because I have that same take.
I mean, so
I just-
It's, after his 14, Dak's 14 interceptions in 5 last games, to be
He's-
tied for the most in the
I
league.
don't
Okay.
think-
So here's the 3 people that I think matter, right? Jimmy Garoppolo.
Giant.
you think Jimmy G goes to the Giants?
I didn't want you to give me that take. I just want to know if he stayed.
Oh, my bad.
You know what's funny?
No, I think he's
Daniel
gone.
Jones is on this list.
That was my next question.
My bad.
Was Daniel Jones?
Oh man, I love that. So where's Danny Dimes going? Where's this such a good flipping quarterback going? I can't stand this guy. I can't stand him.
So
my
you
bad.
say Jimmy G to the Giants,
I kind of like him in the Giants.
Daniel Jones.
Why do I just? I don't know where Danny Dimes.
You shut your
I haven't
mouth.
thought about that.
You bastard!
So hold on, I have a question for you. Hey, can you put that back on us? Because I'm going to talk about these. So if you have Taylor Heineke playing for a starting position, and you have Sam Darnold,
Wow, the Colts just got worse.
and you have who do they bench?
Ngakoue went to the IR.
Oh,
Defense.
All right. If you have Sam Darnold playing for a starting position,
Okay.
and you have Baker starting,
I want Jimmy
Mike
G
White
over. I want Dimes and G over Darnold. Is that your question?
starting. So
okay,
my question is, where does Daniel Jones go?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. So we'll ask one more question.
Atlanta?
Actually, we'll ask 2 more questions because these are the ones that matter before everybody, I think,
Okay.
and you would probably agree with this.
I really like Gardner Minshew. as a
Derek Carr,
Okay.
and Jameis Winston.
They're both opt-outs in
These
2023.
are opt-outs in 2023. Do these teams take the opt-outs or do they sign these guys?
No, yeah, I think Winston's definitely
And
getting out.
just an FYI, silent death, Derek Carr is only worth $5 million next year.
That's not true.
5 and change.
Yeah.
We went over that already, I thought.
No, you said $30 million is his cap space.
That is it.
Dead. Dead
But the
cap.
dead cap.
But it's dead no
what
matter
counts
what.
against the cap.
It's dead no matter what. Even if they trade him, it's dead.
So it's 5.
It's $5 million is what they owe him if they keep him.
Oh, jeez.
That's the point.
so they can get rid of him.
So they can get rid of him.
and it only costs them like what, $5.5 million.
$5.5 million.
Right.
So
Danny
is there,
Time's taking a
out of
backhand
all
shot.
of those quarterbacks, is there a better quarterback on that list
Then who?
than Derek Carr?
Oh,
I mean, besides Tom Brady.
I mean, I don't know if you can make that.
Let me pull
Can
that
you
back.
say that
I mean, I still think I would take a Tom Brady.
over Derek Carr?
Yeah.
I can't do
Derek
that.
Carr is going to be 32, right?
I was ready for this.
Oh, I
Of
love
course
that
you
you're
all. See, that's where we're gonna get fighting. I wish Paul was still
I
here.
knew he was gonna say
This,
it. I
this
knew he
year,
was gonna
this
say
year,
it.
Tom Brady is 4,178 yards throwing and
Which-
I'm assuming this is only in 15 games. 66 completion percentage, right?
You know what's funny?
Derek Carr,
Only 66.
3,522.
That's high. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't. mean to-
3,522 in 15 games and
This is
60.8
his worst
completion
statistical year.
over Tom Brady's career.
percentage. This is Tom Brady's
over
worst
Tom
year.
Brady's career, right? It's also Derek Carr's worst year.
Nah, that's debatable.
No, it's not.
Oh,
it's statistically
not?
Derek Carr's worst year.
But he's had Devontae Adams
Over the
this year.
career. Over the career.
Brady's got Mike Evans, Julio Jones. He's got generational guys.
hold on.
And he's
I will
still
say something
completing
right now.
66%.
Mike Evans and Devontae
He's only
Adams
scoring 17
can
points.
stay in the same
Well,
line
that's-
for me. Mike Evans,
Just
Devontae Adams
give me
stay in
that
the same
dub.
line.
Give me that W.
So Tom
Don't you
Brady,
take a sip.
Tom Brady over his career. Tom Brady over his
You
career.
bitch.
64.3%
That's right.
completion percentage.
That's right.
Derek Carr over his career, 64.6. What's the difference?
Wins, Super Bowls, records.
Both those are false.
Flip out of here.
Huh?
One's played 2.5 times more than the other one.
23
care.
years.
It matters when you break it down
What has
per
Derek
year.
Carr
break it down
done?
per year.
What is his,
Break it down per year.
Let me hold on.
Derek Carr
Let's
averages
push pause.
4,000
Let's
yards
push
a year
pause.
receive passing.
Give me Derek Carr's playoff record and stats.
See, you know
That's
why?
not, that doesn't matter.
Why you gotta be that guy?
Because he's going
Why does it
against
not
Kansas
matter?
City.
Well,
Kansas City is. How have they been?
how many Super Bowls? And Tom Brady's beaten the best teams in the NFL.
He's
who win
also
Super
lost
Bowls.
to the worst teams.
Not Eli.
You're right, but he's gotten there.
Tom Brady.
Not on Tampa Bay.
Tom Brady let a helmet catch beat him.
What do you mean not Tampa
How did he do
Bay?
last year?
Well, he struggled last year.
Facts.
How's he doing this year?
Well,
he doesn't have a winning
You're
record.
talking about the past 2 years where the guys literally
He's only been on Tampa Bay for 3 years.
I mean, honestly, this year he's
Okay.
divorced, so he's not doing great.
he won a Super Bowl with Tampa Bay.
He's already
Did
struck
he
out
not?
once.
But that's
Fucking
so,
got him.
No. There is no but.
no.
There is
The
no
argument-
but.
so the
He won
argument-
a Super
so-
Bowl with Tampa Bay.
Hold on. So
He did. He got a ring. He did.
My argument is that
Can't deny
Tom
it.
Brady can go wherever the hell Tom Brady wants because it's Tom Brady.
Right, it's with Josh McDaniels in Oakland.
I think that's a
Really?
good match. I do.
I
don't
have
hate
this
that.
weird feeling.
But I also think that
So
Derek
you
Carr
don't
should
think
have
it's
a
a
bid.
Sean, you guys don't think it's a Sean Payton, Tom Brady reunion?
It could be. Sean
Reunion?
Payton could be whispering
Well,
in his
yeah,
ear.
they were jerking off in the offseason
But Josh
together.
McDaniels-
Nah, I don't count that.
Josh McDaniels, oh, they kind of bump heads a little bit. But he's successful under Josh McDaniels. They get the system. They run
No.
that
Josh
West Coast.
McDaniels is successful with Brady.
Yes.
Okay, so
That's a hell of a point.
Yeah, actually.
Josh McDaniels, remember, he was a head coach in Denver. He got fired.
Yeah, ass.
All right, so-
Eats ass.
Guys,
Dude's
the
garbage.
top 10 picks as of right now
Talking about picks right now?
are the Houston Texans, the Chicago Bears, the Seattle Seahawks, the Arizona Cardinals,
Oh, hold on.
the Indianapolis Colts, the Atlanta Falcons, the Detroit Lions.
These are all QB teams.
No.
the Carolina Panthers, the Raiders, and the Eagles.
They're all just top 10 picks. That's the
Those
top
are
10
all
picks.
the top 10 picks right now.
Yeah, I'm going to struggle to pick one that's going to go.
Quarterback.
Yeah,
Are any of these guys going to go for a guy who's unrestricted
Atlanta.
over a CJ Stroud
Now why?
or Bryce Young?
Now why would they not
Just
test
because-
Ritter? Why would they not go with Ritter and
Well,
see what he's
hold
got?
on.
They gave him 3 games.
I know they did. And that doesn't mean they can't give him more.
Dude's
right?
got stupid upside. Do you think they draft a guy and let him sit?
It's called bridge quarterbacks.
Well,
why if
so
you
who's sitting
if you
behind Tom
drafted
Brady?
a guy, why would you go after Marcus Mariota?
Who's sitting
Matus,
behind?
are you still here? Get in here about Ritter.
Who's sitting behind Tom Brady right now?
Hey, whoa. I liked Ritter.
Kyle,
First of all.
what's that?
Trash.
What's that jack off? Yeah.
Trash. You got Kyle Trask, right?
Kyle Jack off from Florida.
Kyle Jack.
Blaine Gabbert's there too.
Dude's ass.
Kyle Trask his ass?
Hold on.
Has he been given an opportunity?
Exactly. He's ass. That's why he hasn't. Hold on. Wheels, you think Seahawks are going to draft a quarterback? Geno Smith? Come on. I disagree. I disagree with that.
So
Geno Smith is in his 30s?
He is. However, he's now finding a rhythm
He's
somewhere.
28?
yeah.
Carr's another Kirk Cousins above average. Kirk Thuggins, you show some respect on this show.
I mean, it's not a terrible.
Brady has more divorces than Carr.
That's facts.
Oh my God.
Oh, that was Jimmy. Gosh, dang, you're
Well,
funny,
we
kid.
technically don't know.
Jimmy.
This kid's good.
On a
That's
technicality,
brutal.
we do not know that to be a fact.
I mean, honestly, Derek Carr wears makeup.
I don't know.
Well,
know
so
Derek
does
Carr's
Tom.
level.
So does Tom.
32.
I told you. I thought he was.
I did not know he was that old.
He was a West Virginia boy.
Hold on. Age doesn't matter, especially when he doesn't have the tread.
He was successful in college.
That's what Deshaun
Was given a couple opportunities.
That
and
changes my whole thought process.
All the Seahawks are going to sign one. Oh, who do you think the Seahawks sign, Wheels? You don't think they're going to keep Geno? Because Geno is on this list. Is he? No, he's not.
No, he's not. But that changes my whole process because they went.
Interesting.
They went and got Geno.
Actually, a couple fits. Brissett fits. Winston fits.
Yeah, but Brissett's like 35.
Yeah, oh, no. He's not 35. Jacoby?
Jacoby's old, man. He's been in the league for like 15
Heineke
years.
fits.
Hold on.
Cooper Rush would fit.
Is he
but I don't
actually
see
that
him.
old?
Hoover.
Yes.
Brissett, Heineke, and Winston. Actually, Gardner Minshew, kind of.
Winston's got to opt
Kobe's
out.
30.
So Jacoby's younger than Geno.
All right, so would you prefer Jacoby or Geno?
You know what they're going to do? If they draft a quarterback, they're going to draft
Jimmy
one
or
late. That's what
Jacoby
they do.
in Seattle?
How about that question, right?
Interesting.
How about that question?
Jimmy G can't throw deep.
Where does he
Neither
draft
can Jacoby.
quarterbacks?
Third round.
Who does draft who?
Seattle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember, Pete Carroll's kind of like Sean
He goes
McVay.
defensive first.
I can fix you.
Hold on. You know what's funniest? Okay, hold on.
He goes
I thought
defensive first, though,
I
right?
thought you had-
Usually.
Hold on.
So I would agree that they would rather pick up an off-seat. I don't think Tom Brady fits that system. But
Listen. I don't.
Taylor
He's not
Heineke.
gonna
I
go
like the
there.
Taylor
Tom Brady is
Heineke.
not
I like
gonna
the
go
Taylor
there.
Heineke statement.
I like Taylor
Tom Brady
Heineke.
won't go to Seattle at 65.
No.
Sean Payton. Sean Payton back to New Orleans or wherever Sean Payton goes, Brady will go.
I don't think
Sean
so.
Payton's not coming back to the NFL.
I don't think he should.
I think that's a good
Dude, he
rumor.
signed like a freaking $7 billion.
It's a
thing
great
with
rumor.
CBS.
It's
Why
a
would
great.
I don't understand Tom Brady. I don't get it. I really
He
don't.
needs to
Well,
retire.
I think Tom Brady is. It's not about retiring. It's that Tom Brady is.
He's just.
Tom Brady's a top 15 quarterback in this league at 50.
Well,
End of
That's the problem. Is he's still competitive in this league because there's not
very
great
competitive.
quarterbacks.
But he's got great weapons and the defense is good.
Who does he have as
They're
weapons?
struggling.
Mike
stop
Evans.
it! Chris Godwin is amazing.
Leonard Fournette.
Are you
Are you
serious?
saying that?
Rashad White.
Are you
Rashad
flipping
White.
serious? You
Are you
almost,
saying-
you
are you
almost
saying
made me
that-
F-bomb.
Are you saying that
You are kidding
Gronkowski
me.
means this much to him?
Kate Otten has been a decent replacement.
Yeah.
Sort
No,
of.
I agree with that. I'm just,
I see
my
sort of.
argument
He's
is
a rookie.
He's
had
a
the be-
rookie, but it's a trust thing with Brady.
it's the same.
Ooh.
It's the same thing with a lot of quarterbacks.
I'm a big fan of Hendon
Aaron
Hooker.
Rodgers.
Big
you
fan.
won't have a guy on the field unless he trusts him.
Bo says Brady back to the Pats.
I
That's
said
been a
that
rumor
early-
for- that's been a rumor
I did-
throughout the year,
I
right?
said that I think last week's pod,
Yeah.
right? Or I said it to something. I think maybe that was in the group chat. I was like, why do I have this feeling that Brady's
think-
going back to the Patriots?
Jimmy, do you think if
However-
Bruce Arians comes back, which I don't think he will, do you think the team changes? Because I don't think so. It's because who's the head coach now? He's a defensive-minded guy. He's not an offensive
What's
coach.
your boy's name? Silent Death.
Wheels.
Hendon Hooker's not going to the Patriots. They're not drafting another quarterback.
I
I don't
don't.
see that either.
I don't
they
think
just
so.
drafted 2 quarterbacks back-to-back years.
No.
They're not
He
drafting
said.
another
He said
quarterback.
I could see Seahawks or Indy drafting Hendon Hooker in the 3rd.
Indy's. I thought he said Patriots.
No, I could see the Seahawks. I could see Indy. I still think Geno comes back to Seahawks. I think he goes back to Seattle.
I see with a 70% completion percentage.
That's
I see
tops.
Geno signing with Seattle.
Yes.
I think Baker could
He
compete.
is the best in
in
completion
Indy?
percentage this year.
Yeah, I mean it's gross.
So
And it's,
here's okay. So I'm gonna give you
and
guys.
it's all deep targets.
I'm gonna give you guys 5 guys who I think are gonna stay. Okay, Jacoby's staying
in Cleveland.
We already said that. I think Jacoby's staying. I think his best opportunity is a backup in Cleveland if he wants a ring.
Okay.
I think Geno Smith is going to stay.
I think so too.
I think Geno Smith has proven to Seattle that he can do what he can do.
I'm iffy on Jacoby. I think so.
The
with
only
Geno.
the only thing they need is to improve that defense. The defense has been struggling a little bit this year in the secondary. All right. I think Cooper Rush is staying as a backup. I'm shocked in my mind, but I think there's nobody that's going to go trade for a guy or try to reach out to a guy like Cooper Rush.
When he's only started 6 games.
He's actually started more than you realize.
Well,
He
Cooper
started
Rush,
6. He's
over his
played in
career.
18.
Cooper Rush
Yeah.
this year was 5-3, threw for 1,000 yards, eight games. That's 8 games. 58% completion percentage.
It's not good. It's not good.
It's not the greatest.
It's not good.
But in that offense, how are you not?
I mean, yeah, his career is 59.2.
Jameis Winston, I think he's staying.
I don't
I think
know.
the Saints,
That's a question.
unless Tom Brady goes there,
Which I don't think so.
I think Jameis Winston played very well. Do we think the injury is that big of an issue?
Apparently it is.
Because he hasn't played the rest of the season.
Dalton's playing, right?
Yeah, they've been rolling with Dalton just because he's been doing semi-decent.
Not as good as Jameis was at
Hey,
the start
and
of the year.
Jameis Winston in 3 games threw for 858 yards, had a completion percentage of 63%.
Which
That's-
is above average.
that's well above average. Average is like 60. He's
But
good,
he's benched.
which is crazy, right?
So,
I'm
so what you're
assuming it's
saying
got
is
something to do with the
injury.
fact that he is 4 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. Look,
yeah, that
Jameis
doesn't. What does that
Winston's one of the-
mean?
That's
That's
not
one of
his
the
whole season, is it?
yeah. That's this season. So I'm assuming that it's because
I can't see that's the reason. That's
look,
not. that can't
Jameis
be.
Winston was the first guy ever to throw 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions.
38
That's
touchdowns
true.
for 38 interceptions.
Yeah. What was it?
38 for 38. It was almost 40.
Was
Okay.
it 38?
So it was. I know it was high, and that's Jameis, dude. He's a gunslinger, man. He's
He
just
didn't
gonna
do
keep.
that. He
He's
didn't
got
do
a
that this
short
year.
memory, and he's just gonna keep slinging the rock. And I got nothing wrong with that, because you know what? He's gonna win games
That's true because he
because
did.
he's got a short memory. He doesn't care.
NFL
he didn't-
doesn't care about who wins.
He
the
didn't
I
game.
don't
give a
care if
shit.
he
He's
turned
like,
the ball.
oh, okay, I'm gonna
I'd
toss
rather
it.
see somebody out there trying their best and trying to win a football game than being conservative and just playing.
He
dumb
was a
ball.
league leader in passing that
Yeah.
year.
He threw for like 5K.
5,100 and change. League leader in passing. You're gonna tell me this dude doesn't have potential?
He has
That's a
potential.
garbage take.
Yeah.
You know who-
Garbage
you know
take.
who
Tell me
was
this dude
behind
doesn't have
him?
a starting
You
job
know who
somewhere.
was behind him?
Who cares? All right, well, who was
It doesn't matter. Taysom Hill, I think.
No,
Maybe.
Dak,
No.
and, Dak and Deshaun Watson.
in Tampa?
No.
No,
Dak
I'm
and Deshaun
talking. I'm
Watson
talking
and
in the
what?
leaders.
Oh, that year? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Deshaun Watson. Yeah, he was. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Dak's a good quarterback. However,
It was 33 for 30.
he's making piss poor choices lately. I
Does
don't.
Jameis Winston play better this year in Tampa than Tom Brady is? Yes. The answer is yes. He takes more risks.
He does.
Well, I think
Brady's checking down a bunch.
I think great quarterbacks
when
take risks.
when Olave was at his best, air yardage, he had like 900 air yards in like the first 3 games, and that was with Winston playing.
It was because Winston chucks
It was
his
nuts.
I'm
D's.
gonna tell you
Leading
right
the
now,
league by
if-
like a
if-
massive margin.
Shahid would be better with Winston.
Extrapolate his 858 yards to the entire game, he'd almost have 6,000 yards this year.
Oh,
Yeah, see,
I mean, he'd also have a whole shitload of picks,
we
though.
have so much going on in the chat. Johnny, what are they talking
What are
about?
Yeah,
they
hold
saying?
on.
Exactly.
Turnovers lose you games. That's a fair
third
take, Bo.
round
That's
pick.
a really good point.
Yeah, no, turnovers lose you games, but the defense is
They
so good.
do
In,
lose
they,
you
hold on, the defense in the Saints is so good at getting turnovers back.
Yes.
So you're okay with
yeah.
giving up a couple.
They do. And Jameis that year also had, you know, he had how many times? I think it was like 5 times that year. In 5 starts, he had 5 interceptions on the very first throw.
You know what's funny?
That's
How is that
insane.
possible?
That's insane. Literally the very first throw he threw.
Can I list a
He's almost
little
like-
a little fact of the guys
Hold on.
we
Hold-
named off?
Give me 1 second. So there's the chance of him throwing an interception is 1 out of 20.
Who? Winston?
Yeah. So every time he throws the ball, there's a 1 in 20 chance that it's an interception.
And I think he averages over 25 attempts a game, so that's
That's
funny.
high.
That's
They're at least giving up 1 interception a game.
a pick and changing game. That's funny. Can I list off something funny?
Go ahead.
So all the quarterbacks we listed off, right? How many of them do you think have winning records all time? Themselves,
All time.
all time. Their careers
Cooper
winning
Rush,
records. Cooper
Daniel
Rush.
Jones, Taylor Heineke,
You said Daniel Jones.
Jimmy Garoppolo,
Okay,
No.
and that might be it.
you're already wrong. So Cooper Rush is there, right? Cooper Rush. It's Jimmy G. and it's Brady. And Heineke's tied.
I was pretty damn close.
You're there. Heineke is 12, 12 and 1. Tom
Jimmy
Brady's
Garoppolo
250.
is one of the most winningest
81.
quarterbacks when he's on the field.
Jimmy,
I don't want to get too much into this because this is kind of off-season talk. But
it is, but we're going to talk about it again.
Well,
I mean, Jimmy
so-
G's 40 and
for sure,
17.
So the
Brady's
reason why
22, 15, 81.
the reason why this is offseason talk, right?
Cooper
Because
is
we're going
5
to
and
talk
1.
about quarterbacks in the offseason.
yeah.
But my question is, are any of these guys going to a team and it's going to screw up the 1 through 10?
Well,
It should.
of course. Well,
I think Derek Carr is
don't
going to
think
script the 1 through 10.
see,
I don't know, man.
A lot of
So
teams
remember-
in
so
the first
remember-
round, a lot of teams in the first round take BPA.
Best player available. I agree.
So if the best player
in the
available
top
for
10.
them, in their opinion, in the top, even in the top 10,
So my question to you,
Yeah.
Ryan,
Trade
because
back.
you love doing this, right?
you should trade back.
Ryan, this is my
See,
question. for you.
Analytics tell you to trade back.
We are
My
connected.
question for you, Ryan, because you
What?
love doing this. Out of those top 10, again, Texans, Chicago, Seattle, Arizona, Colts, Atlanta, Lions, Carolina, Raiders, Eagles. How many of those guys take quarterbacks?
Can I see those?
Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona is the only one that comes to mind. Just
Seriously?
because they
I like
didn't
that.
invest a lot in Ritter. They didn't. They invested in a
Arizona.
first-round pick.
Atlanta.
Arizona's Kyler
You mean
Murray.
Atlanta.
Atlanta. I'm sorry, Atlanta.
Yeah, they don't.
Arizona. No.
Well, and the Texans, right?
I don't see
the Texans,
Arizona.
right?
What about the Texans?
They'll take a quarterback in your thought
Yeah.
process. And they also have a pick at this point at 11.
Would they not go out and get a vet?
And they could. They honestly, I could see them going Will at number 1 overall.
Levitt?
No.
Or Levis?
Anderson from.
He's talking defense,
Yeah.
right?
I can see them taking that kid from Bama.
And then going quarterback
and then
second.
go quarterback at 11 because there's a good chance that unless a team that's down the road trades all
Way
their
up.
future assets to move up in that draft, they could get a quarterback they could get Bryce Young or maybe even Stroud at 11. There's a chance.
Here's a question. What if you take Stroud at 1?
Fuck, I mean, Mahomes
Just hear me out. Just tickle my balls on this, okay? Just hear me out.
Kansas City traded up
What
to
if you take
11
Stroud
or 12?
What if you take Stroud at 1 and you take Smith and Jigba at 11?
Bo, I disagree with that statement.
Daniel Jones.
He said he's going to have no receivers. Sterling Shepard has been a stud receiver.
When he's healthy.
This is his first year being injured.
Daniel Jones.
Nah,
also.
he was hurt last year.
No.
Look
He's
at Evan
crippled last year,
Ingram.
too.
Look at Evan Ingram this year.
No, Ryan.
Comparison to any year,
I need
but
an
yeah.
answer. I need an answer. Stroud 1.
I think Daniel
Smith and
Jones
Jigba
fake.
at 11. Do you like that? Do you like that pairing? The pairing that has seemingly worked with the Bengals.
Well, he thinks on that.
All right, hold on. Say that again.
Stroud 1.
C.J. Stroud,
Okay,
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba at 11.
at 11.
So
For the Texans.
So he's talking the rapport between quarterback receiver for the Texans.
You don't know.
I don't know.
And hey, KJ.
I mean, they do need a receiver, but I think they need veteran help.
They need a bunch of help.
Brandon Cooks is what, 30,
28.
31?
Oh, Brandon Cooks ain't going to be there next year.
No.
I already said it.
No, yeah, he's already said
moving
so.
on.
Sterling Sharp's last full season was in
Sterling
2018.
Sharp.
Shepard?
Yeah, Sterling Shepard.
Yeah, but like, what do you mean by
mean,
full season?
but,
Did he play
Sterling
14
Shepard
games
doesn't
and was
come
out
to
2?
16. He played full.
Danny Dimes. I think Danny
2019 he
Dimes
played
is
10 games. 2019
his biggest thing was going to be
2020
Kenny Galladay. Remember?
Ah, that's right. It should have been.
Well,
Kenny
that's what
Dowd.
he
He
was
should
gonna
have
We
been
can't
something
blame
that's
that
sad.
on the coach that's there right now, Dable, right?
That's fair.
We can't blame that on him for signing such a ridiculous wide receiver who's done one good season in the NFL.
Was that? I don't think that was Dable.
Dable didn't sign him. He got signed before Dable got there.
Right.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh, yeah,
That's what
way
I'm
before.
saying. So
Dable, this is
Dable-
Dable's first year.
And Wan'Dale Robinson has looked good, and
When he's healthy.
Yeah.
Richie James.
Oh, come on.
James,
Has looked
Isaiah
good.
Hodgins. I mean,
And
come
then,
on.
And then Hodgins
Opportunities
look
big.
good.
These are
Opportunities.
I'm not.
I think Daniel Jones, by the way, and this is going to be my take for this entire segment, is Daniel Jones is stuck in the Giants with Dable.
Oh shit.
He's not going anywhere. They're going to sign him to a 5-6 year deal.
Wow.
He's getting signed in the offseason. He's not going anywhere. I said that actually from the start.
Can I just throw out that once the offseason starts, there's no way we're gonna have like a 7-hour podcast.
Yeah, I apologize to you guys for that. So I think
It's
that's
gonna
kind
be
of
like, are you guys ready for a 24-hour straight podcast? I'm gonna bring deodorant for that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a fun podcast.
You have a
because
shower just the
there's a
other
lot of
room.
off-season talk. I think that's coming up.
Dude, this
and guys,
offseason, like
hey,
last offseason, I'm predicting another big offseason.
I'm gonna cut it here just because we there's a lot of talk here and we're
Yeah,
not
a lot of
there's no
much more.
conclusion here. I think there's a lot that you guys should think about, especially fantasy wise. Anybody have any stardom situms out there in the chat? Please let us know.
Let's get to this
Trey,
talking
I know
real
you
quick.
got your Super
Some
Bowls.
close
You have
calls.
3 Super Bowls this weekend, Trey. Let us know
Who's
what's
got
going
3
on.
Super Bowls?
Trey's in 3 fantasy
We should
Super
be
Bowls this
asking
weekend.
him for some startup setups. Good for you, bud.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
That's
a good one, buddy.
fantastic.
Holy shit.
outside of that, I don't think
3 of them
he's got 3 Super Bowls.
out
this
of how
weekend.
many leagues? I
So
want to know how many.
one of his
you're in.
leagues, I think, is a 100+ league.
That
So
doesn't
like,
say how many.
it's a pretty expensive league.
Yeah.
I think he has 5 leagues.
That's
I
the,
think.
the only league I made it in was my high
3 out
money
of
league.
5?
That's
That's
it.
great, dude. Good for
Yeah,
you.
that's a 60%, right? He's 60% chance of winning the Super Bowl.
66, I think, is the right. Isn't that
No,
right?
5 is 20%. Added up, it's 100%.
Don't condescend to
in-
me. Don't talk to
Don't
me.
give me
like
Matt's
I'm
right now,
sick.
all right?
You know what? Whatever.
Here it is.
All right. Please bring us
Listen.
Sterling Shepard receiving totals.
Come on, hit us with some.
Come
starter
on,
setups.
Wheeler,
Trey,
let's
yes,
go.
Sir, I am.
Trey, let us hear it,
So
bud.
Trey, he's in 5 leagues. Trey, do you have any stardom situms you want to ask?
See,
I
only
want to
ma-
know.
I only
He's
made-
like,
I only
F
made-
you guys.
Because
I
you
made-
kind of hung through the stream for 3 hours, and I kind of want to know at this point.
1 Super Bowl in 5 leagues. I suck.
Because outside
Top
of
production
these,
quarterback, I think it's going to be one of those 2 named earlier.
he's in 5 leagues. He's
5
in
leagues,
3
he'd be
Super
3.
Bowls. He's in
Good
3
for you,
Super Bowls.
buddy.
That's impressive. Good
And
job.
if they're 8-team leagues,
You
get
do-
out.
You dodged
Get
injury.
out.
You dodged injury. That's what you
I
did.
don't think they're
8
18 leagues
teams.
because there's 2 of them. are
Find
work
yourself
leagues,
a
I
better league.
Best top production production quarterback.
think. This week.
Who do you think's going to put the most? What game do you think's
I
going
like
to score the most
Goff
points?
or
I
T-Law.
like Goff. Yes,
Wait, you said Tua?
Goff. He said T-Law.
Oh.
I like Goff this week,
Yeah, T-Law.
and people are going to
I'm
laugh
sorry,
that
it does
off.
sound like Tua.
Yeah.
I love Goff.
T-Law, Goff, Fields. Another guy that I just see him having like 2 rushing touchdowns over 100
Do
yards.
you remember the
rushing.
last time Fields played Detroit, right? It was 185 yards or whatever, 200+ yards. And
in
like,
Detroit?
Yeah, he embarrassed
I'm
him.
sorry, in Chicago.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Not good.
It'll be fun.
Redemption.
Trey, you got no stardom
know.
situms this week? All right, so I
don't think
I
he
guess that's it. You guys hit us up. We're going to be on this show Wednesday. As the playoff season starts, we're going to have more debates like this because there's not
Noted,
much to
Bo.
talk about game-wise.
Oh, I love it.
Wait, my leaving comments. I'm going to start it right now.
Go ahead.
Oh, geez, here we go. He's closing.
Between me and Steve.
Oh, what? Oh yeah, you want to do that water bet? Let's
Yeah,
go.
water bet. It's Chipotle.
Okay.
Okay. Who has more fantasy points this week? Is
Okay.
it James Cook or Devin Singletary?
Singletary.
Singletary.
Okay.
You get 2
is
Why
it-
are
is
we
it
the
official?
same
Chipotles.
person?
Is it
Why?
official? Is it official?
Yes. You want to shake your hand?
You want 2 Chipotles?
I agree to this bet.
Finger touch me.
Oh,
All right,
sorry.
the water bet has been made. It's not between me and you. You already owe me like 14.
I don't owe you
so-
nothing. I've never agreed on your
14.
bet.
Ayuk or Ingram?
I have Chipotle for life.
Ingram.
Ooh, I'm going Ingram.
Ingram.
At flex though? No.
That's a flex spot.
Who's your tight end?
Ayuk or Ingram?
Wheeler, who's your
know
tight
what?
end? Hurry up.
Ingram.
Ryan,
Ingram.
really?
Ingram.
You said you think it's an Ayuk week?
I know.
Seriously?
I have this pit, but you,
So hold on.
I don't
Hold on.
see how you.
This being said, right?
I need
Who's
to
your
know whose
other
tight end is.
that you're not having? Yeah, who's your other tight end?
Why are you
So-
going to flex a tight end?
Hold on.
That-
Silent
I mean,
death.
it's not a terrible
so,
thing.
Ryan said he, in the gut of his feelings,
Cook.
thinks that
Is your tight end?
No, he's saying Cook on the water bet.
James
Yeah,
Cook.
I
Really?
just have this feeling that it's just
I-
a
I
James
got a
Cook.
feeling.
Ryan thinks that there's going to be an
Kind of
Ayuk week
I
because
have
he
this
thinks,
feeling.
he thinks that the other defense is going to plan for Kittle and CMC,
I
so
do.
Ayuk's going to be wide open.
I just have
So
that.
you could take
I don't
that.
know why.
You could take it or leave it. I would start. Ingram.
Oh, dude, he's got Travis Kelce.
Bro, yeah. No, it's Ayuk.
Well, no, he's starting Travis.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
Ayuk.
Do you
I'm
have
leaning-
no?
I'm
Who,
leaning
how else are you
Ingram.
going to start in flex? I mean, I think both those guys can put up the same points.
Yeah.
Ayuk and Ingram,
Yeah.
they're both 12 to 15 point guys in my mind.
But Ayuk is also the kind of guy that
Who
But
is-
just because I have a feeling,
Who gets more
doesn't
touchdowns?
mean that he can't lay
gets
a
more
stinker.
touchdowns?
So, and I
Ingram?
think Ingram's floor is safer.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So Ingram's the play in the flex there.
yeah, we don't know what a TR
you're-
is.
You
Anyways,
can't.
Kelsey.
Yeah. So you're going Kelsey and Ingram, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree.
If you're
I would
leaning
agree.
on us, obviously it's your team. You do what the hell you want. You made it to the championship, so
Yeah, how'd that trade go? Wheel,
in order
you're welcome.
to have stardom, sit them. You have to be in the playoffs. I'm crying.
What do you mean?
Well, you shouldn't be crying.
Starfield.
Start Fields or start Goddard. Start.
Bo.
What?
Start Fields. Start Goddard.
Is that for Superflex?
I don't. Do you? I don't know if I start Goddard, man.
Yes.
Oh, hands down, I would.
You have to.
Yeah.
Since he's come back
well,
off injury, has not been the same guy.
It's been like
Yeah.
a game.
It's been 3 games.
It's been a couple games now.
No, it's not
I think
been
it's been 2. Well, I don't know if
This
did
is
he
his
start the
third
first
game.
week.
He started the first week. He came off IR.
Okay, so it's 1-1 though, right? It was one with Hurts, one with Minshew.
They could be saving him for the playoffs.
I agree with that statement right there. Is
They
that they're
could
going to
be.
save him for the playoffs?
They know he's still a little banged up. He's got the
Last week
21
was
game
his
window.
Goddard is one of their number
Last
one
week was his
targets.
first week back.
Last week is his first week back.
That's what I thought.
I thought it was
That's
last
what I
week.
thought.
I thought it was last week.
Guys that are going to have touchdowns this week. Pick 5 guys.
Oh god. Hold on, we're trying to close the show. Hold on.
Yeah, that's
5 guys are going to have touchdown. I'm going to say Jamar Chase,
Your studs. Your studs are going to have touchdowns.
David Montgomery,
Christian McCaffrey.
Justin Fields,
Christian McCaffrey. I think he scored a touchdown every game in San Fran.
CMC. That's 4, and I'm going to say Amon-Ra. Let's go, Sun God.
Trey, the reason why I'm not a big Goddard fan in this situation, because like Ryan said, they already made the playoffs. Goddard is a guy that they need to be there in the playoffs
Correct.
to win games.
Go Dirt.
So I think he's more on a snap count at this point until the playoffs.
Your mom's a snap count.
That's the reason why I believe this. So, all right, we're going to close it out here. It's a New Year's Eve. I've missed
done.
like 5
Happy
New Year's
New
shots.
Year's, everybody.
So I'm going to wish a Happy New Year's to all
5.
you guys. Do you have anything to go?
No,
Steve?
God bless you guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate this active chat. Bo, you've been great. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being in the chat. Trey, I don't know you, but thank you for being here. Wheels, you're awesome. Hope to have you on the
I
show
want to
soon.
get to know you.
I mean, Matus was here. Mahoney was here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Happy New Year's Eve. I love you. God bless you. Thank you for being here.
Ryan, takeaways anyway?
I already gave my takeaway.
All right, he gave us takeaways. All right, I'm
bet.
going to wish you guys a Happy New Year's, and we're going to have a great time. Johnny,
Flex
say your piece.
Good luck on your
Take it easy, everyone.
championships,
Have a
boys.
safe and happy New Year.
Drive
All
dangerous.
right,
Don't be a
guys, we'll
pussy.
see you Wednesday. It'll be between 5 and 7. We'll see you on Wednesday. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, baby.